Hola y bienvenidos. Sorry, it's Cinco de Mayo. So, hello and welcome to TokuTonic Shift. I am Zio Agito here once again with our panelists to discuss all things when it comes to Toku this week, along with the announcements that happened today. Literally today. I was like, oh, it's a slow news week. Let me go ahead and put out let's get some questions. Woke up to the biggest news I could ever wake up to, and we're gonna get to that once we get to that. But hello and welcome. You might notice we've got some new faces up in here. So first of all, Mark, you can go last.
That's fine. I'm fighting with chat, so
I can see that.
So just note, y'all, Deoxy, let his liver rest for tonight, because that man was drinking. That man was partying up last night to the point that he just couldn't make it. So he got ahead of the game and just pre-gamed well ahead of time, a whole 12 hours ahead of time. So he got me beat. So sadly, he cannot make it this evening, but instead we are joined by our lovely panel for this evening. First of all, you might have seen them before. I've been on their live streams twice before talking about Dom Brothers. We've got the Henshin and Homies duo of Frankie and Sergeant Hooked on Heroes.
Yo,
Hey,
everybody, how you guys doing?
What's up?
Oh my god! So, here.
Can you all tell us a little bit about yourselves? Now, of course, their link to their channel is in the description already. I did update that before stream, but yeah.
Thanks, man. You go ahead first, Frankie.
We appreciate it. Yeah, no, hey everyone. Well, Henshin and Homies is a podcast hosted by yours truly, Frankie, as well as Zach, Sergeant Hooked on Heroes, and we basically just bring the community from all around social media, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and we just talk about anything tokusatsu related, from the toys to the shows and our opinions. If we have someone who specials in cosplay, we talk about that with them, and just have an overall really good time. Zach and I are a relatively small podcast, but we do have a lot of people on, and it's always a great time. We always enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
Do you agree, Zach?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's always absolute chaos, usually. We try to structure it with a dual topic that's more of a topic geared towards the guest and what they are all about skill-wise or whatever. And then the second topic's more of a fun one. Just last night we streamed and had a whole thing about Toku toys, just talking about the awesome world of tokusatsu toys. And the second topic was a lot of fun, which was what toys we would save in the event of a fire, until Squid threw in the wild card of you get to have 3 choices for your top ones you're going to save. And the wild card thing was, what one would you take that you would throw into the fire to fuel?
It was hilarious. I did not expect him.
I gotta say, I would throw away my power sword. That's easily fuck that. That's my biggest buyer's remorse right there. No.
Oh, brother. No, it was a really fun stream. And it was our 30th episode, too. So it was really
Hey, 30. Get them numbers.
I know. And thanks for having us today. TokuTonic. Here we are.
Yep. All right. Next up, he does the art that you have seen in Mark's merch, but he's also got his own YouTube channel. It's Fabi.
Hi. I'm an illustrator, comic illustrator, trying to get big and be big. Trying my best getting into the hemisphere a bit here and there. Currently working on my own comic that I'll try to sell in my region here and there. Gonna try to sell it online as well later on. More info later on my Twitter and my Instagram. Shameless plug.
Okay. All right. It seems like every week I tend to have someone from Europe here. There's got to be a European in the panel. So it's 3 a.m. for you right now, isn't it?
Yeah, very much.
So thank you for being up late and seeing the sunrise with us.
Oh my god. We'll take it.
Nice. Then being obscured by the chat is Cloudy.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
Just here. Of course, whoever comes in with either the VTuber model or No Face gets thrown into the corner of the
I
chat.
can't wait to see what you do when everyone has a face on this stream, and I really can't wait to see what you do.
It's gonna be a roulette. It's gonna be musical
Everyone
We're
chairs.
gonna fight each other to the death for
on
it.
the left side of the screen.
I will magically move things over. So
I do.
and last but not least, of course, someone who just hit a milestone with his 1,000 sub. Yes, it is named Mark.
Mark,
Thank you.
Okay.
You know, Mark. I'm also a Phobies manager, 30% off the top. Just so you know. Nah, it's
Pay me more.
right. It's been crazy to hit 1,000 subs, which is cool because
Wow.
been doing this for like over 2 years, and yeah, sorry, chat's distracting me. Apparently I'm meeting Cyrus and Orb at a Denny's parking lot because we're about to handle things because
I got that cease and desist. I can't go to Denny's. You can
fine.
have that.
It's fine. I'll
Like,
get a
if
drone.
you want to migrate to Walmart, maybe I can meet y'all there. We can throw hands together, but
I did see that apparently it might be banned, though. It looks like Zio because of Galaxy Blade. That son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, right.
It's fine. We got
you know, apparently shit's going down at Hasbro. Alien Kuga's over there. Hans Hasbro's out there too.
Dude, I'm trying to keep track of your different characters.
Kind of punched him earlier.
You're gonna need to start a fucking
Oh,
wiki for
man.
this shit. I'm
Dude,
just saying.
I was thinking about it. It's like, I don't know.
Cinema. You need a V cinema, honestly.
I think that opening bit
literally.
might have been divisive because I reached like over 2,500 subs like this week. I went to like 2,506, and then I dropped down to like 24.99 after that video came out, and I was just like,
What?
I have an issue with Hans Hasbro. Is that it?
People apparently.
Hasbro Dick Riders.
Like,
God.
Oh
I
my
watched
God.
your King-Ohger and your Geats one, and I was like, okay, there's so many. And then I'm like, wait, long wig and lipstick? I was like,
Hans
another
Hasbro.
kid. I was
Right
like,
when you
listen,
pulled out that long wig, I'm like, Slay?
The long wig with the lipstick and everything. The whole makeup game was like,
Maybe my favorite persona.
it just came out there. Like, there's a whole green screen of me just like doing fabulous Vogue poses. That was not used. I was just like, you know what?
Release the Vogue cut. Release
I
Yeah,
was
we
like,
need
look,
the Vogue
cut needs to be
it
released
took like
immediately.
it took like an hour of makeup, so I did that first thing first before I did
you
all,
do
everything
your
else.
own?
Oh, he
No, my wife was just
Okay.
like, all right,
that
let
makes
me
it better.
let me do
All right,
this.
my
And I was
husband
like, all right,
cross-dressing
let's go.
for a video. Okay.
All right.
So I was like,
Rick,
let's
no
go.
one look
man.
at chat. I gotta delete some spoilers people are posting for.
Oh
cinema.
no, great. No.
Oh no.
No,
And
no,
I
no.
know it's not
guys.
that'll really make Zio unhappy. So shh, don't look at the chat.
Don't say anything, guys.
Trying to avoid it. Trying to avoid it.
It
All
was
right.
fascinating when I first
look
found your
at that.
channel, Zio, because I was like,
It has
oh,
been
cool, he's got
removed.
like these cool like these skits and these characters, and then it just doesn't stop, and it just
Yep.
keeps growing. I'm just like,
But-
my brain, I
It
need a
just goes
wiki.
on and on and
The
on.
deepest of lore. I gotta do an almanac. It's like sometimes the people will be on my Discord trying to like come up with what the next character is, and it's like, no, that's not how that works. It's not how any of this works.
No.
I'm about to
Can I
make
get a
chat into
book?
character.
Can I
As
get,
much as I'm
like,
trying to figure out.
rubric?
You don't have to point out who did the spoilers. It's
No,
cool.
I already got rid of it. As much as I want to like discuss all these different characters, Frankie, your collaboration with Pronghorn Heroes, Fee and Gem. Oh, come on now. Like, I'm not even glossing over that because cinematic.
Wow,
It was such a proud
guys,
dad.
you
It
have
was
not
such a
seen
proud dad
anything
moment.
yet.
Oh my god.
You really?
Oh, you cooking?
No,
Ooh.
we
Okay.
recorded a lot that day. It wasn't
Oh.
just Thouser. In fact, Thouser was the last video we recorded that day. Camera
Oh,
was
damn.
dying.
Of 17.
We were running out of storage. We're like, you know what? Thouser, let's go. Like
Okay.
me and Jem, we were talking. Sorry, Jem and I, we were talking for like a good 2-3 days before we met up, and even before then, like a week before, we were even discussing the idea of possibly meeting up. And Thouser was on the table. Now in the future, Thouser may come back. I'll just say that Thouser may come back. But when we recorded Thouser, it was an amazing opportunity to just go all out and show like a crazy little evil side of me, like I'm basically like Zio, guys, but without like the 20,000 characters. But I no, I'm about to get a long wig. Be like, but I want to really just shout out Jem for just reaching out to me and giving me the opportunity to film with him, because it was a awesome experience just hanging out with him and Fee and going to a local park and just filming some awesome rider stuff. Like I felt so alive, like just like doing stuff that I've never done before with people. I've always been doing this on my own, one man show. I'm doing the camera, I'm doing the editing, I'm doing the this and that, you know. So I got to film with other people who love tokus just as much as I do, and it was an amazing experience. Like I said, there are more videos that are going to come out soon. They're being worked on meticulously, so that's why they haven't released yet. But when they do, you're not gonna.
God
not,
forbid you go to a photo
good.
shoot at a convention. You're gonna be like stacked for weeks on end with a lot of that stuff.
I know, because they collabed with Kaiju Carl also, and I'm like, oh, and I was just like cries in West Coast. I was like,
that's how I felt too. Like I was so excited and everything, but I was like, I live in Michigan and they're all the way in New York.
Guys, summer's coming up. Summer's coming up.
Everyone has to go to Power Morphicon next year.
I'm not. Nah, that's too rich for my blood.
Nah, I can't. I live in a completely different.
It's like, look, I'm in Georgia, bro. Like, I'm fine.
I'm going.
It's the extra pocket cash for the merch you want to buy. Like, I don't got that kind of.
Some people can do it.
When they were like revealing things about before they put the thing out, right? They literally took a picture that the way it was taken looked like a set photo leak from Kamen Rider.
Oh my
god! It was him and Jen walking away. Yeah,
I saw that. I completely saw that.
Oh my god!
All right, so we do have results from the poll.
Oh Jesus!
So pre-stream, I did say who is the real Royal Icy with Rita and Morphonia, and Rita ended up winning 68% of the vote.
At this point, why are you surprised?
Why?
Look, chat's just out. They just completely are out. Like Crazy Orb is out here forming a mob of Rita stands just out here. You know, hold on. Here's the real one, because I know some Rita stands are complete, and we're gonna get to it after we talk about King-Ohger, but I'm just gonna put the poll out now.
Oh boy,
whose fit reigns supreme, Rita or Jeremy?
Oh, now we know what people are gonna be biased.
Yeah. Dude, listen, you threw us in the fucking ocean of drip. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, we got.
No, it's gotta be between Jeremy and Dabowski.
Oh, his drip is pretty clean too.
Yes.
No, I just gotta see if this will prove true bias if Rita wins this one. Because come on, it's.
Hey, some people like the really long turtleneck.
Someone said Rita has more.
I'm not gonna be biased.
I love the concept of the sixth being named the most fucking American ass sounding name I've ever heard in my life.
I
know
it's not
Colton, but
could have been Colton Westmoreland or something. Like that would have been the most.
They could have made it more real, something Jeremiah.
I was on the draft. I was on the paper.
It could have been John David.
I was about to make it.
Guys, watch out.
I don't want to be like Ben and John. But I'm like, no.
All right. So let's go ahead and get to superhero time.
Superhero time! It starts now.
Okay. So of course, this week we had Geats, and we also had Geats. Nope, I'm not going to talk about the other Geats, but we had some Geats.
Oh
Geats?
man,
King-Ohger, but also Geats.
3.5.
Yeah, so we got episode 33 of Geats, and then somehow we got episode 34 of Geats.
Someone was instantly sniped out of the building. Whatever employee made that mistake,
they didn't make it back to their apartment that night.
No,
they weren't fired. They didn't leave the building that night.
No. If Toei was anything like Nintendo, everything would disappear off the face of the internet,
Pinkerton
right away.
Showed up real quick.
But honestly, I just
nobody log in.
Before I put out my review, I was like, you know what? Let me just YouTube search, and the whole episode's on YouTube. Okay. So it's it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you guys have seen how super duper mega scared people are to sub it, it's still not subbed as far as I could find anywhere.
It's not subbed, and I don't think it will be until next week when it officially releases.
Yeah, and the thing about that one is I watched it and I was just like, you know what? I already know the deets. I can't even speculate on episode 33 because I already know what's gonna happen. So I was just like, let me pull in the extra work. I downloaded one of those like speech to text translators on my phone, and I legit had that playing.
God, no, please.
So it took me like about an hour,
so...
hour and a half to fully translate that episode for my own
That's
consumption.
That's fast for those apps.
Yeah,
I'm surprised it didn't take 3 hours.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay, so I now know everything that just happened, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make the review for it.
App that I used.
Still waiting on fan
wrong.
Sub-Zero.
Hey, that's why my review, I legit went like almost word for word what they were saying on there, and I was just like, great. So essentially, okay, so people want a plug for the app because it's literally just talk and translate. Now the thing is, they give you 3 days free. I wasn't paying that sub. Nah. I was just like, I just need you for today, then unsub.
That makes
sense. What if next week they release episode 35
and 36?
Then I'm just gonna be like stuck being ahead of the game and being like, all right, let's keep subbing all this stuff.
You won't need subtitles anymore. You will learn Japanese and you will never need to.
I already knew the basics. There were just some words that once they started getting into the nitty gritty, I was like, oh, I really need to find out what's going on.
You're like,
but I do it with the Raculous special as well. What do you mean? Subs came out like ages ago. We actually went over the Raculous special last live stream because the subs were available for it on that Monday. So
yeah, no, that was fast.
Yeah, you gotta get ahead again. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I said this on the podcast episode, but I was confused when I watched the Raculous special because on the website I watch my stuff on, they labeled the Raculous special as the normal King-Ohger episode, and then the normal King-Ohger episode was labeled the Raculous special, and I couldn't tell by the thumbnail which one was which. So I ended up watching the Raculous special by accident first, and I was looking at it. I'm like, wait. where are the King-Ohgers? Where's the intro? Where's all this? And who are these people? And then when it was done, I'm like, all right, that was.
You weren't confused by the runtime? You were like, man, this is a short episode. This is 9 minutes long.
I was looking at that runtime. I'm like, what is going on? Like, am I missing something?
No, is this a full episode? This is like a TikTok.
This is there a holiday today?
I'm scratching my head. I'm a little confused.
Yeah, it's Raculous Day.
Literally, and then like, oh, this is just about Raculous. Okay, fine, sure. And then I go to the Raculous special, and I'm like, oh, I got duped. I walked the prank. It was literally a switch up, and I wonder if they fixed it. But yeah, no, Raculous special. Yeah. Oh,
all right,
no.
So this episode of Geats. You know, I don't even want to get into like a lot of what happened with this episode because it was like a nothing burger in terms of an episode. Essentially, like Buffa's broken because of his wish. Writers can't do a dent of damage to him. We already talked about the costume last week, so we're not going to talk too much about that aspect. The thing is, it's like Sumidi essentially is torn between doing what's right and what's wrong because of the way the DGP is now going, because of the state of the game currently. Essentially, Chirum's just out sending out writers, previous writers that have already existed. They're just reusing their ID cores, bringing them back into the game just so they can see if they can reclaim what Buffa's got. Did that work? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Chirum was a little unhinged this episode. Anybody catch that? Like, he was a little like
that's what he gets for dodging that slap. He shouldn't have dodged that slap, last week. Yeah, he deserves a good slapping. It's okay. He gets what he. I'm sorry, no spoilers. So yeah, pretty much the biggest thing on this episode that I think. Tell me if someone wasn't upset about this entire thing we're looking at here, because
raise your hand if you weren't upset. All right, moving on.
Okay.
Yep. It has nothing to do with the fact that I can't raise my hands physically, but I'm not raising my hand.
Yeah, because the thing is just like they had already built up these characters as being previous CGP contestants. And we were like, oh shit, that was it? Okay, Kenneth and Graf out here being like, oh yeah.
All right. All right.
We get their fabulous henshin poses. This was a scene. This was a moment. I was like, there's no way. Are they going to do it? Are they really going to do it?
I was so happy.
Like, and then that cutaway just for them to get beat like two scenes later.
Pissed me so off. You don't even know.
It was disrespectful. It was rude. It was disgusting. And most of all, it was mean. It was very mean because why would they lead up to that just for us to get nothing?
You know what's the oddest thing about it?
Weird.
Like I'm pissed beyond belief about it. Absolutely, like they deserve it and whatever. Is that? And I know that clearly they're still on the show, but like they're still posting both of them super positive things about it. Like they're super chill and not mad about it.
They got a job. They got it. Obviously, they got a job. You don't burn bridges. Yeah.
That and also they know like, more than that. Like they know what will happen in the future. It's not like
actually a lot of times the actors don't know. A lot of these times the scripts they're only given to them like a week ahead of time in terms of like their filming. So they really like they're still in the script writing phase for the show because we haven't gotten to the point where they probably have started doing some rewrites already in terms of other things. But according to what I saw, apparently even the Japanese reaction was also negative about this thing. So Toei might have to change like their tune in terms of, of this.
Maybe they didn't have tall enough voice actors.
But I realized that like with the way that the whole thing is set up with like the DGP and wishes and blah, 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 that like there can very easily hand wave a way for them to like show it. There can be a prequel, V cinema where we get to see them do the thing. They can just bring them back because screw the rules. When you wish for a certain world, it comes through. Clearly we got OP Buffa doing whatever he wants. So, even though it says broken ID core means you can't be a rider again. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I believe that, except I don't, like it could change on the moment's notice.
real quick, just ending the poll before I start a new poll regarding this, but Jeremy has won the Fit War. Thank you for actually getting something right, chat. Thank you so much.
Finally.
Yeah, I'm still mad at them because it wasn't a sweep. It wasn't like 99% to 1.
It was close.
It was not. It was like 66 to 44. Like
they can
it's decent numbers.
I just question everyone in chat's like definition of drip.
Judgment. Yeah.
Like,
it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Somebody said they can glue their ID codes together.
Everyone in chat, I want you guys to know more about drip. Go to onlyhenshins.com. Get yourself some drip. You're welcome.
You gotta remember, Buffa's ID core broke, but he could still use his too.
Yeah, but his was
right.
Cracked,
It was
and he was
repaired.
Tomato, and they planted it in the ground.
Yeah.
Time to get a proper gauge. I asked the chat, were they upset about John and Ben's lack of suits?
Oh, that's gonna be 100%.
That's a 99 for 1.
Hey, they technically had
no headpiece.
No headpiece. It was just a body.
Look, I would have been fine had they at least done CG headpieces. Like, how hard would it have been to animate? Yes.
Guys, in a series where the only thing different between each character besides the raised buckle armor is their helmet, how did we not just get them like at least like next down?
Well, especially the slap in the face later, which I was torn on too, because like I was like, "Cool, Beagle Rider." Wait, fuck you.
Yeah, Toku, why are you here getting a suit? I understand.
Special, Zio. He's getting a special.
Yeah, let's give the guy who's been a suit actor for 20 years in this franchise, already been a Kamen Rider multiple times. You know what? We're gonna repaint Lopo's helmet. That's why she's not in this. And here you go.
Oh my god!
What if they get their suits in the Hyper Battle DVD?
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh my god!
You mean it's going to be a joke then? Because that's what Hyper Battle DVDs are.
What about the Neon special?
Give us one weird wedding for the Revice, and everyone says there are always jokes now for the Hyper Battle DVDs.
No, it's always been jokes. Fize was a musical.
Okay.
What about the Neon special?
I like musicals. I like musicals. They're not jokes. And the Blade one was amazing.
Quick question: who's that 12%? You don't have to be here, you know.
Wow,
there's plenty of other live streams you can choose to be in. This is not one of them.
I'm just saying, Cloudy, I am both disturbed because I'm a bad influence on you, but I'm also proud.
I'm very emotional about this. I'm sorry.
So
fast.
Bro, I will keep adding both of those actors to their follow both of them, and they're decently active until they want to join us on our show. I swear to God, I feel like they will. At least Tom feels like he's like friendly enough that once the show is done, he'd be like, "Sure."
But they're busy.
They're busy as fuck. Absolutely.
Yeah, they'll probably be free after the show's done. So probably like mid-August would be like the perfect time to get a hold of them when it comes to a lot of that stuff.
Great.
Just have a quick chat with them, 30-minute Zoom call.
Be like, what are you not under NDA to tell us behind the scenes? Like, what happened?
And also, break it now. Tell us everything.
I'm talking to John. I'm like, were you silent or were you silenced?
Oh,
Oh my god.
shit.
How many Plinkertons are with you right now?
Oh, where's this Pinkerton?
Also, did you guys call him Time Daddy on set or not?
Oh my god, yeah.
You know they did.
Is the DGP suit with us in the room?
Zio, you know what's great with that joke
Oh
that you
my
do with
God.
that all the time is that I literally can't, even on my own when I'm not watching your fucking
You
reviews.
just hear it.
Yes.
You just hear the Time Fire song plays in. It's great.
On fire.
No,
I
that's
started
what
calling
I
him Time
always
Daddy in my
imagine too.
reviews by mistake.
We
Like,
can't.
as a Freudian.
That's
slip.
the thing. It's like we started saying like Time Daddy like in terms of like Discord and shit like that, and then it just started spreading to like the
See,
reviews
when
and
anybody
stuff.
says daddy in
Yeah.
terms of Ryder, I'm always thinking of George on the way he says daddy on Revice the daddy all
Yeah.
the time. So
I know Graph in the chat calls him Time Poppy, so we're just out here.
No, that's
Time
not
Poppy.
beef.
So,
I like
No,
this
no,
too.
no.
I think Buffa is going to get his
Wait,
ass beat
did
by
Orb say it
Jamato because
first?
they're not a rider. Ha 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 ha.
yeah, I think Orb did say.
Yeah. Orb did say it first.
I
Yeah.
give Orb no credit.
Okay, so essentially, like the rest of the way that this episode played out, it was just dumb. Buffa goes and like after he's done slewing everybody like right away, clean sweep. Even though I don't know how because Neon got her ID core, she technically was part of that round, but she did not show up in that scoreboard. You would think the second Beroba made her touch it, like Buffa would get
She
like
wasn't
that
part of the
instant
game.
Rider Dar that he's got. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
someone's
Like
active.
Goku sensing
It's
energy.
like, ooh, neon.
Yeah,
All right.
but apparently no. Like she gets out of that round, but
Although
She has plot armor.
Although
Plot armor
he
buckle.
did avoid, like, remember when there was like the whole like tournament thing, and like that's where like Kyun helped Nago. Like he was going to go up against her, but he declined it, and I think that was more just because he wanted to be.
it's
up
because
against
he's
Geats.
jealous of
No.
Gene because he's not in Geats.
Are you gonna make a sequel? Ace at my
Wait.
place.
What
Zio
is
got
your
Ace at my
outlook
place.
on your
Fucking-
characters? This
All
isn't
he
what I
has
thought.
now
Zio.
is a prop and a gag in his fucking reviews, but he can't give us a wiki about his damn characters.
No,
I
like,
have a
Yeah,
genuine
it's-
question.
It's because
Zio.
it's too big for him. To
I'll
release.
sign up
Into
for
the Spider-Verse.
if Squarespace can get me a sponsorship. I will make a wiki.
He even
Oh my
got
God.
trust ass
Just
in the
to-
back. Like, don't think
Yep.
I didn't
Yep.
see that.
Hire someone
yeah.
to write your wiki fandom or something. Like,
Wait,
Like I just got too many props.
Zio, a
Nah.
genuine question for you though,
Okay.
or at least anyone
Yeah.
really. We never saw her put like the ID core in the buckle. Do you think that has to happen before you're like officially?
No, because the thing is, it's like
No.
Beroba put the ID core in the buckle
And then
and
touch
had
the
her
wrist
touch
later.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
so-
did.
you
Oh,
talk to ID
yeah.
core and that's it,
Yeah, she
really.
ended
So-
up
so
touching
that's
it,
been
I
done.
can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in that and where the hell Beroba's going to go going forward, and like
Hopefully
Keikara
nowhere.
kind of
Hopefully
working. With
nowhere.
it. I didn't-
Oh, well, I mean, we should not talk about episode 34, but you
Where's
kind
that?
of know
No,
when
it happened.
I
Nothing.
haven't seen
yeah.
34. I actually
Yeah.
stopped your review because I was like, no.
What was
Like,
the
I haven't
report
seen
again?
that
I, mean, I
yet.
saw
It's
it live
not-
in Japan. I
I
watched
It's not
did
it.
watch a
interesting
little bit
to me
more of
anymore.
the review. I did let myself get spoiled because I knew I was gonna be here. So I was like, all right, I gotta at least know something.
And bro,
But
Frank,
I'm
we're
not
on
gonna
Toku
say it for
Twitter.
those.
It's just
I
gonna
know
fucking
absolutely
happen.
nothing, and
Well,
I'm
The
gonna
King-Ohger
be
already
happy
has
in my
34
ignorance.
If it wasn't
my
gonna be
ignorance.
Zio's video, it was definitely gonna be Twitter. So
Yeah.
I might
Yeah.
as well just like save myself.
I don't know how I can avoid spoilers on Twitter for some reason. Like I avoided Shin Ultraman spoilers for 11 months,
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
and
You
Wow.
got the mute on or what?
no, I think
I didn't
fear-
follow
just
enough
follow
Ultraman
people or
fans
what?
to get
No,
spoiled,
right.
so I was
I didn't
fine.
follow all 5 Ultraman fans out there.
Hey,
That's right.
And
Got
I'm
him.
one of those 5, so
Easy. No one talks about it.
yeah,
Nice.
no one talks about Ultraman.
Damn.
Like that movie's been on a certain site for what 10 months now, and
All right, so 61%, 61 votes. We have 83%. Yes, 16% no.
Yeah, you guys.
What's
you
wrong
could
with
not
you?
be here. It's all right.
Wow.
but,
With,
yeah.
To the
Nobody asked you to be a
16%
part of
that
this
voted
stream.
no.
Wow.
Did I ask
No,
you to
you
be
cannot
here?
be here anymore. You can go.
It's okay. You can give your right to
I'm
vote
just
to
glad I'm
someone
not the
else.
to
You don't
antagonize
deserve
this
it.
chat right now. This is amazing.
You're
look, it's
No,
like
I know,
there's,
but
there's
Graph
nothing
is
wrong
one
with
of
more
them.
writer suits. Like
Graph
y'all
is,
make your
one of
OCs
the
every day of the
quicker.
week. Why can't John and Ben get their OCs like on screen? Come on.
True.
There
Also,
was great
Black
artwork I
Panther,
shared a
White
while back.
Tiger, come
Because
on.
They led up to it. They were like, "Hey, we were writers, and we even saw them in the uniform."
We saw
And
them
then when we
pose
finally
too.
get to do their pose, when we finally see them do their pose, what? We just don't get to see their suits. We don't even get
Yep.
like a little fight. Nothing. Like just
Nothing.
them getting flipped over on a table.
I would have even been all right if they just like out of suit were still fighting, before they transformed. Like, give me something like
did
that.
a little bit of
yeah,
kicks in
like
there,
a
but
little bit. Yeah,
we got OP Buffa, which is amazing. So I mean, listen,
Well,
they
you know
got
what made me
Buffa.
more upset though was last week we were talking about all the scans that came out, and of course the Atoku like groovy suit was in those scans because I was like, is that a dog? Like, what is that? So the dude even got in the scans. Dude even got in the scans.
and he has been in what? How many scenes?
3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
Those were good.
3
One
seconds.
scene-
Not
He
only that,
got
Frank,
the worse than
3 seconds of
Vegeta when he gets a
Full
power
suit
up in Dragon Ball.
with
Nothing
ninja
is
buckle.
that good for 3
and
seconds.
then he's taken out,
No.
and you see him out of it with the driver on. Also, it wasn't just like a in suit, oh he's gone, move away. No,
Like
no.
a dummy, and then like we're gone. No,
No,
this
they're
was,
like,
an
no, we
actual
gotta-
character.
We got to show this suit actor because he's worked with us for over 20 years. So hey,
Yeah.
here you go.
That was such a
And
good
you
scene.
know, it has been a minute since Geats has shown us a character that just retires in the same episode. So I guess that
Yeah.
was their way of bringing that back again. That little trend
Yeah.
of, I don't know, who was that, like Sheep Girl? That Sheep Girl, she was like around.
That
for,
that
like, a
sheep
minute.
girl that
Letter?
wanted to lose weight.
Letter.
With the
Kilo,
sheep guy.
whatever.
Yeah. She
So
was here, she
it was
was
just bad. So let's see what else happened this episode. Oh yeah, Buffa got Gene and Chirum. He gave Chirum back the Vision Driver just so he could beat that ass, and none of them could beat that ass. And then Sumidi wished really, 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 really hard on the ID core, and Ace came back.
Yes.
Ooh.
The end.
Wait,
Yeah,
we're
that's-
gonna gloss over the fact
Yay!
that
Oh, don't forget.
Buffa took a freaking Gene finisher to the back of the head. It was just like, oh, what happened?
Well, but that's the thing. It's like when you wish to essentially
Be
the fights were
overpowered.
boring
Like,
because
oh, come
no
on.
one did any damage. He was just standing there.
As the only Buffa
Yeah.
fan, I loved every second of it.
I mean,
Every
same.
second.
I loved it all.
Just because,
And I got
like,
to use
like,
my Geats Yeats counter in my reviews, which I haven't used
I
since like
wasn't-
episode 15.
I understand where you're coming from, Zio, but I think that like it's just like trying to set the stage of like how like of a powerhouse he is right now, and how absolutely knee-slappingly funny it's going to be when he gets his ass slapped by a Jamato or whoever it is.
But that's the thing. That's my
Oh.
entire theory now.
Oh yeah, that's
is-
right. Riders
because
can't
it-
beat him, but Jamato.
Yeah, writers can't beat him. That was the entire stipulation of his wish. And the thing is, knowing that, I'm just like, I know why these attacks aren't doing shit to you is because they're legit Kamen Riders. If a Jamato that's strong enough throws hands with you, it'll probably do some damage.
Okay.
So I was just like, as
metal.
long as you got
Iron.
Kamen Rider in the name, it's not going to do shit.
We have a
Right.
purpose for
Stupid
Arc Metal
Arc
now. We know.
Well, at the same time, like it's not like Buffa didn't get stronger. Like
Yeah.
he got strength from that wish, and if a Jamato were to like go up against him, he most likely would win.
Look,
Yeah,
how
that's
can
a lot of
how can he
irony.
take a saw to a tree, power it up without breaking the tree, and then do some like I'm just like, okay, that tree's OP. That tree's OP.
The tree's not a
That
Kamen
tree
Rider.
is
Yeah.
OP.
That tree's not a Kamen Rider.
So it's not made using
Kamen
well, it's
Rider
made using a
Kamen
stronger plastic.
Rider
Kamen Rider
armor.
Oh yeah.
Kamen Rider wood. That's it. Played
But
by
when he
Tom
got the
Hanks.
Jambuski,
Kamen
then he
Rider
runs down the
lumber.
drain.
Oh my god.
I bet
So-
you would.
So pretty much, what's the sentiments on this episode? And I'll start with you, Fabi. How did you feel about this episode of Geats?
Oh man, it's just it was. I don't say I didn't hate it. I clearly saw it being more of a setup episode, so I was like, okay, you know what? Next week's probably going to be fucking bangers or something akin to that. So whatever. But honestly, yeah, that part with both Neon's bodyguards just. Yeah, it pissed me off. It majorly pissed me off. I was like, yeah, none of that, please. Ben deserved better.
I
Both of
don't,
them
that's a
deserve
lot.
better.
What somebody said
John
in chat.
deserved better,
Jesus
too.
Christ, Buffa is not worse than Yua right now. We can calm it down, please. Take it down.
Oh my god, bro.
Not
Oh,
so
My.
oh,
Hot take.
Jesus Christ.
You're getting exactly
Eduardo
what
out
we
here.
are, guys.
damn.
Mm, hot
Cloudy,
take.
what did you think about this episode?
I guess it's okay. It's an episode of Geats. It gave me like very much. It gave me very episode. It's like Saber vibes, where I thought like this was bad episode that leads into a good episode, or like a setup episode. So it's like
Yep.
it's whatever it is. But
Allegedly.
I do think that the comment at the end with Seryu and saying like, "So you've awakened whatever."
Yeah.
What's her name?
Sumari.
Sumari.
So,
So
her Ultra Instinct.
Yeah.
I'm guessing she's got her goddess powers or whatever. Who knows? But yeah, pretty mid episode.
All right, Kevin, what'd you think? Oh,
Kevin?
I forget your name, Sergeant. What's your name?
Zach.
Zach. Okay, I don't know why I keep thinking.
I said Kevin.
Is he really a nerd named Mark, but his
Yeah.
name isn't Mark
No,
anymore? Is it
no.
like Kevin Mark?
I was
Wait,
like,
is it Kevin?
That's the thing. It's
Mark,
just
Kevin?
like
I'm like waiting.
I've never heard your
Kevin in
name
the room with
spoken
us?
aloud enough for me to. You look like a Kevin to me. There
Do
you
you know
go.
Kevin?
Now
I've
calling you
got
Kevin.
Matt, Josh,
Oh,
Jack.
God.
So,
That's
know,
it.
whatever.
There we
Sergeant
go.
hooked on Kevin.
That's the moment. Sergeant hooked on Kevin's.
Yes.
Hooked on
I'm gonna
Kevin.
make my
That's
own
an
character. I'm
insider
gonna start my
joke.
own
Kevin?
Look,
multiverse.
I've been drinking.
It
The
got
first
so
character
quiet.
is
I'm
Kevin.
like waiting, like, wait, who's Kevin? I thought
Yeah,
like,
that's why
Oh my God.
There's a seventh
Nah.
podcaster in like.
When I
Oh
do
my
the
God.
There's another one.
upload, I'm
It's
putting
the DGP.
Co-host?
It's the Game Master.
Frankie, Zach, and Kevin.
We're not calling him Chat anymore. It's Kevin.
Yeah, chat Kevin now.
That's your next. That's your
So,
persona.
Kevin?
There you go. Get yourself a blonde wig, and it's just Kevin.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Exactly.
Graph Kevin.
So I
I'm
don't know what
Kevin.
Kevin thinks, but me personally, it wasn't necessarily my favorite episode. But I think the reason I didn't hate it is because I'm looking back at how I was at this point in Revice, which was angry and screaming because of the jump and erratic quality of things and how the two-parter episodes were so all over the place and ridiculous and dumb. Whereas here, things have been pretty fairly consistently good to decent, you know? So I'll take a mid-ish episode every now and then. I didn't hate it, but I think it's setting up things allegedly. I don't know what happens after this episode. Of course not. Because I mean, how would it be?
Exactly.
I think it's. I'm
go to
looking
Japan, yeah.
forward. Yes, because we fly to. If you don't know, Zio, Frankie and I fly to Japan. We have a condo there. We watch these shows there locally.
Saturday.
So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, so we
Watch
would never
Have
do
you
on
it.
been
the-
to Taka
the
yet?
block.
Y'all hung out at Taka's place?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
we're doing some collabs soon. Yeah.
Oh, so you
Okay.
guys are gonna meet Ben on the weekends, you
It
know?
works.
Yeah,
Don't
it wasn't my favorite.
Brunch?
It wasn't the most god awful dog shit episode, but it was funny with the groovy in there. But anyway, but yeah. So I think it wasn't the worst thing, but I think the next things coming up will be better or make me kind of forget about it. So I don't really care.
How do you know? How are you sure?
Maybe
Mm.
allegedly.
He got
It's
that.
just-
He got that alien Cougar leak early.
Oh, he's got that
Right.
sixth sense. I see. Okay.
Right. Frankie.
Oh boy.
Yep, Frankie. What was your thoughts?
Jim.
Sorry, I thought Kevin was gonna go next.
He's between y'all.
Kevin, wow. So this episode for me was neither here or there. I mean, I wasn't necessarily mad at it, besides like the whole like Ben and John thing not really happening. I was really hoping to see their suits and some little fight choreography, especially with how well Geats have been doing with their fight choreography. I was expecting, I don't know, the stunt performers to have a really good, like at least like out of suit fight, but no, we didn't get anything of that. Nothing of the sort. But that didn't really mess up the episode for me, honestly. Like I kind of just was sitting there along for the ride, like Phoebe said. Like I knew that this episode was like there just to lead up to another episode. You know, like it was like a 2-package deal, but we're just getting the first one first, and it's not like the second one is released or anything. So you know, but I like it. I did like seeing Jin back. You know, he's my boy. So whenever he's in the episode, like it's all automatically going to be over a 6. You know what I mean? Because this suit is amazing, and that fight scene he had with Buffa, even though Buffa was, hello,
Zio.
You're in the center.
Oh my God.
hello, are we about to get
Kevin,
another
Kevin was the
character?
assassin, just like
Oh,
Jeremy.
no, what
I'll jump
happened?
back
Oh
in.
no.
Oh no, John
what's
Toy
going on?
got to him, guys. He saw
They set
episode
the
34
Pinkertons.
early.
There's the
They said
Pinkerton. This is why I didn't watch episode 34 or even
No,
talk
Yeah,
about
don't
it.
watch
talk
episode
about-
34.
God.
What 34?
What
You're not
34
supposed to
is
know
not
about
even
episode
one, yeah.
34.
Basically just got him.
What, King-Ohger had a
He just
34th episode
disappeared.
already?
It didn't.
No, he's
Whoa,
putting on that
damn.
long.
No.
He's putting on that long wig again, guys. He's
Oh,
getting
right.
his makeup ready. Let's
Is
just
he-
Okay.
Ah!
I have no idea what happened.
Holy crap.
We don't know what happened.
I have no idea what happened. I have no idea what happened.
What happened? I just
All I
saw,
know is like
I
all of
saw-
a sudden, like my page, like my camera froze. Everybody was gone. I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
I was like, it was the Pinkertons because you talked about 34
Yeah.
in your
So we
review.
thought-
Yeah, they caught me. Like they caught me.
Yeah, we see that
Kevin
door
in the
behind
room
you.
with
It
you right now?
opens.
Zio?
What was that?
Is Kevin in the room with you?
Kevin
right now?
showed
Is Kevin there?
Kevin showed up, guys. It was scary.
Yep.
Yeah. Overall, I didn't really hate it, but it wasn't really my favorite episode either.
Okay, great. So I have no idea what happened.
Lovely.
Was I the only one that disappeared?
Yes, I thought.
just you.
Oh, he has. Yeah, I think
We were
he has-
just
And then the
chilling.
second
Like,
you
I
came
saw my
back
screen
in,
like
it took
someone
everybody.
left, and I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like, wait.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, for me, like, everybody disappeared, including me. I was trying to move my camera back, but I was like, where did everybody go? so I literally just hit refresh on the page, and it came back. So I was like, what's going on? Because the chat was
like,
still
everybody
laughing.
left, and then it was just you and me for a minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
that
like-
was very
To
cool.
click on
Wait,
every
what's
like
happening?
individual
Am I
time.
Am I winning a prize? or
Well,
something?
at least
Like,
I
what's
know
going
that when my computer dies, it doesn't end the stream. It just
on? Yeah, no, it just
disappears.
continues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. I
it
mean,
stays.
hey, we can.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Kevin will leave.
But the
So
thing is,
that means it would go completely unfiltered
but if
after I
everyone
disappear.
leaves, it still goes even if you're not here. So because you have to.
Oh, that's
actually
gonna be
end it.
awkward.
Yeah,
It's gonna keep
so-
going. It's gonna be my worst nightmare. My worst nightmare is like waking up and finding out that I left the stream on, and
We'll
then I
let you
just
know.
come back, and then it's just like, oh,
It would just be your.
Hey, guys.
It would just be
Hey,
the wallpaper.
what's up?
Though.
This is another persona. Zio
Yeah.
Agito, but off stream.
No.
Sleepy
He leaves it
Agito.
on. We all come back in different wigs for like his personas.
Oh my
Matching
god.
each of the
Kevin will
characters.
properly show up.
Yeah.
Kevin's now the
He's
inside
retarded,
joke for the
like,
remainder of the
they just
stream.
changed Avatar.
Oh, yeah.
We are
Kevin's
Kevin.
gotta be a
We
new
are
person for that.
Legion.
Kevin's
No,
gonna
Kevin
be
needs to
Kevin's
be one of
King-Ohger, like
I
right
haven't
there.
started using the Kevin jokes. Yet. I'm waiting.
My
Oh
God.
man,
I'm
I'm
looking.
turning to Rita. I have like the.
Kevin's about to get a Twitter
Jesus.
account.
Marky Mark, what'd you think?
Yeah, Mark, what was your thoughts?
As the resident Buffa fanboy, this was peak Buffa. Okay, I like plot armor sometimes. It worked in Mortal Kombat. I know a lot of people hated that movie. I like me some good plot armor. I mean, I hate that his new form is just Fever Zombie.
With like a
He's
But I
gonna
love
get
it
a new
outfit.
form. He's got it. Right?
Yeah,
Oh no, he's gonna get another form, obviously.
sounds coming.
But who knows what
I'll
buckle
be
it's gonna
waiting.
'cause I don't know a buckle inventory right now. I haven't seen 34. I legitimately have not. So I don't know if
None of us have.
Geats with his Magnum form, it boost is gonna be able to.
Wait, what
hold
do you
his
mean? It didn't
own.
release?
No, it didn't release. I can't wait until this weekend. It's gonna be amazing.
Tomorrow.
I
Right,
got
I can't wait.
TokuTonic to show up. Like I got the hookup.
But I mean, I just
that's
like
why Kevin took out your stream.
Kevin is a
Oh
paper
brother.
Kevin knew.
Mm-mm.
I gotta know what company to attach Kevin to. Kevin Comcast.
Clearly, he's the
Kevin is gonna be your new
assassin nephew of
persona,
John
and he's
Toei.
gonna come from
Kevin
this
Toei.
stream.
Come on now.
He's just Toei's
Oh my
assassin,
God.
Kevin.
Kevin
Oh,
works for Subaraya, honestly.
Write that down. Write
Kevin
that down.
is just a
Zio,
Toei
new
assassin.
character.
in a white 3-piece with the shades on.
He
Yeah,
needs like the buckles, like the
Oh
like
Jesus
the
Christ!
buckles,
We're
the army
giving Theo
buckle.
another fucking character to
We're
throw.
giving him
Like
lore.
sunglasses,
Everyone write it
blonde
down.
hair.
Dude, you don't need any work.
Look, this
write
this
it down.
happens so much. Sometimes I will just be on VC on Discord with folks, and we will legit end up accidentally planning out the next persona.
Oh
I'm
my
still
God.
waiting.
It happens a
Someone-
lot.
Someone in chat
honestly.
said Kevin Martell.
Oh god.
Kevin Mattel. Oh, shit.
Kevin
yeah.
Mattel.
Let's go. Kevin
Oh,
Mattel.
I'm
Damn
gonna-
you, Graph. Damn
that
you,
or
Graph.
Kevin
Well
Saban.
done. Oh,
Oh, is that the new Six Ranger name?
no.
Yeah.
Kevin Mattel?
Oh yeah.
If it was Kevin Saban, it would be nepotism of like the nth degree. If like
Oh,
the next
my.
Red Ranger is Kevin Saban.
Saban.
Oh my god, just completely
Oh my
gone.
god.
All right,
They deserve better
so
things.
let's get on to this week's
Hack.
King-Ohger.
Zach,
Oh,
Zach,
boy.
please
Wait, did,
not here.
is Mike-
I don't want to
are you done
embarrass
with-
I had
myself.
nothing else to say, honestly, because I just
Oh, yeah.
like that it showed Buffa. And I like that this wasn't a drastic information dump episode for once, because
Oh yeah, that's good.
they're letting it slowly be like, hey, Buffa's.
It's a
powerful.
slow burn.
Yeah, and I'm
It's
okay with
slow
that
for
because
way more.
Buffa
we
got
would get
buff.
nothing, and then we would get information dumps for like 2 whole episodes. And I'm
Oh
like,
well,
this
look
bullshit.
forward to Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for 30.
When episode
30.
35?
No, for Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah, for Kevin's
yeah,
episode
the
of
new
Geats,
Yes.
Kevin's gonna actually get a costume and everything.
Oh
Like-
my god.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have
Boy,
the
let's go.
So you can be completely excited about that one.
With the
I just
shit
want
that
y'all
I've
to
seen
know-
in Sunshine Rider, I could totally see them actually somebody being called Kamen Rider Kevin. I mean, it just
Y'all did this chat. and
Kamen Rider
here.
Kevin.
No, that was Zio. Zio did this to him.
Yeah.
Yep,
did
yep.
this up on
I
Geeks,
did
kept
I
it
did the
going.
gaff,
Kept
and
it
then the
going.
graph like expanded upon it.
Yeah.
Oh my
So-
god.
It's the
By the
thing.
end of the stream, we're gonna have a whole new character with a whole new storyline.
There's gonna
I
be a
like
hell
how-
of
Yeah,
more
let's
characters.
We started the stream talking about all of his characters.
I'll
and we're
do the
ending it
design. I'll draw the
making one.
design.
Grim,
Look,
can we put Grim's comments on stream?
Kevin's ID core is just the pedestrian.
Look, I will say during like
a bathroom sign for a man.
It's
Look,
just
during-
a regular person.
during my Geats review, I said a line about a lawyer, and the second I said that, I was like, I know the persona that's going to be the lawyer now. So I
That
was like,
Kevin. Great.
no, it's not. It's not Kevin.
Oh, okay.
It's not Kevin.
Okay, Kevin has
But-
something cooking.
But yeah,
We just gotta-
I already got the thoughts. I'm already like looking on Amazon for wigs and suits and things like that. It's gonna be. It's
Will
gonna
Kevin
be a
have
thing.
makeup? Is the question.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Kevin should have makeup.
I think
definitely.
Kevin
We
should-
need more drag
new vote in
characters.
the chat. New vote in the
Exactly.
chat.
Of the entire story you've sown so far.
This is our chest of great.
This is the process, by the way, everyone. On Discord, this is the process.
Exactly.
I gotta get a Kevin wig, and it's gonna be like the most white boy wig ever I can find. I'm
Oh
gonna.
my god,
God.
please.
You gotta
Oh
go
my
like
God,
Zach
do it.
Morris.
We're gonna have,
way
like,
by the
Go back
bottom.
to
Is it gonna be, like,
2010
brown
and just, like,
hair?
look
Actually,
at
no.
boy bands.
I'm thinking like the Daichi cut, since everybody hates Daichi.
Oh hell yeah! That's
Get the bowl cut with the.
Oh.
I believe
Oh,
Nexus would fight you on that.
Oh my god, did we lose Mark?
Oh no, Kevin, fuck.
Kevin got. Oh my god, Kevin's out for blood.
Kevin,
You know, Kevin
out
is
here.
ruthless today. He is out
Mark
for
is a
blood,
love-
like you said.
God.
Oh,
Okay, well, Mark discovers
Mark.
what's wrong on his end.
He's dealing with Kevin.
So this week's King-Ohger, Gira did not get killed by Raculus. Of course, we found that out last time. Being right outside the not Bugnarok base, even though it's the same set. Saved by everybody else because, of course, Raculus missed all his vitals when it comes to it. But, of course, knowing that he's fine as well, he's like, all right, cool. I can just go back and fight Raculus again. But then Rita headbutts him, so he's back on the ground. Of course, everybody thinks that this is fine, but Deathnarak has other plans. You know, I got to say, it's refreshing, like not even in the tens. And the big bad is already like, you know what? I'll do it myself. And I was just like, let's go. Let's go ahead and do this shit. And he was just like, you know what, Earth, I don't want to mess with you, but this humans, we got a human infestation, so we got to get them. Oh, there's Mark. Did Kevin get you?
Yeah.
Hello, Mark.
Mark, are
Did
you
you
okay?
get-
So it said you're at the guest limit total that you can have. That's what kicked me out, and it will let me back in.
No, that's weird.
No,
Yeah.
that's just what the
That's
program
weird.
says. In reality, Kevin is what's
Oh, no,
behind it all.
Kevin got me.
Yeah.
Snipping
Yeah.
wires in the back.
Oh my God, I'm trying to like migrate everybody.
he stole my- he
I'll
stole my
shuffle things
blades,
around
CSM.
afterwards.
Now I
He's
want to
taking
see
it
who's
back
the
by
next
your
victim.
power,
Yep. First it was
Oh
me,
my
then it
God.
was Mark. Who's next? Who
Who's
is gonna be
next?
next?
Oh my god, this is like
Oh
a
my God.
murder mystery.
Can we
Oh,
name
God.
Hat Guy Kevin?
Oh no! Hat
Oh
Guy's name
my
is
God,
Kevin.
yes.
No.
Fucking. Oh,
Yes.
I can't.
Oh.
I just.
This
This is great.
I would
This
love.
is great.
There,
He's
He's
I've watched
seizing
so
and
much
coping in
media
the
my
corner
life,
right now.
Cope,
and
cope,
I've never had this much actual murderous hatred towards a fictional fucking character as the Hat Guy. I cannot stand him every time he comes on screen. Oh,
Yelling.
I just hate how nice that hat
Yelling.
is, honestly.
Oh,
Right?
no.
Zeal, didn't you
love
literally
to
have like a
take that.
slideshow of this dude? Oh no, you have him.
He has
on
an
your screen
intro
right now.
of
Yeah.
this
Yes.
dude. Yes,
I
it's
Literally.
can't
Literally there.
He's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
super
there.
fan. Look at him.
Yeah.
And it's such a good intro too. Like why?
He doesn't
so
deserve
well
it.
done.
I spent time.
He put in
Time
the
was
work.
spent.
The problem is, if
Oh,
Hat
boy.
Guy's name ever gets
Time will
dropped
never
and
get
it's
back.
not Kevin, oh god.
Mm.
Kevin
Laugh at it.
is
It's a big
a bug
Kevin
rock.
in
I'm
the
calling
show.
it.
If it's Kevin,
Yeah.
So I do like how the team was just like, yeah, we're all in this together, full on friendship. But then the next scene, they're like, get Gira. We gotta get Gira. He's our property. Like if we control the Gira, we control the world. Because that's essentially their entire thought process when it comes to this. So they all send out their retainers out to pretty much fetch Gira. But of course, at the same time, the Bugnarok attack every nation. But then at the same time, of course, we get the retainers all going over there. Also, this guy speaking out of nowhere, and he's got a very nice voice at
He
that.
does have a sexy ass voice.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
a
intense.
beautiful-
I was just like,
beautiful.
oh, he's a voice actor. Looked up all his credits, and I was like, shit, this guy put in work. This guy's
Yeah.
been working for a while.
that voice is like could melt butter.
Yep, it's good stuff. Obligatory human shot because fuck y'all. Rita stands in the chat. The wars don't stop. Can't stop.
It's the wig for me. Hold up. Oh shit.
Hey, we got several wigs going on. So, all right. So now we got Death Narok showing up
Technically,
at
Mark and Frankie are
everybody's.
both Kevin right now. I just want to
Oh.
say it.
Oh my god, Kevin's next
true.
victims.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Death Narok goes and throws hand with everybody one by one, and none of them like ends up surviving it. This ends up playing very similarly to episode 5 in a way, where we get kind of like a globe-trotting episode, because we get to see every nation yet again in two different perspectives. We see it getting ravaged by the Bug Narok and Death Narok, but then we also see it with the retainers and Gira going to each nation trying to like disguise him and get him in. Because at first we go to Enkasopa, where of course he's dressed up as the boy genius Keat, where I'm still calling this guy Luigi.
Yes.
We got Raculus's retainers, Mario and Luigi. That's how we're calling them from now on. So
It's
tall,
canon.
skinny one, that's Luigi. But this guy's a pretty cool guy. This guy's just like, you're an idol. I want your autograph, and I want my son to be just like you. And I'm just like, you know what? I now have complete doubt that you're a Kamajin. Like, you're no longer like on that list for me. Mario, though, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got the entire Enkasopa fit going on with these guys as they continue making the rounds. Of course, the biggest thing is for me that Raculus made a personal visit to Tofu, which once again kind of keeps playing into my mindset that the history between the Boski and Raculus is probably much deeper than Raculus with any of the other kings. But I really feel that it's that way due to like their ages being similar. So they've probably been longer rulers, than anybody else in terms of that aspect. But the fact is, it seems like the Boski has kind of catered himself to being a one-upper of keeping his own secrets from Raculus and vice versa. So they both play the same game essentially. Like they play a similar
he
game.
didn't bust out the boohoo.
So,
The boohoo. No,
So-
what?
so yeah.
Now, what is this?
So of course, yeah. This is the gang seeing the Boski dealing with the Bug Narok at his front door, but of course, Morphonia shows up and captures Gira, takes him back to pass that judgment on him. It's also here where Morphonia drops the line that she's less like a retainer and more like a potential successor to Rita, which kind of makes the other retainers feel some kind of way in terms of that particular line. But of course, the thing is, Gira feels that the way that the retainers have been acting is not really fitting of them, because they seem to be acting a little bit more like that they rely too much on their kings, and they never ask, to support their kings. That's what a retainer should do, is to technically be in the front line supporting their king, but they stay in the background because their king's defending them and still giving them orders at the same time. They're not shouldering any of the burden of what a retainer should essentially do. So, and he's learned that given his life lessons growing up surrounded by children in the orphanage and all of that. So he's got, semi more brotherly instincts than even Raculus gives off in that aspect. So it's a good scene in general. Of course, when the Bug Narok attack, then of course Gira gets back his sword, and that's when we meet the bro love-struck Bata. We got God Hopper out here who's just like, bro, you gotta hook me up with my girlfriend. You gotta help me out, bro. Because he's literally just over here like saying that to him because he believes he's in a relationship with Sasserine, aka Scorpy. But Scorpy's got someone else in mind. With
was the line, I think it was like, "Where's my beloved?" And I was like,
yeah, it's like your beloved. Ooh, that's a little one-sided right there because she don't feel that same way.
I love how they're just having like a romantic love triangle
Like
in
a
the
love
background.
triangle with these god
the Mecca are having a love triangle.
Exactly.
Yep. The greater gods have like
They got
their
more
own
going
like
on than me.
anime
That's crazy.
trio triangle. It's crazy. But I do love that the combination essentially makes him a giant like a bug zapper. That's essentially all he is a giant bug zapper to the chest, because that's all he does is just take the chest, to the Bugnarok, zaps him up, and then Morphonia just out here viewing the chaos.
He's got the leg implants too.
I'm gonna call it right now. She's definitely gonna turn over to the dark side.
I hope so.
I just feel it. I see it. I feel it.
If we get Gothic Morphonia,
Seems to like chaos a lot.
I will
Same.
start doing my reviews with a gallon jug of water.
Bubba, you gonna drink?
Yeah.
There we go. It's essential.
I'll have to release the director's cut of my review of this episode because I went on a long tangent on the three legendary shoe gods, and coitus was brought up, and so I think so I was like, "What's going on with these three shoe gods?" Like, man, then I asked hypothetically, can shoe gods fornicate? And I went on a whole tirade. It was like a 9-minute rant.
Keep us up at night. You know what? I didn't speak it out loud in my review either, but I mean, fuck, they're having a fucking love triangle. So it's like,
I was
are
like,
they robots? Are they not? I don't understand.
I'm
whole
legit
demographic
saying
that would want to know that.
Kabuton's got that horn. Maybe that's what Scorpio like. I'm just saying.
Oh my
God.
Just saying.
I beg your pardon.
You see that horn? It's double-sided too at the end. So you can make magic work. You can make magic
my
work.
God, no.
Oh my
Hey yo,
god.
but God Hopper
Oh,
got
Lord.
the legs for days though. Let's not
It's true.
discount my man yet. All right.
I just try to keep my stuff PG because I'm like all about selling out for money. So,
Come on.
But of course,
about it.
we see that each of the kings. Look, Rita stands. I did y'all a service by not showing Rita get beat on this one, but I did in my review. So this is my trade-off. Yanma, not Himeno. Yanma. So here's Yanma getting beat.
But my boy Yanma.
I assume Rita got
Not him,
destroyed
not
very
Tomboy.
easily.
Man.
Ooh, okay.
Mm.
But yeah, that was this week's King-Ohger. When it comes to all the kings are pretty much down. The teaser kind of alludes to potentially the team being formed. Though the odd part is that out of everybody who's been knocked down, Daboski is the only one who gets back up at the very, very end.
Well,
So-
Morphonia wasn't attacked at all either.
Yeah, but Morphonia is not a king.
Well, the retainers were knocked out too on the ground. Remember,
Switch me and Mark.
he was standing
There we
around
go.
all the because Deathnarok was standing around all the retainers, and I was like, oh,
I wonder what that's about.
Well, since you're
Hmm.
talking it up, Mark, what's your thoughts on this episode? Before you put
He's
that in your
about
mouth.
to eat.
okay. Well, for starters, I really liked this episode of Osama Sentai Kamen-Ohger. It was really good.
Oh,
Right,
name drop.
right.
Mhm.
No, I actually
episode.
thought because, like I said, very rarely I watch Super Sentai as it's airing, and I was wondering how they would pace everything out after like each introductory episode, and then the brotherly fight and the set. I'm like, okay, where can they go with this from a pacing standpoint? And I was like, Deathnarok already coming out and handling things himself. 9 episodes. I was like, is this? I was like, okay, this is really intriguing. And we already have the 3 legend shoe gods. So I was like, I don't know how arcs work, and this is I'm a broken record on this. I don't know how the arcs work in Super Sentai. I really don't, because I usually binge watch them.
It's unique for Sentai. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So I was like, this was a really good episode, kind of keeping some things in the foreground. Rackley's still looking for Gira's body now. Planting the seed where I had the theory that Rackley's kind of missed the vital organs on purpose. And then tying into the Secrets of Rackley's part 1, having the whole Dabowski, seeing the King-Ohger Zero, because it's like keeping things that were like the seeds planted, because we saw King-Ohger Zero. What's that about? And then we see, oh, it's in the base of the castle. So it's pushing some stuff forward, but like the Morphonia seed was planted. What does she mean about being a successor? So I'm like, oh, it's luring me in and keeping me intrigued, not answering all the questions I have, but at the same time, like I'm invested in finding out more, especially why the fact that everyone just forgot about the cocoons that were buried down below underneath each kingdom.
Yeah, that's just there. in the
That
Exactly.
also
background.
means that Shogadam had 2 cocoons because
Yeah.
they had the first one, and then it's just like, oh, we had a backup.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, and I was like, that was a threat that was just kind of
Mm-hmm.
forgotten
Ignored.
about. It's like you
Yeah.
didn't want to just have the
There's
cocoons raised up while the
something
brothers
shady
are
going on
fighting.
with Shugadam and the Bugnarok in general. I don't know what it is, but there's some weird kind of connection there. I feel like I don't know why. You never see them like going to just be fucking weirdos in another, kingdom at the same time, and it's really weird and like unsettling. I feel like there's something. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm able to age
No.
like spoil.
No, I think you're
if you
onto
look at
something, to be
if you look at the first 5 episodes, there was always that convenient timing of when Rackley's would either leave or say something, and then Bugnarocker here, or he would conveniently show
Boom.
up after.
Mhm.
But now I'm not thinking it's him because he has 2 very shady retainers.
Yes.
Well, no, he's got one shady retainer. I think Luigi's good. I think
know.
Mario's the bad one.
I'm 5'9", so I
That's
don't
what I
trust
mean.
tall
That's
people.
correct.
So
I remember you said that last week too.
Yeah.
Just to
it was
hurt
really
me.
good. I like it. I'm buying all the toys.
Oh.
Admittedly,
So that's when you know I like a Super Sentai season, when I buy the toys. Because the only
This
toys
is
I have-
definitely the most serialized like these shows have been,
Yeah.
though. So yeah.
and I'm actually enjoying it because I have, like I've said before, I have friends who are still watching it who have never seen Super Sentai, never seen Kamen Rider. Maybe they've dabbled in like Godzilla and Ultraman from a Toku standpoint, but what lured them in was Sony tweeting about, hey, remember that stuff we used for the Mandalorian to shoot it? We're using it for the Super Sentai show. And my friends are watching, they're like, this looks good. Are all the seasons like this? I'm like, not the ones I've seen.
Not filmed this way, but there are quality ones. There are
But they're
quality
good ones.
they follow a similar structure, but
Yeah. But visually, no, they're not like this.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's really holding my interest. So
this is the
No,
first of its kind.
Did you have any problems with the overuse of green screen this episode? Because I was like the area in Tofu where Gira and like the other retainers are at. I'm like, why is this green screen? This is a real set.
yeah, my issue is that and shadows
Yeah.
not appearing. So
Because once again, Himeno did the
Yeah.
twirl, no shadow.
I made the Peter Pan joke where I'm like, well, maybe her shadow detached and it's just off doing stuff.
Shadow's
and healing
Kevin.
people.
Oh,
Kevin Shadow.
Shadow Kevin confirmed.
Yeah.
Shadow
So, but yeah,
Kevin is the 7th King-Ohger.
I feel like they relied really heavily on the green screen, and it works in a lot of points of it. But like, I feel like there's some practical shots that could be done where it's not needed. And I assume
Right.
they're going to blow their budget, so they're going to have to go to practical shots eventually,
Yeah.
and less green screen, because I don't know how expensive this show is for them to film. But if you look at the toy release schedule, I was like, I don't know how you guys are recouping your money back on this right now.
They got
Give you a
that,
lot of
that,
a lot of
that
memorial
bag from
days.
Don
I mean,
Brothers.
Apparently, the producer said, "Hey, don't worry about how much money we're spending." I'm like, I'm worrying about how much money you're spending. As someone that looks at your numbers,
It's gonna make me worry more.
I'm not an investor in y'all stock yet, but I'm
Can we
kind of
set up a
scared to
Patreon
invest.
for Toei just to be safe. Like,
By the
I
end
want
of
to
the show,
check
they're
up
gonna use the
on
mini
John
plot
Toy.
and do all the action. They're not even going to have the actual like.
If you buying that
mini
mini
toys.
pod, just save them another day of filming with
Thank
that
you,
green
Mark.
screen.
Oh, it's a good thing I bought 2 of them
So
because I need one with the
a
legend shoe. that has
few.
attached
Wow,
to
he
it.
single-handedly will
Funding
run
the
I'm
show.
like, if they want to make money off the show, just go ahead and announce memorial editions of these Oja calibers. Just do it. We know it's going to take a year for them to come out. Yeah, but the thing is, why do I have to wait until the show ends and then wait another year after the show ends to get it?
Listen, they never replied to my email. If they would release the exosuit,
no,
I'd
Dark.
fund them
They
2
only
years.
have
I mean, you can buy the exosuit right now. It's a real company
I know
that makes
if
them.
They did not reply to my email.
Yeah, if you just feel like selling your house, your heart,
Everything.
and your skeleton, then yeah, I guess you can get that.
I was going to sell Kevin.
Kevin.
oh
man.
shit, he fought
I
Kevin.
Kevin's like the
When I make a new
Wow.
website, only
next best thing.
Kevin's.com.
He can get
Only
you that bug.
Kevin's.
Only Kevin's.
Pictures
To
of
lure
famous
him.
Kevins.
to lure him into a sense of
The logo's Kevin Bacon.
I love
Oh my god.
Damn.
Kevin Feige, Kevin.
5
Kevin
degrees.
Bacon.
The 5 degrees of Kevin Bacon is about to get
Yeah.
more intense.
Okay. Five
So-
Nights at
Scary.
Kevin's.
We're
No,
scared.
it's a good show. Like, I am genuinely worried about the budget though, because I have a feeling like they're now relying so heavily on the green screen that I'm like,
Let's back up a bit.
yeah. I was like,
we're gonna
it was
get a
good
full
for the first
episode
couple
with, like the one
episodes.
plan in the one episode, you know, where it was like the little puppets, like yeah, blah, 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 I plan to get.
That's
Oh
Gira.
my
what it's
God.
gonna be. That's
We're
what it's
gonna,
gonna be. The
we're
little-
gonna get like 6 clip shows every 2 weeks.
They're going to do one of those episodes where they're confined to a single set the entire episode, just talking.
Oh,
Yes.
they're gonna need that super high budget. You know what I'm
man.
saying? It's
Yeah.
like,
And there's so
Super
many
Riot-
people in this cast. They're gonna do that for 2 cast members, like
Yeah.
the main kings, and then they're
They're just locked up in a dungeon the whole episode and they're just reminiscing on how they got there. And
then
then
it's
it's
a
like
clip
there's no proper cutaways. It's all flashbacks until they get finally freed at the end. It's like, oh, how did this happen? Oh, you'll find out next week when we play you what actually happened in the background of this.
I don't like how you're joking about it because it might happen.
It always happens. It
It's
always
probably
does.
gonna happen, and we're just saying it now because we need to expect it.
Okay.
They really are relying a lot on these green screens, and sooner or later they're gonna have to cut it out, or else they got no more money. You know what I
So
mean?
Frankie, since you're out here talking, how'd you feel about this episode?
Oh, well, you see, where's Kevin when you need him? No, but I unfortunately did not finish the episode, but you explained the whole episode, so I'll give you my thoughts on it. Honestly, really cute. I like the fact that give me a minute, guys.
Oh,
Kevin came in.
Kevin came into the room.
Oh no!
All right, Zach, as original Kevin, you can give your thoughts.
Hey, can someone count the amount of times that we said Kevin on this, and then Zio will take a shot afterwards?
You're gonna kill me.
Kevin.
You're gonna be the Oxy.
Oh my god. It was scary. I was fighting for my life.
Here in a shadow.
Kevin was like, you didn't watch King-Ohger?
And my neck, no, god damn it. But anyway, you see that lovely door right there? Yeah, that leads to my living room. So yeah, anyway, I really like how the what's their names? You said it. I don't know the name. The retainers. Thank you. I love how they got a focus.
Yeah.
I love how we got like and like their little little antics. I guess you could say like the things that they were doing to hide Gira. It was interesting. And with
Jesus,
guys.
Describe
them.
Descriptions. Yeah, give us.
Yeah. White hair.
Morphonia?
Morphonia,
yeah. Yes. Her. I definitely see her turning to the dark side. I think there's like a part, like even like in the past, I just see her and I don't think she's sane in the brain. You know, I think like there's something going on. Mm-hmm. Right. And like she's gonna crack. Like I think something's gonna happen and she's gonna be like, actually, I'm not gonna help you with this because I'm helping them. Dun dun dun. You know, like it's gonna happen. And
you think she's an underpaid intern?
Oh my god.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
To be fair,
yeah, she's watching people turn into snowmen.
Her king is cracked over the years, so well, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I saw that orb.
So I want to see what happens.
Or it's okay, I'll protect you. What happened?
The ugly one.
Oh my god. I can't protect you from that.
No.
I can't save you from that.
Can't be talking about Morphonia like that.
You're gonna
call Kevin real quick.
Oh, you're gonna send Kevin on for orb?
Yep, Kevin's gonna be
damn
just showing up.
Killer. I call him Killer Kev.
Killer Kevin.
Cocaine Kev.
If Kevin's gonna be a character, then you need to have Shadow Kevin.
Kevin. Oh,
I need Kevin in like a Miami Vice 2-piece, like with the glasses and everything, like with his hair pulled back.
The Hawaiian shirt with the sunglasses.
Exactly.
Oh my god, make it happen already. Please. I'm waiting.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. All right, Zach, what did you think about this episode?
I was
got his name.
Super invested. You remember my name? Hey, thanks, man. Super invested.
I was practicing in my head.
Okay. Kevin.
Frankie.
Zach. Oh my god. In the private chat. Frankie, what's your co-host name? Oh my god. Release the
since episode 1, I've been really into it, and I think that it's because I can't predict it at all. Which has been a while. No, that's true. That way. Like, definitely I felt that with Down Brothers to an extent, Zenkaiger. But a lot of Sentai, depending on the seasons and where they're at, even though they can still be good in that way, the formulaic nature does rear its ugly head sometimes, and it makes it kind of like, oh, guess what? That person's gonna, and then we're gonna do that, But this, like, I am always wrong. Everything I try to predict, I'm like, oh, they're gonna, oh, fuck, okay, they're gonna, no, all right. So it's just like I'm pleasantly surprised every time, especially because, like Frankie said, we got this like straight retainer focus episode, which I wasn't expecting, but was delighted by. And I like how like there's the moment where like the Cospa retainer and is it Sebastian? Is that the guy who's 25 but looks like an old man?
25-year-old, yeah.
He's the opposite of me.
they are
I'm
like
crying.
so not wanting a Dabowski's person to be like to take Gira, and he's like, yeah, no, right, we're to, yeah, I support him. Like there was like a line between them where they were acting like they were like bros, but clearly not because they all have their own goals of getting Gira. So I love that. And I like the little attention to detail, like Dabowski's person having the fucking like Daft Punk helmet on when he went to Mikospa. They didn't need to do that, but they did, and it made me happy because the detail for it.
They got actual helmets as opposed to John and Ben. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, Salt in the Wound,
Wild,
bro. Why are you bringing that
wild.
up?
We're gonna simultaneously. We need
Crazy.
Kevin Power now. That's what we're doing right now. We're
Oh
Send
my
Kevin
God.
over there. We'll sort things out.
Guys, Kevin will sort this out.
Yep.
No worries.
Instead of
No
morphin,
worries.
it's morphin time. It's Kevin time.
the Kevining.
Shift into Kevin.
You just
Oh my
yell
God.
out for names like Bacon.
Throughout this whole episode.
I don't know any other.
Like I said, Kevin Ohger. But no, it's really, really good. I think it was a decent episode. I think I'm like Frank said, very excited for what's coming out next for everything. You know, as far as the team fully coming together, I feel like last week also teased this week's as if they were, you know, kinda a little bit. So like I was like a little let down they weren't, but then I understood it and I was okay because it's showing how flawed they all are. And it makes it interesting because with other seasons, when it's the team, like anybody, right, in parentheses, in quotes, whatever, can be like a member of the team and join and get powers. But with this, it's all based on royal blood. And so like it makes it interesting, like, because my first thoughts with like the first couple of episodes, like, oh shit, retainers are going to become part of the team. They're going to get to fucking hench and transform. But it's like, maybe they will, or can't they? Will they? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to happen, but maybe I do. I don't know. With everything with Morphonia,
I would say in the beginning when we found out that it took like 10 shoe gods to make the proper King-Ohger, I was thinking that the retainers would pilot the lesser ones.
Kumo,
Yeah.
God Kumo, God
I
Ant.
see Sebastian on the freaking ladybug.
yeah, boy.
I would
man.
love to see it. Maybe not with like the Ohger caliber or like any other weapon, but maybe like their own.
Exactly.
Maybe. I like.
I mean, given the really early leaks of that big 20 combination.
Yeah, that poster that
yeah.
someone
Yeah.
also got fired from. Kevin.
Well, and
Careful,
even more
careful.
so, the
Kevin
lore
leaks.
build thing they did with the stuff for Kumo's is it Kumo Spider? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Kumo Spider, yeah. So with the Kumo Slayer with his Henshin device, that it's technically the first canonical historical device that can do that. Then came the Ohger Caliber 0, then came the Ohger Caliber. So I think that's a really unique pipeline for that.
Timeline,
and ways that it could like segue into. I'm just saying there's not just going to be 6. I'm saying it right now. It's not just going to be the 6. I don't know if it's going to be the retainers, but
we got 6 so early. I mean, is this early for Sentai?
Yeah, I do feel that this is semi early for it, just because
it hasn't shown up yet.
But the thing is,
we have been teased. We know what their gimmick is. They're gonna pop up in the next episode, like at the end. And
look, we got leaks for this way earlier than we got for Jiro and than anything.
Yeah. Oh, that was the thing I was going to bring up. I had a connection. So when I watched the Rock Lee special, they mentioned in like the preview for the next episode about the can we talk about it? Did we already talk about it? It's okay.
Yeah. We talked about it last week. So yeah.
Cool. So in the special at the end, when the girl / Ragnarok monster thing dies or whatever, they go to the preview for the next episode and they specifically say she was neither human nor Ragnarok. And that got me thinking about the leak with Kumo Spider with his venomic shooter thing and talking about using a key and there being some translation thing. I thought it was in there or with his transformation device about some kind of like berserker form he's supposed to get that's Ragnarok like. So I wonder if that's going to like get us used to the idea of what that is, and like maybe in part 3 Jeremy will be like, sup, it's me, ayo, here I am, to like get us I used to that idea, because I think that was part of the translation if I'm not mistaken. And I just think it was weird to have that in next time on the Rock Lee special thing to be like she was either human or Ragnarok. Like, okay, what the fuck was she?
We can get a little bit more into that details coming up, but first I want to keep gathering some more thoughts on this episode.
Absolutely. Sorry.
Yep. So Fabi,
it was beautiful.
What do you think?
Oh, dude, Mr. Takano, he's killing it, like genuinely killing it with the show. Like through like episode 1 to now, it's like holy shit. And this is like his first time doing like a whole show. Yeah, it's his first time doing a whole show, and I'm just genuinely surprised that he was he was like essentially the retainer for Takahashi, essentially.
But I tell a lot of people that are on this hype train is like, do you think he can keep it up?
Now, for me personally, now it's been 9 episodes. That's the thing. Like, it depends on how much he.
Remember, Geats was rocking and rolling for like a cool 13, 16 episodes.
13, 16 episodes. Yeah, like it depends really on how much ahead he wrote compared to Takahashi, because he clearly did not do because he was working on subsequently with Outsiders. But with Takano, I have a strong feeling he did, for pretty much like up until like maybe episode 23. For the current episode's opinion on my opinion, essentially, good. It's good. I love it. I love the character interactions. I love the retainers, especially the Boskis. Fucking love him. I love everything about this man and just this retainer. I forgot her name again.
Morphonia,
thank you. Yeah, she's also
not
great.
Rita. That's all you got.
Of course, not
Rita.
Rita.
Not
Jesus
Rita.
Christ. I'm sorry, Chad, but I'm not into your girl. I'm really sorry.
That's gonna be Standing ovation.
Oh my god.
Name another one.
He's just out here ready to.
It's okay to be wrong.
Okay.
I've been different. I'm not even the Himeno like league. I'm just here. I just like all the characters. I'm more of a Yamagust fanboy, right? So
Yay, let's go.
Yep.
My fan.
Yep.
the Buski Yamagust, they're two of my boys. But anyway, so essentially, I like her character a lot. I love the focus on the retainers, as everyone else mentioned already with the episode. It's great that they're hinting a lot on their characters as well, on top of giving more showcase on the villain. I love that a lot. You don't see that a lot with like Kamen Rider shows, because honestly, I'm new to Sentai. I only watched Dawn Bros fully, so I'm going to compare it to the stuff
Let's
I
go.
watched.
Someone who's seen less than me. Let's go.
I'm like, y'all in the chat need to stop with these ships right now.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm seeing some like
Start timing
Gira
people out.
and Rita.
Gira and
Chillax.
Himeno, can you not? No.
Look, if y'all need some fanfics written, I
Gira
know a
and
girl.
Kevin.
No. Also, she's sick right now, so don't
Kevin
bother.
and John
That means she's got time to write.
Do I see Space Fize and Kevin? Oh, I think I
A
can. support that
Pinkerton
one.
love story between Kevin.
Space Fize is dead. I don't know what you're talking about. There's a Psycho Kaiser over there somewhere.
Oh my
But,
God. The Lord.
Is he?
So
but yeah, Bobby,
getting
closing
so
thoughts.
getting more in depth with what I was talking about with the villain. I love the fact that he actually does his own shit. Like he genuinely was like, you know what? All these shitty plans don't work out. I'm gonna just do it myself. Fuck it. And he actually did it. Like, well,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah, he just actually kind of did it. Like it's insane.
Are you talking about Kevin Narok?
Kevin Narok, yeah.
Kevin the seventh, yeah.
Just make sure.
He's gold.
I have a whole Google Doc full of Kevin stuff. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, astute observations. Mark
Wait,
and Bobby.
you ex-phobie, excuse me.
Astute observations on that. You're right. Like, this is unique for Sentai to have the villains this early, like in there, getting their hands dirty and beating ass. It's very unique. Very
It
unique.
it's
tells me
amazing.
that there might be like a whole other group of villains that we're gonna get into later.
There
This
has
is just
to
like
be,
the
honestly.
first wave. Really, it is.
When's the
It
last
has to
time we
be.
got that? Was it Go Sager? The last time that we got that?
I believe
Multiple
so.
factions?
Yeah.
Yes. Because Go Sager went through 3 different enemy factions.
Mm-hmm.
Bowcanger, they fought 3 at the same time. But
unless you count
Go Sager
Umbro.
actually went sequential.
Umbro's only
It's been a
technically had
minute, so I
one,
wouldn't be
right?
surprised if they did that again.
I mean, Dumb Brothers had like multiple Naoto, I suppose, but as far as like 3 separate, I guess, then they're different.
But they were
Nah,
like one group. You know
True,
what I mean?
Fair.
It's like they're fighting villains from the Earth. Maybe next time they'll fight villains from space.
That'd be cool. That'd be
From the
cool.
sky.
Yeah. And I also just
Villains
like
from
this
the
villain.
moon.
I just like
Maybe
this
like a
villain,
different
though.
kingdom.
He looks
Oh,
so
the moon
good.
again. No.
We saw the world. That's the thing. We saw the planet at the end of this. So we saw their entire geography. Though what's happening in Antarctica, because they didn't even bother changing that map. Antarctica's still Antarctica on that planet.
I don't know how they
Don't
travel
touch
so
it.
fast between them, though, because you saw the map and I'm like, that's
Yeah, that was one of my call outs. They're so
Oh,
quick
man.
to travel like minutes to the next one. Like
Shoe gods
They
are
got
fast
the-
as fuck, man. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
they got the
Traveling.
connection to the shoe gods.
No, they wouldn't use a shoe gods. It'll give away their position.
They're
I'm also
parking,
gonna
like,
say like their like airport security must be like top
Oh,
tier
yeah,
or
they don't
non-existent.
No,
okay.
it doesn't exist.
No passport necessary. You're just
No
there.
TSA. Let's go.
God,
I have to-
immigration must be
No,
crazy.
they just walk
Right,
there,
yeah.
and it's like it's like a 2-minute walk, and then they're there.
Yeah.
So
I will
It's
say
a green screen.
it took an embarrassingly long amount of
They
time
click
for
a
me to
remote.
figure out
Yeah.
in the
It's like,
episode
Let me just.
when Morphonia is holding their Oja
All right,
caliber.
let's go.
I'm crying.
I thought
Oh,
gonna be
you're in the
like,
next
and
kingdom?
next
That's great.
give it
So
the
when,
idea.
when Morphonia was holding the Oja caliber, that whole like scene where she's talking, I was really fucking confused because I kept forgetting that.
You forgot that it was Gears.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Rita's out there kicking ass, and then she make a copy of her sword and give it to Morphonia. I don't understand what's
I remember
happening. Then
Gears, but I was
realized
hoping she would have like
Paper
imitated and
mache.
tried to like
Right?
transform.
Like
She's like,
spinning
wait, which
around
one
with
does
it, and she
press?
accidentally transforms,
Let's see
or
if-
she
let's-
explodes because she's not.
Yeah, we could test out
Off the
that
wall.
theory
Come
right
on,
away.
baby.
Let's see.
So
Anyone has an
Piggyback
Oja
off
caliber
Phoebe.
anywhere?
Because Phobia is still talking. Dude,
Yep.
I do like this
okay.
villain. And you pointed out
Yeah.
like he's out there kicking, and like I'm still hung up on the fact that I love Rock's design.
Yes.
Oh, as the
It's
Ultraman
so
fan,
fucking
it looks
gross.
like Ultraman Belial Kaiser form.
Yes.
It's got like the
I'm-
cloak jacket all big with the
Mm.
red, and I'm like, I'm hoping we do get some sort of like backstory more to the Bugnarok and the whole Wrath of the Gods or Fear of the Gods, depending on which subs you had for the episode.
I'm crying.
I mean, here's
I'll
the
watch
seven.
it live.
So
I
there's
speak
got to be
Japanese,
6
so-
more, right?
Right.
I'll
With
say,
subs, I didn't say subs. I mean, no, we all watch Raws and
we all know
No.
Japanese. We're
Yeah.
proficient in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're raw dogging these
Yeah.
episodes. It's fine.
Every Friday we travel. Every
Yep.
Saturday.
It gets expensive.
I'll say
does.
this: like, whoever has the name of the character designer for the Bugnarocks, especially like the main villain, please give me the name. Give me the name.
You can
right
probably
the
find it
hell
on the wiki
now.
right now.
I am cosplaying that Commander Ant at Power Morphicon.
I think it's
Dude,
Kevin.
he's so great.
It's Kevin.
Oh no, he's the designer too. Great.
Yeah. No. Yeah. He's
It's
around.
Kevin the Ant.
Yes, wasn't that the name of the
Uh,
ant from freaking Honey I Shrunk the Kids? It was named Kevin.
I'm on the
Home
wiki
Alone,
right now. I'm
Kevin.
searching for the character designer.
Wait, I think you're thinking Ant Bully, right?
No. God Ant.
Got it.
God Ant. That's all I have to say.
The thing is, it's like Death Narak has been throwing hands since like episode 2 because when Yama takes Gira to End Kasopa, like we get Death Narak already going like, I can destroy your town like no problem, and he instantly pulls out the giant earthworm and like wrecks all of the cityscape. So we already knew this man was powerful. So he's already been throwing hands.
I have this super dark theory about like who he is, and like we can talk about it later. No,
Rita.
God damn it.
From MFDR with noise.
I feel like he has connection lineage wise to Shugadam and everybody. I think that it was like one of the first lords of Shugadam and just fell to evil in general and became part of the Bugnarok for what he thought he needed to. And that's what he is behind the scenes. And now he's just like pissed off at the world and is like wiping it all out because it's not going according to plan. I don't know. I just feel like they'll do that. They do that a lot. Always evil dad.
Now the thing is, it's just like the only hole that I can poke in that is the fact that he's like Death Narak the 7th. So he's had a lineage ahead of time. So the only thing is, unless they can trace back that the first king, because in the Raculus special, he does mention that the first king of Shogunam was the one that had the Oja Caliber 0, unless it's like his descendants got split. He had a branching in his in his chain, but that would make sense because most royalty typically does have a divergent path unless you're in Europe or Egypt or something like that, in which they just intermarried. But yeah, we're not going to talk about that. This is Shogunam. they probably kept it, all over the place.
Ramses the Great had 25 kids.
Okay,
Kevin the
how many
Great.
were sibling related though?
Kevin the Green.
Mm,
So
probably a decent bit, but
so Cloudy,
Wait till you see how many Kevin had.
I just feel like it'd be a big
Wait,
slap.
Bobby, you got something? Yep. Did you find it?
Yeah, I just checked on the wiki. They have nothing on the design part of his page, and I'm mad.
Yeah, I looked it up before.
Ooh.
'Cause
I'm genuinely
I
mad.
was
Someone
curious,
has to edit
'cause-
this right the fuck now.
I know a guy will find
and
out.
Kevin, we'll find him.
I have my own Pinkerton army. I'll send him.
I feel
All right.
it'd be a big slap to Rockley's if it was that some kind of connection like that, because I feel like it would kind of slap the taste out of his mouth a little bit with how smug he is about shit. Because even though he is like a fucking asshole, like he does seem to like actually want to try and get rid of the fucking Ragnarok. It doesn't seem as though he's like, oh, I actually like them. They're actually my friends. We're making out in the corner.
That's what he wants you to think.
Right.
They really
I don't
are
know.
making out in the
He's
corner.
gaslighting you
Yeah,
into
that's true.
believing that
That's
he
true.
hates them.
It is
But
working.
wait till
That's the-
episode
it's working, 'cause
20.
that fucking Oja Caliber Zero is eons above the Oja Caliber. I'm sorry. It just is. I just love
No,
it.
it's true.
It's beautiful.
No, you're right.
Does that call for another one, Zio?
All right, Cloudy. What's your thoughts?
Oh, okay.
Not
Oh,
the
I was
thing
just-
again.
I was gonna say, I overall episode was really good. I have like minor nitpicks, but I would just like to say I think we're at a very good pace right now. Like the stuff that we're getting is pretty good. I still am like on the fence, like I'm with Geats and Revice. It was all good until episode 16. So talk to me after episode 16. Once we get there, then we'll talk
LMAO.
about the pacing.
That's when we get the flashback episode.
Yeah.
Clip show.
Yeah,
That's when we're gonna
basically.
get the show. That's when we're gonna get them locked in a room.
And then
What
Oh,
else will
man.
happen?
the last
No, they're
second,
gonna
Kevin Oja.
spin the
We're
bottle.
locked
you know?
out of 4 kingdoms, so we gotta stay in 1 kingdom.
No,
They're all
no.
close for maintenance.
Oh
We gotta
man!
Please be at least Yamaga's kingdom.
They're all.
Right.
It's gonna be Rita episode where she's just in her little locked room with all the
Oh
muffins,
my
just
god! I
talking to
will
them
watch
for a
that
whole
episode.
That would
and I
actually
will
be
dress
dress them
entertaining.
up as the
I
rest of
will-
the team.
God.
No, give Rita
Everybody's
credit. That is
sleeping in
entertaining.
cells.
Oh,
But-
man.
Bruh.
Other than
There's no
that-
room for y'all. Like, you can't go in this room. Why not? What's in there? They get a little peek of Mofun. It's like,
You
oh,
just
now
see
you
like
get.
the little arm. It's just like,
Yep.
They just slit their throat.
That's it.
Other than that, I would say like the one of the things that I'm starting to notice that I'm not liking, well, not liking, but seeing like how this could go downhill is everything in the show is very Gira centered. Like a lot of the plot revolves entirely around Gira. So like seeing how we're gonna move forward in like more episodes concentrate on other characters. I'm really hoping. I wouldn't say this Gira Miraculous thing wraps up soon, but I would like to say like maybe we move on past like the importance of Gira and start thinking about like the other like kings' perspectives and their importance to like the nations. Because currently, like he's like the one who makes the King-Ohger. He's the one everyone's after. You know, like literally everyone. Bugnarok, Kings, his brother. Everyone's after this guy. So it's like it's not like we haven't gotten characterization for everyone else. I just don't want it to focus on him. too
No,
much.
stop, Graf. No, that's what I was just gonna say. I
I was gonna bring
fucking
that up
want
after
that.
Cloudy's done talking.
Absolutely
fucking
not.
want
We
that.
cannot get
Oh,
a redeem
man.
for Miraculous.
No.
He
The
has
thing is,
to
I
live.
Oh
don't
my
think he's
God.
all that
Poison
bad. I just think
though.
he's
He's not.
arrogant, guys.
He's
I
just
just
Richard.
I don't think he's bad, but I don't need a redemption for him. I want him.
Dude, as an,
So
as
what do
an
you think
artist,
the end game is then for Rackley's? That's what I was going to ask when we were done talking about the episode, because we've seen the first secrets of Rackley's episode. We know, even though he's Rackley's the Richard, like what do you like? Some people say he doesn't want a redemption arc, but it's like he's not as bad as you think. There's some redeeming, no pun intended, qualities for him. But
Oh,
like,
no, absolutely.
how does he stay in the show long term?
Oh, I just personally, I don't want him to
Prison.
like be. I just don't want him to like be a member of like the team, buddy. Like
Oh,
I'm fine
hell
with
no.
him being.
Oh no, I don't want that
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, if he's his own
Definitely.
neutral faction, you know, by the end of this, like leading his own.
He's probably gonna be
rebellion
like an
army, then-
extra hero at
Yeah,
some
probably
point.
hero,
Like,
yeah.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing is,
hero.
I can see like Gira dethroning him, and then he's like gone for like 5-6 episodes, but then he just comes back as like punished Draculus.
No,
and
he
just,
becomes.
like,
he has like a whole new look, kind of like Bill.
He actually gets a silver suit,
literally
upgrades
saw
to
it
great.
anti-hero.
There's one theory I
I
just
would- I
don't
would like
want
to
to
see it.
happen. There's a theory going around that he'll be Gira's retainer, and I absolutely don't want that.
That
No.
That would be
sounds dumb.
entertaining. That would be
That would
funny,
be
though.
weird as
Please,
hell.
Because
no,
I'm,
I
you know
wouldn't
what I'm
do it.
saying? I'm a
No.
petty person by nature. I'm very petty, so
It's a-
I would love a super.
The only way I
petty
can see
Gira.
that, the only way I can see that work is if something happens and Raculus loses his memories, and then
Oh my
he's
God.
legit just playing like
He can
No.
kidnap
But
the
even
lead
then,
gas.
I
That's
would
like-
hate
that's
that
very
too. Because
odd
no,
because
just,
making
like,
him lose
let
his
memory
memories
loss
is
shit.
basically wiping his whole character.
it is.
You know, and then it's like, what's the point of him being here?
What was the
You know
point?
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the beauty
Ogane?
of him is right now
Gentoku?
is how ridiculously like super passionately about himself that he is. Like there's moments I was talking with Frankie with this yesterday. There's moments in the special where like it's like, oh shit, he's hero, and he stops himself like when he stops the blade, right? and the guy's about to get killed, and his hand's bleeding and everything. The guy's like, "You saved my life." He goes, "No, I just pushed it off for a few minutes so I can be the one to kill you later." Like, he wasn't even really saving him, just like so he can be the one to do it when he
The
needs
man
to.
has ulterior motives.
Mhm.
Well,
Well,
remember, he reported himself at the end of that too. He's like,
he did report himself, but the thing I feel is that the Oja Caliber Zero is probably a prototype for a particular reason, and we saw how it absorbed his blood. I think the more he uses it, the more it ends up killing him.
Well, my theory was because we've seen the scans of a certain form involving a crown. Rackley's aren't fighting. I think we're gonna get like a battle for the crown, and then that's gonna lead to him being like.
Well, I mean, the crown also means you get the castle, right? And imagine if the castle did something, that would be crazy.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Oh, hello there, Kevin. Oh, sorry.
Like it eats him alive. Like there's this movie called what was it called? The one with the dude. Where I'm trying to think what it was. It was a space movie, and like this spaceship was like just basically making the guy go insane and like killing him, but like also powering the ship. And I was thinking of that. I was like, that'd be kind of cool. Just him in a jar.
Whoa! What's this?
What is this? Oh,
I'm not
God.
gonna get
Sorry,
Kevin
I got the hookup. I got the hookup.
Oh,
Amazing
cool.
fan art
High
there, buddy.
quality photo. I didn't
Nice
even know
fan
that.
art.
Read those names. Is that Kevin? Right?
Oh yeah.
At
What's
least.
crazy is that we probably won't
No,
even see this for,
Zero.
like
It's
another
not
20
Guyver.
episodes.
I love Guyver, by the way, but no,
Oh
it's
my
not Guyver.
god.
I just wanted to point out interesting comment that Masked Hero mentioned. Imagine Reckless goes from villain to comic relief.
I saw that.
No, that's my issue. That's why I didn't like how it happened with Gentoku already in build.
In build. Yeah,
I didn't like that with Nago and Kiva. I'm so tired of that trope now.
We can't. I can't deal with that because these are good villains. And Reckless, I really like seeing him just be petty and evil.
And
I have exclusive leaks for you guys from my
Jeremy
King-Ohger active coloring book.
Oh my
coloring
god!
book has some leaks in it.
Oh, did you color something?
Hello?
Oh shit!
I didn't yet. Actually, I was
He
good
colors
for
a
my
King-Ohger
review.
brown. He's like, guys, the official brown.
No,
King.
but there's actually nothing in there.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, it's
All right.
Jeremy. Everyone.
So let's get to Jeremy because, of course, last week when we went over the reveal and scans, we didn't have a proper picture of Jeremy, but now we do, including a name, obviously.
Yeah.
Jeremy's gonna sweep the drip off next time we do it.
The thing is, I remember last week there were people saying that the speculation was that he was going to be like a commoner. I don't know what commoners you know, but commoners don't look like this guy.
It doesn't look like
First
that
of
at
all, yes, everything.
Yes.
I'm gonna call him Drippy Longstocking.
Jeremy is gonna be 86 years old, and we're just gonna have to accept that.
No, the thing is, I really think that Jeremy is someone that's been like stuck in cryo sleep for probably like 2,000 years or so,
Or
and
a
has just
cocoon.
reawakened.
Or in a cocoon.
Oh man.
I mean,
Oh my
consider
god,
the
in a
back
cocoon,
tattoos.
Like a
Like, what's
spider
that?
web cocoon.
giving Dino Fury 65 million years
Mm.
underwater.
Because I think there's probably a reason why the others haven't like name dropped him yet or anything like that, or even alluded to this guy.
Prophecy, anything. I
Yep.
thought like the ceiling like prophecy art would talk about him, but no.
The
Nothing.
only thing we've gotten, not even about him, is that the random mention of like some of the shoe gods, the break that happened with the fear of the gods, and that some of them went to other worlds. So that's all I can think is that he
Other
just is like
world?
fucking off in his other world, whatever that means. They did mention that in one of the episodes when that some of the gods didn't like stay happy with the humans. They were like, fuck you, and just went off. So yeah, I mean, he looks great, and so does the suit. I don't get how my man is fucking seeing out of that goddamn helmet. But I will say I won't be mad when I inevitably get the DX version because at least it'll be the fucking right size because it's like a dagger. So I mean, like I'm.
You
fine
say
with
that, and it's going to be
It's
smaller
gonna be
than that.
small.
It'll sink you.
I highly doubt that it's gonna
That's a
be-
letter opener, okay?
I'm
That's
getting that
gonna be
Memorial
exciting.
Edition the moment it's announced.
Okay, you want to see?
Look, that thing's going to be so small that even Sasserine don't want to look at you, my guy.
Oh my
Your
god!
head is gonna be big
The spider's gonna be bigger than the blade.
Here's how big it is right here. That's what it's gonna look like. This
Oh my
tiny
God.
little
Basically,
sword from my ghost
yeah.
sick figure. That's how tiny it's gonna be.
My mind is just ablaze with what the henshin pose is going to be. Like we don't know a
That's
single
an
thing. We don't know what the fuck he
interesting
sounds
weapon. I really
like. or
am
anything.
curious.
Like,
That white glove is gonna do
So-
some work in that henshin pose.
Being as
Oh,
it's
hell
called
yeah.
like the what is it, the Kumo,
the Kumo
Slayer?
Slayer.
Right?
Mhm.
Like this
Yeah.
weapon, you guys. This was the thing that like killed old bugs, right? Like this
Yep.
was
Or old.
With the spray. He legit just got out the raid.
He's the
Oh, yeah,
Orca man.
Literally, he has
love
raid
that.
on deck. Key
It's
on
so
deck.
fucking goofy, but I love that he has a fucking exterminator spray bottle. It's my favorite thing. Only in
Doesn't
Zelda.
he-
So what are you
I don't
guys
know if it's
thinking?
spoiler,
New
but
or
doesn't he turn
old
purple?
sword? New sword or old sword? I need
What,
to know.
like comparing this to OG Caliber?
Yeah, like current.
Oh, this
compared to,
this
the
doesn't
OG.
blow Order Caliber 0 out of the water. It blows Order Caliber out of the water, but it's like neck and neck with Order
I've-
Caliber 0.
I've said
No, I
when it
personally
comes
like.
to Toku purple. You put purple on it. Anything Toku, top tier to me.
I like.
I would say if the spider
OG Caliber
detaches.
0 better, to be
Yeah.
honest.
The zero
I
is
thought-
nice with that gold on
when
it.
I first saw this, I thought it was a grappling hook, like attached to the knife. Like I thought that
That'd be
spider would
nice.
just- yeah, I
Oh,
thought it
that'd
was
be
really
really
good.
nice.
Cool. I wouldn't even be surprised because like spiders and webs, like he could like throw the purple spider
Also,
on,
he
like, a
gives me
wall.
like
Just throws it at their
major
face and it turns
rogue
into alien
energy.
face
You know,
hugger.
like,
man.
and they
Yeah.
like
Given-
come closer to them.
When I like the translated thing they talked about him possibly being the narrator this whole time. That's
Oh my
really
God.
fascinating because I didn't even think about that being
that's
a
how the
fucking
story goes.
concept at all. I just thought it
Yep.
was just nameless narrator, whatever. But like he's like telling the story and it makes sense. I mean, we don't know anything about his personality, but if he does have kind of a kitschy, weird personality, which most Sixth Rangers usually do, of the little moments where like they introduce the episode, right, and then at the end he goes, or as the story goes, like he's like just questioning the story itself. You know what I mean?
Do you think we're getting like a Woz
Yeah.
situation here?
I don't know. Was it? Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it
Was
could be like I said, if he is a guy that man, I got the Woes drive, I could just flip that thing right now.
That is an amazing
Better,
jingle.
because I love
You
that
know
battle
that
so much.
jingle is like my favorite. That's like top tier, right?
No, it is my favorite
I would
jingle.
love that, and then he a heartbeat. Fucking DJ threw that shit down, dude. Fuck.
No, but if
Theo, don't, no.
no, I'm not. But if he is someone that's been like cryo sleep for like 2,000 years, then maybe like the recap so far when it comes to like the narration pieces is like someone feeding him the information. It's just like supposedly this is what happened, so it could be how that plays out. It's like someone told me that this is what happened. Like,
Almost
we'll
like he's
see.
saying it back to them. Wait, so you're saying this happened as the story goes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Bugs
just-
can talk and fuck. Okay.
He just goes.
He's
He's like,
also a fan of Fize. My man.
Oh, the actor?
mhm.
Yep.
Shit, let's go.
Yes,
Yeah.
he should.
It's been
Let me
a
get
recent trend of these younger actors being like, I used to watch blah 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 when I was growing up, and now I'm in it. And it's like, all right, man, shit, you got credentials.
I know
I
we're
mean,
not
all
on this
right.
segment yet, but
If
yeah,
you're out
when-
there, if you can hear me, Kevin.
Our Lord and Savior Kevin.
Yeah, when we get to the
Please.
Fize segment, there's something
Please,
I gotta
Kevin.
tell you. So
I'm
much.
gonna
I
have
dig
to-
that
I'm gonna-
earring.
Kevin
Is it
has
something I'm not
shifted
gonna
from
like?
an assassin
your
to
nose.
a
I think you'll-
god
no, I
to
think
a
you'll like
warrior.
it.
Like, he is a fucking jack of all trades at this point. Jesus.
I'm gonna have to
He's
draw
giving me-
Kevin grade.
Guys,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. He's giving me Lupat
X.
No,
Oh,
Lipat X.
Noel. Yeah. No
Oh,
what's
yeah,
his
I
name?
can-
Noel?
no.
Noel?
No.
Yeah.
Noel.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
understood
he's
that reference.
Backflip
Giving me
Magoo.
strong Noel vibes, and I'm a little worried.
Really?
I'm a
You-
little worried.
I don't. He looks too serious in this pose to look like a goof. I really
Yeah.
hope he's not a goofball.
Plus, he doesn't look like he's trying to
Yeah.
play both sides.
Like, look at those face tattoos.
Yeah.
He can't-
Yeah, what are we doing there? Like, the fuck is that?
I don't know.
mean?
I get that vibe. And watch. You're
I
gonna
just
see
really
yours,
want the vibe
yeah.
to be that he's an assassin. I think that's a really unique way to break the mold with like the rest
Oh,
of
he's
the
a
being
Kevin?
kings, and he's not a king.
He's Kevin.
Technically.
Oh, chest of greatness. I am aware of that fact. That
The Kevin cliche?
No, that Yamagust is a fan of Jasmine from Deca Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Let's go.
It's a fan of yellows.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so I hope he's an assassin. I think it'd be cool, and
He's a man
especially if
of-
Rob
yeah. I
decides to
agree.
use him, and then he
It-
breaks
it
free,
would-
and he's like, "Fuck
I would-
you, I'm on the team."
Look at
It
him.
would
He's
fit
given
with the
major
spider
rogue.
motif, Yeah.
Definitely major rogue.
Yeah, it would fit with the spider motif, definitely. I think.
I can't wait for that whole drip outfit to be on Premium Bandai for like $700.
$3,000.
That's generous.
What are you talking about?
That is
700.
very
Per piece,
generous.
per piece.
$700.
That ain't
Yeah,
that.
no,
No,
$700
That's if
for
you
the
bought it on
earring.
Wish, my guy. Come on.
No, yeah, for real. Like, you're gonna get the
$700.
earring for $700. Everything else is
like-
gonna be
Can we just appreciate that
$2,000.
guy is still behind Zio? Like
I'm
it's
gonna have
a
to
No, it's just saying there. That's on Infinite Loop.
It's like
You-
just
yeah, no.
burn
You
it.
don't get to see the other roles on there until I'm in different
I'll have
forms.
to bring back Big Money
Oh,
Mark for a stream.
That
then.
new Fize belt. That's what we're talking. $700.
Oh, don't remind. We'll get to that. We'll get
Yeah,
to that.
listen,
But first,
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's go.
Year of Shinobi. Year of Shinobi.
On my feed, I just knew the moment I saw this on my feed, I was like, yeah, Twitter is celebrating right now.
Did you see
They've
everybody
been
that
waiting
trolled
for this
Hawk
one.
on his video? It was a completely different video. Had nothing the fuck to do with it at all. And they were like, "Did you know about Shinobi?" Like people billion comments on it because he had a thing about not Shinobi 2022.
Well, and then Shinobi 2023, it's here. It's here. A year late, but we got it. They just had to work out a fit for Kawa because that fit is a thing.
That's a pretty good fit. You gotta admit.
That fit looks
It's
actually
purple. I'm sold.
Kit bashes, I don't hate it. Like most kit bashes, I'm like,
We need a close up. You got a close up, right? Zero?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah, we
oh, he's
always-
ready.
yeah.
All I have to do
Yeah,
was
no,
ask.
When we watch the show, right? Like
kinda
we go and
good.
watch the show live every week.
Mhm.
Frankie, he's on set. He works on the set.
No,
That's it.
naturally with Kevin, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin, the producer.
Kevin the Boom Mic.
So let's rank this
man.
fit. While you guys are discussing it, let me put up the poll, see how people are feeling about this fit, this form. But yeah, Fabi, go ahead. How do you feel about it?
Okay, here's the thing with me. Usually I hate bulky ass designs. Usually I don't like them as much. This one, funny enough, works. I don't know how, but it genuinely does. It kind of fits. I do love the way they used the zombie like mouthpiece on it. It does fit the design very well. Like there's some people that might disagree, and honestly I understand, but at the same time it fits. I like it. It's pretty good. The shoulder pads, like those shurikens, they're the only gripes I have a bit because they just like stand out too much. So that doesn't really work well
I
with it.
shudder in Geo when I see them.
Look, my only
Silhouette-wise-
issue is I need Ninja down here. Like I need,
absolutely.
I need something down
Definitely,
here.
Yeah, that's the one problem I also have with it. It's only the upper body, which I don't understand.
He skips leg day.
But if the
He
buckles
skipped
work the
leg
way they
day,
do, can
definitely.
we not throw
He did.
Ninja on and then have? I mean, it's just a repaint of the Ninja buckle.
It is. You clearly see it right there, even though it's actually missing like this part of it.
What I would have liked personally is that there would have just been a bit of purple in the leg part, just a tiny bit, just to balance it out.
Oh,
a
wait,
bit
it's
more.
the
But
angle. Let's look at it now.
Could be the angle too. Yeah, I don't know. But like overall, it looks fine to me. It's just the shurikens stick out too much, kind of making the silhouette a little bit too much. Because then you would think, oh, there's like spiky parts. It's like, is he spiky? No, he's not. Like that's kind of weird.
I'm just now realizing too the shocked expression on the helmet's face. Oh,
It does.
Like I get a new power up for once.
Well, what's
Oh
this?
my God.
Stop!
I'm getting
One of the
focused
main
on.
What if
character
this
from
is his in canon like power up?
Get out.
No.
This is his in show in canon power up.
Don't
Get
say
me
that.
out. I
No,
hate it here.
no,
No,
no.
I would
That's
cry.
everything.
I would hate
I'd
it. I would
cry.
Finally
hate it.
flopped.
It looks
He's finally
awful for
flopped.
Batman.
Oh no.
I'd cry.
It's like, where'd you get that from? Oh, you got to watch the side special.
myself, bro. God damn it.
No,
Look, we
no,
got
no,
Power
no,
Builder.
Kevin-
We got
Kevin
Power
was
Builder in the show.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna say,
fair.
Power Builder
True,
from
true.
Seeker,
True.
so
Oh.
and they
Yeah,
did it
overall-
with Falcon and
There is
Saber.
like a grain of salt about Seeker coming back in with the Desire Royale stuff.
I hope not.
Please
I
don't.
don't know.
don't.
I hope
Please
so.
don't.
I mean,
don't-
we know it's canon now just because they legit showed us the flashback
Yeah.
in the show, so we
Yeah.
know.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And plus, like, I don't know, like, I feel like to see someone who uses Power Builder as their main buckle back.
Oh wait, that happened in episode 34.
From a toy standpoint, I
mean,
built
Leo?
a Soto for Seeker, and there's so many stickers on this thing. I don't want to build a show-related one. I
Oh
don't.
my god.
Hurt my feelings.
brother.
You could
There's
have
like
just not bought
42
it, Mark.
stickers on this
I mean,
thing.
you could just save your feelings, and not get hurt by not buying it.
I have
okay,
like 180 behind me built. I still have 7
my
more sets
God.
not made yet.
There's
okay,
so many
okay.
kunais on this one.
That's a good
Yeah,
comment.
just
from,
drawn on there,
Did
just
you know
completely
that
just
there's,
drawn on
like,
it.
kunai or
There's,
kunai
like,
ninjas? But this is
too
ninjas
many.
and also kunai ninjas, and the kunai also.
Yeah, don't forget
It's
the
just a
kunai.
bunch of kunais.
Yeah,
Did you know that Kayla watched Naruto when he was a kid and just became a super Naruto fan? And that
Me
was
too.
it.
my god!
Did you
This
know?
is his ninja.
I would live
His
for
ninja.
it.
You know, I need now Tycoon versus Minoru since he was the original like ninja simp in Dom Brothers.
Oh my god.
Fund it. I need that V cinema now.
I'm
Yeah.
My
gonna
God.
make people angry.
And
with
always
this
too
statement,
busy working on that other
Minoru
project.
not transforms, Zio.
But it
Like,
makes sense
just
that
human-
Kayla would watch
Nah.
Naruto.
Yeah.
His personality, he looks like a Naruto fan.
I'm just
I'm
gonna,
not saying the whole
this.
not having a job and failing at interviews or just eating noodles all day and this and that. Okay, yeah, no.
Okay, those were very specific examples. I'm pretty sure you mean exactly that.
I feel like when he uses the ninja buckle on the other side, he's gonna gain a certain Hokage style cape and hat.
I hope he does.
A white cape with certain red flames on the back.
I mean, his style form is allegedly called Shogun something.
Oh yeah, when you insert the slot, it's just gonna say "believe it."
Yep,
believe it.
Do we
For
think
those of you that watched it in
hood-
Japanese?
Do we think that hood can go up?
Oh, maybe.
I'm a sucker
that'd
for
be
hoods.
nice.
That's why I like all the ghost designs.
I thought that was a scarf, but yeah,
It could.
like
He could
a
pull the
button-up
whole
hood.
Akatsuki look while we're talking Naruto.
Yeah, totally.
Scarf,
I would
Shinobi
love
I just
ninja.
wanted I want him to try, but because of the bulky ass helmet, it doesn't fucking work. So he just
Yeah.
is like struggling to get it over.
I know. Is his
Oh my
side
God,
pieces on the
it's not gonna
cheek like? Did
happen.
they flare out more? Because that looks.
I feel
It looks
like
more like whiskers.
they are supposed to be whiskers because
Almost frog.
Yeah, but they're
right,
they're protruded out more.
I wonder if they'll do anything special with it when he gets his upgrade form.
Do you think his ID core will rotate when he does revolve on, or is it going to be upside down and still a
Oh no, it'll be upside down.
That in the
It'll be
show.
upside
It
down.
will be upside down.
It'll be upside down.
But yeah, so Cloudy, what's your feelings? What would you rank this suit?
Oh, I
Rank
didn't
the
hear. I didn't hear Fabi's letter ranking. What?
Oh, yeah, Fabi, what's your ranking?
So I didn't even notice the shuriken at the first place, so that's gonna be toned down a bit.
Okay, you mean the knives or the shirt?
It looks
The completely drawn-on components that you're like, ooh, that looks bad on the close-up.
That looks very bad. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
please.
It looks so bad.
Oh my god.
From a scale to 1 to 10, I'll give this one like a 5. It's mid.
Ooh,
Damn,
mid.
man. From positive to mid.
Wasn't Kawa your boy?
Yeah.
He was my boy, yes, but you give him just a mid outfit like this, I can't.
I gotta
Damn.
agree with you on this.
Ultimate betrayal right there.
I'm sorry. Like,
I'm
just
dead,
just
guys.
do my
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
I can't. Sorry.
Oh.
Damn.
All right, Cloudy,
Oh.
how do you rank the fit?
I'm at a high B right now, like a solid high B, like low A maybe. I like this. I think it's really good, especially give it that ninja buckle to fill out the bottom half. It'll be pretty nice to see. Maybe even a revolve on. It'll look pretty good. But I do agree, too many freaking knives on that thing. Like so many knives everywhere. That's like 10 knives
Need like 2
painted
more.
on that thing.
Who said that?
Dude's
God,
rocking
No, it is
the
not.
Gundam 007 sword system. It's the 7 kunai system.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Goodness me.
Obviously he's dual wielding because that's his thing. That's what he's always dreamed of doing with like his weapons or whatever. And I do the arm pieces. I really am a big fan of. I actually do like them a lot.
The arm pieces do look really good. Yeah.
That's right. Someone in chat who quits being a Kama fan. Yeah, exactly. Fuck.
Oh my
You
god.
don't quit.
The mask though, I will say I could
24
see
hour
why
job.
people dislike the mask, but I like it quite a bit. Honestly, I think it just gives like more of an edge to it. I don't know. I just
He gives
enjoy
very
it.
much more of an edge. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like how there's like a lot of negative space with the mouth, but it's okay. It's grown on me.
I like it. It kind of seems like it's screaming.
Now some people are asking, what if this was colored green like the actual like ninja buckle? Would you prefer a green variant?
No.
not fix anything.
It works.
It would not fix anything.
It would be
I would
too
even
green.
lower it to a 3 then.
Because it would be too. The thing is, it would be way too much green. It would be so much green because majority of this suit is just purple and white.
Yeah, and the thing is, purple and green are complementary colors, so this actually does work well.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's why I think
Very
with
much,
Ninja,
yeah.
it'll be absolutely amazing. But
Yeah, we get ninja on the bottom, it'll be fine.
yeah, but the
Yeah.
thing is,
If this was green, it would sorry to interrupt you, but it would take away from the fact that this is supposed to be a Shinobi upgrade. If it was
Yep.
green, it would just look like another
okay,
Type
well,
2 Ninja
Ninja Mark II.
upgrade.
this
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
less-
Ninja
this would
Then
be-
they
that
couldn't
would be
resell you the
downward.
buckle either because it'd be the same buckle.
yeah, it's also a weak. It would
Yeah.
be a weaker Ninja buckle anyway because the Ninja buckle top half is way better designed than this. Let's just be honest.
Let's face it, the Ninja Buckle's OP
Yeah.
anyway, so
I'm just.
I mean, it didn't survive the fall.
It's
I'm
only
just
OP
saying.
when
Listen,
not used.
he hasn't been using it
Yeah,
properly
why,
for some
you know.
reason. He went from
You know, you
duplicating
can
himself
teleport
to
out
like
of
not doing
people's
anything.
hands.
Apparently, Kawa forgot, or the writers forgot. I don't know.
Takashi
That
forgot to
episode
put
of
it in.
Geats.
Fuck
God.
it, I guess.
Don't insult Takahashi. We can't. My hands.
Oh yeah, Takahashi's got it out for your hands.
Good news. That my pinky's no longer broken, so we're good there. But
Okay.
Kevin was there.
Okay, so you said high B's for your ranking for this,
oh yeah,
Cloudy?
absolutely. High B, low A for me. Right.
Okay, Mark.
All right, I'm trying to think.
Mm.
If the hood can go up and over, and we get like ghost style hood, I'm giving it S tier.
But it does not. Oh, you're judging it
But-
based on the Dorito aesthetics we got right now.
But this in
Top
this
half
photo
only.
alone, I'm gonna have to give it a K for Kevin.
Kevin.
Okay,
Which equates
Now,
out to
that's
about
a
like,
really big rating. I'm
gonna
not
give it,
sure
like-
if you
I'll give it
understand
a
that.
B plus because I am a Kawa fan, even though I love Buffa. I like Nice Guy Kawa, but aesthetically the blue with the pearlescent purple on it works, and I like that tone of it. I wish the buckle was different though.
Yeah.
Like
The
that's the
buckle
only
was
thing.
sad.
Like a repaint, I was like, it makes it seem like it's less of a big deal.
A
To me.
repaint and a chop off because it doesn't
Yes.
even
Yeah.
But he's
Except
got
for a
cool
little
weapons though. For
fucking
once.
spin to win, bro. Right?
So
Yeah, ninja ass weapons.
Ninja duelers,
He's got,
amazing.
he's got
So,
shuriken. Look, he stole those from Gaim.
Yeah. I don't. What? Oh. Well, no, the weapons don't look as mid here, so it's fine.
Damn.
Yeah.
So,
damn,
but
man.
I actually like it. I think it's really cool, and I like that we're getting a Kawa special
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
because
I'm just happy we're getting one.
he's been kind of like that relatable character of the season. We can't all relate to Ace or Buff or the stuff, but Kawa's been kind of like, I just want.
bit
my
like
He's been in the background a lot more.
He's like, I
I
just
can
want
relate to
noodles, and
Yeah.
I just want to
I'm
find a
not
job.
perfect
And
or an asshole, so
yeah,
he's
exactly. He's,
I
he's
don't want to
wholesome
kill anyone. Unless-
Well, not yet. He doesn't want to kill anyone yet.
until he
Yeah,
gets
that-
berserk for him.
Yes.
And goes off the deep end
Oh,
and slaps
no.
Ace.
I'm
He's gonna slap
expecting
him.
tragic arc for.
There's got to be
But-
heated drama between these men.
Kawa's
Yeah.
redemption comes in the form of his sister. I think
Yeah.
chat would agree.
Oh yeah.
Oh, oof,
Definitely.
But I do think also Ninja on the bottom half of this would look amazing. And if they don't do that at all, like I would be because I didn't see the trailer or anything. I've just seen like the poster. And
We
everything.
haven't.
Joke,
There's
he's
no
like-
reference.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if there's video
Get out
for
of
it
his
yet or
hand
anything.
something.
No, there's no reference to it.
Okay,
Yet.
'cause,
Unless they give Shinobi like a ninja form where the buckle transforms and for some reason gets slotted into his like driver.
Somehow,
That's not even his
some way.
gimmick work.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
They don't even work. I've already tried putting ride watches in my desired driver. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Aw,
No.
Not in
No,
your
you-
driver.
I cut them down to
Just
size. I
grab mine real
sacrificed my extra Deno one because Deno deserves it. And
No
it didn't
way.
work. Didn't do anything.
It still didn't work.
No,
Nah,
still didn't work.
It's not gonna.
Yo, burning nigger form right now. Jesus
No,
Christ.
just
Leave it to
completely-
Wrench. He'll modify something.
All right, Zach, what's your letter rating on this fit?
I'm probably gonna agree that it's somewhere of like a high B for me, just because I really enjoyed the Shinobi special, and I like that we're getting the only ninja themed anything, and they're doing something with Shinobi and being like, hey, you guys give a shit? All right, cool. Here's a fucking special. So I like the colors. I think I've been absolutely convinced with like Guy Sorg and Don Murasame and Stacy. Like seeing purple on a suit is just an instant. Yep. So I really like it. I think there's way the fuck too many kunai things going on. I don't think it need to be painted on it along with being the weapons. It kind of feels like
What-
let's paint flames on my car to
fill
make it
them out,
look
What you
Put 'em
don't see
out.
is the big
Yeah.
kunai painted on his back. That's what you don't
We're
see.
just
either.
so
Oh my
ninja
God.
in here right now.
It'll probably be that like it turns out that it's Kawa's childhood drawing come to life.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Imagine-
I said before. I was
Remember, like Sarah brought up the pictures. He wanted
Yeah.
to be a ninja since he was a
What
kid.
is-
It
what is
might
this?
if
literally
they
be
were
a
to
thing.
make it canon somehow,
Shinobi.
I don't know if it would be legal for them to do so. It'd be like he watched Naruto as a kid. I'd be fine with that. I don't
Yeah.
care for Naruto myself.
Isn't that from
but it would
Toei
make
Animation?
sense for 'em.
Yeah, it is from Toei
Yeah,
Animation.
it
They
is
could use
Toei
it. They can use it.
And yeah, they can totally
Yeah.
do that.
It's legitimate.
Shinobi says
Oh,
OC.
God.
He
If they
drew
do that,
as a
Yeah, I
They
like
ninja.
that. And I like the little. Can you scroll down a little bit, Zio? I like the little wraps right there around tie the arm to his the arm.
Oh,
on his
yeah.
arm. Those are
Wait,
Yeah.
Mark, that is a scarf. Look at his look at his crotch area.
Oh yeah, you can see it dangling down here.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Zoom in on that crotch there.
Dangling under where?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's-
Oh, there's some chafing going on.
hey,
We got some chafing.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Tear.
It's a summer
Yeah.
special. Okay,
That's a scarf, all right.
Oh. Nah, bro.
Sorry,
Yeah, and I like the daggers. They're cool. They're fucking cool. I
Yeah.
want to see him do some cool ninja shit with it. So
Oh yeah, the daggers are pretty good.
You'll
yeah.
never
it's
sell
still
those
a hood
daggers
on
as
it,
P
though.
Bandai. You're never
Never
gonna get
will.
those daggers.
Doubt it.
So-
I'll make
I
them.
never will.
I'll go steal
Massive
him with
doubt.
that.
You gotta go paint some Gaim daggers. Even have they even released those? I highly doubt it.
I don't think so.
Are these the same one that Kamen Rider Aguilera uses, or are they?
Yes.
And hers
Okay.
are the ones from Gaim.
They're just
Yeah, no,
repainted.
they're,
wow.
yeah, they're the
Looking at
ones
it
from
twice
Gaim.
now.
Man, the
Amazing.
amount of caking in terms of like the layering for the paint jobs for these things must be
The
terrible.
foam
they
is
say
like
they go.
cracking. Oh no! And in the
Yeah.
summer
Yeah.
too, he's like the
Jesus
gloves are
Christ.
heating it up, and he like opens his hand. It's like all paint.
Yes.
Oh,
God.
man.
Oh, I'm sorry. And
God.
also the helmet. I just love the helmet. He's like, ugh. His little
Yeah.
mouth.
Oh,
It's just,
Lord.
"Ugh."
I'm
All right,
ready.
Frankie, what's your letter grading on this guy?
Y'all don't hate me.
Kevin.
Nah.
K for Kevin.
It's okay.
This is getting the Kevin K.
Kevin K.
Is it a
It's not
C or a
worthy of a
D?
Kevin K, unfortunately. It's
The Frankie F.
it's gonna. Oh, I'm out.
no.
I'm out of here. That's like the equivalent of saying like I got the L. All right.
You're not Daiji. You're not Daiji
This-
from Revice.
Only Daiji.
Yeah.
Oh, this is getting a C.
Oh, that's fine.
I
Yeah.
really like, and I'm really trying to not be mean here. Like, I may give it a D. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it, and I like the more I look at it, I hate it more somehow. I don't.
You zoom out, it is
Yeah.
bulky.
The more I look
It's
at it, I want to go to
it
production
not-
and punch him in the fucking face for wearing it.
I want to do what Zid in his recent
Look,
video.
can you judge this shit? Can you judge the kneecap? Like, what would you rank the kneecap at least?
Just the
Oh, no,
kneecap.
that's a Kevin
Can you
K.
zoom in further?
Oh, that's
there?
a that's a
Go
S plus.
for-
Exactly.
That's a
That's
Kevin
plus.
K. Oh my god.
Oh my god, we might find another universe.
You
I
zoom
know,
in-
are you there?
you zoom
That's
in,
the
it's
next
episode
Zio
34.
Agito Persona.
Episode 34 is
That's
in
all
there? Oh
Kevin.
my god.
It's right there.
No, but like go up, you're gonna see the kunai. I don't care if he drew them on the damn suit himself. No one should have allowed him to do it. It looks ugly. I'm
I
sorry.
want that
it's
in
true.
universe canon. Can you imagine him like in a mirror, like, yeah, what if I put more kunai on my fucking army?
Yeah,
You're gonna see him literally draw it on. Like he's just gonna be like,
grabbing
all
a
right,
Sharpie,
this is gonna be the
and
best
he's-
suit ever.
He's
Oh
like,
my
He's
God.
gonna draw. He has
can't wait
Sarah
to show
draw.
you this.
Actually,
I mean-
enemy, I have more kunai. That means I win.
I mean, you can see what
He's
they're
gonna-
trying to do with them. Like, they're turning the holes into kunai
It's-
and all that stuff.
Yeah, I
and I
see
hate
that.
it.
I like not his
It-
kunai.
It's not
not-
great. It's not
good.
great.
It's not
His
good. I
kunips.
don't like it. The only thing I like about this whole suit is the whole zombie mouthpiece, but that's just because Geats zombie. Sorry, my bad. Tycoon zombie is. Ooh, now that's an S tier.
Oh yeah,
Now that's
Tycoon
an
That's
Zombie
beautiful.
was a
That's
good.
genuinely
Um, See, like I just don't really like it. I'm gonna be honest,
Hmm.
and I don't like the little like print on his helmet either.
Hmm?
Corny.
Just
They just
This
did
is
that
a
because
red
they
watch.
wanted to be
Mhm.
different. They didn't even like give him like different colored eyes. I feel like they could have done something there.
That's because of
But they
Shinobi's
did
eyes are
purple.
yellow. Shinobi's eyes are yellow.
Shinobi's eyes are yellow. Okay, fine. I'll give that a pass. Other than that, this is like a low C.
I can see that. I
Hey
can
Mark,
see
Yeah.
that.
quick idea for merch. Make a hoodie that's got like the kunais on the
Oh my
sleeves
God.
and
Oh
the
my
chest with the
God.
big kunai right there.
I'll lose
Just
money.
kunais all
Oh,
Do
over.
I
okay.
it.
have to draw
But
that
you have
too?
to draw them
Only
on
kunai.
yourself.
I
I mean, it's
have
easy. You
to-
can
I'm
easily trace that shit on
I could easily
Photoshop,
do
my
that,
guy.
I
easily.
just
Yeah.
use a basic PNG and just
Like-
make it.
Also, the
black and
true
white.
Copy paste it
Shinobi stands
everywhere.
tattoo the kunais onto your bodies in
I
the
don't
right
have a draw-
parts.
dry
So-
cat
Are you
right
really?
here.
If you're a true
Prove
Shinobi
it.
fan,
Prove it.
there
No,
you
I
go.
will say
All of
one
you
last
do it, they'll make it a full series.
One
Yeah.
last thing, if like everyone has been saying, if they add ninja to the bottom, purple and green do look really nice together. I may
Yeah.
change my mind. I may
What
change
if
my mind.
this was
But-
on the bottom? Like, what if this was on the bottom?
I don't think
I
they
would
even
like to
designed this to
see
be
it.
on the
No,
bottom.
they
They can't.
No, it
They
doesn't
can't.
have to
I
be
know,
something
I'm
that you
just-
could revolve
I know. I'm just
on.
asking in a what if scenario.
Would that
the-
mean the chest
If I
piece thing
see
would be where his
those
balls
shuriken
are?
shoulder pieces on his legs, I will not
That
feel
was
any
the first
different.
fucking thing I thought.
Oh my god, I need that.
Spinning her on his dick, fucking
Yeah,
giant
Shuriken
kunai.
schlong going on.
Oh hell no!
Oh,
Yeah, the
Helicopter
kunais
kunai.
on his crotch.
God,
Kunais, kunais on the
Lord.
shins.
It's like
Yeah.
Nanja, nanja,
Ninja.
nanja, doodling.
oh nah. Okay, well you're getting a little happy there.
Oh.
It's spinning faster.
Oh no!
oh, she's your sister.
Stop! Stop!
Zero.
If they put the shuriken, like like the center shuriken on the ninja buckle, that could have worked. Don't know why they didn't do it though, but whatever. I'm not John Toy. I'm not Bandai.
I need more kunais on it. If they could draw some kunais on the
Zach,
eyes.
shut up.
Kunais on kunais.
You do not want any more kunai. What do you want them like
I
on
need
his
kunai.
like
Let's
little
bring back
green
the old exhibit
headband?
memes. Yo, dog,
Oh,
I heard
yeah.
you like kunai, so we put a kunai on your kunai so you can ninja your ninja way.
Oh my god, I'm surprised it's not kunai on the kunai.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Let's
come
get some kunai
on.
on the shoulder, on the arms too.
Yeah,
He needs a
come on.
separate buckle that's just a kunai,
It's just
Yeah.
and
Oh my
it'll add
God.
more kunai to
yeah,
his
that's
suit.
the
The
second
eyes
buckle
need
that it goes
kunai.
with. Like Magnum Boost.
I
is-
This
thought
looks like a messed up Digimon.
Shinobi
He's just a
kunai.
kunai with arms and legs and
Oh my God.
You know Boost Mark II. and
That'll
how
be
it
his
goes
familiar.
through
He's
and
probably gonna
out?
get a little tiny familiar that's just a walking sentient kunai.
We're gonna get kunai
Just-
Mark
just
II.
call him
like,
Kuni the
It
kunai.
only says kunai.
Kevin the Kevin the kunai.
Kevin
Kevin
Kuni
the
kunai.
Wow.
Armor
The lore
kunai.
thickens. The plot
It's all right
thickens.
there. So the thing is just like I will admit that I did not watch a lot of the Rider Times special, so I did not watch the Rider Time like Shinobi or anything like that. So a lot of the stuff that was indicated, I'll now have to watch it to be prepped up for this special. So my hype meter when it comes to this, also before chat asks, it's a B for me. But yeah, in terms of like my hype for this, it's all right. I mean, with Toei Tokusatsu fan club stuff, they can be as raw as they need to because they're not stipulated based on broadcast standards. So this can be raw as fuck for all we know. Which, you know, I'm completely for some Keiwa Unchained. It's just whether or not they actually give us Keiwa Unchained or not. So where's everybody's hype level when it comes to this? And we'll start in reverse order. So Frankie, what's your hype level in terms of this special?
Like what I expect the special to be.
Yeah.
I'd say like probably like a B. Like it'll probably. I'm sorry if you hear snoring in the background. Just please ignore it. It's Kevin. I would probably give it a B. Yeah, Kevin's been like crashing my place recently. I don't know. He's been having. Some
Maybe that's where the Oxy went. Well, then
Oh my
again.
God. Oh, from Australia.
Yeah, all the way from Australia.
I'd probably give it a B. I haven't seen a lot of Shinobi stuff either. Sorry. So
To be fair, there was like the one thing.
Fake man.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah. Whoa! Kevin, you got your computer.
Oh no, what's going on?
Oh no, we're getting spoiled.
I'm just gonna hide the stuff.
B. It's a B for me. It's a B for me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Gotcha.
Okay, Zach, how do you feel the special is gonna end up going? Like,
I think it's gonna be really good. I think like most of the side special things like this, it's gonna be super harmless and just turn your brain off type fun. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's gonna be great. I think it's cool. I'm already happy because Kay was in it. I'm already happy because Shinobi was like the coolest thing to come out of that stupid ass arc in Geo. So just had the most drip. I hated all the other suits. I just really
You didn't like Quiz?
I like the stupid voice to it and the Queen's question, whatever that the like voice of the driver was, even though it wasn't really a driver, it's just a repaint the Geo driver. But anyway,
I mean, all of them are.
Yeah, they are,
All
and that
of
makes
them
me
are.
sad because they deserve to be more than that. But I think it's gonna be good. I want to know what the villain is supposed to be, what they're doing with it. I don't even know if it showed anything in the 15-second trailer of anybody that's even the villain at all. Probably not. And yeah, I'm hoping that, like everybody else, that he's like, wait, what if I throw Ninja on with this? And he tries to, and there's some fucking dumbass joke where they kick it out of his hand, like, you can't do that, and then he just doesn't get to do it or something stupid like that. But it'd be cool if they could do it because I want to see purple and green together. I'm just saying. So there you go. Probably like a A- type hype level. There you go.
I would say the only thing that would probably escalate this for me, because I just thought about it, is if the boost buckle shows up, rejects Kawa like always, and goes to Shinobi, and then he gets a boost variant.
Boost Buckle is the villain.
Yeah. Especially because Shinobi
the
belt doesn't
antagonist was
fucking
Boost.
make any sense.
You know, Boost has had it hard ever since Boost Mark II has been released, and God knows what will happen when Boost Mark III comes out. It's hard. It's hard out here.
It'll
So
kill
Boost
Kawa.
Mark 3 is a lot of
That's
guns.
what killed Kawa.
Yeah.
But
Not the
Boost Mark
bubble.
3 is what cements his villain arc. It's like, that's it. These
That's his
goddamn
last
boost
straw. He
buckles.
has had it.
Maybe not
done.
everybody deserves
I
happiness.
had to with these goddamn boost
Buffa's
buckles.
going around destroying ID cores. And
Go
Kawa's
back to
going
your
around
goddess.
destroying Boost Buckles.
Kay was just smashing Boost
No.
Buckles.
Geats, where your mom at?
He throws it at the Consecration's face. Cracks his
His wish is
statue.
to be immune to Boost Buckles.
Yeah, that would be it. I don't want no boost. I don't want the boost smoke no more.
Double
Like DGP round, nobody uses boost, so they're just always kicking his ass anyway.
It's like, what
Oh
happened
my
to
God.
boost? And it's like, I got rid of it.
This
Mhm.
game
So long
in the DGP will be avoiding the boost buckle.
It's like hot potato.
Except Kayla.
It's like flying around. You have to like dodge and shit. Mm-mm.
All right,
Okay,
Mark.
was a
How do you think this special is going to go in terms of flavor?
How many
I have-
kunais?
I have.
Oh my god.
How many kunais out of 10?
Out of
So,
10 kunais, what will it be?
I'm gonna say
How many
something
kunais out of
crazy.
kunai?
I
Okay.
want you guys to be open-minded about this
Okay.
All right.
because I assume this is already filmed, right? Outsiders is filming right now. What if Kenzin shows up? We get triple the ninjas. Not done yet. Not done yet. Come on now.
Disaster.
No.
Let him cook. Let him
No.
cook.
Let it
Okay,
cook.
Disaster gets his own V cinema.
Mhm.
And it's just him traveling around convincing everyone that ginger in your noodles is delicious. That's it.
right.
Red
He's
ginger's
talked to
amazing.
him
So
the
you
whole
did
time.
say to keep an open mind.
Yes.
Okay.
But I
Yeah,
do
right.
think it would be kind of cool because, like, let's face it, when are we going to get a ninja special again?
Never.
Aren't we
Probably
getting
not.
a Hurricane Ger special?
That's
coming up
not
soon?
Kamen Rider, though.
Yeah, that's not Kamen Rider. That's not going to be a thing.
Separate.
No.
They don't cross the streams
Sorry,
that much. okay?
sorry.
We're not getting another
Sorry.
superhero
What are you, a
section.
My
fan of both
bad.
of them?
You'll have to wait for the winter movie for the next Kamen Rider Mid that will debut in August.
Kamen
Oh,
Rider
Kamen
Mid,
Rider
no.
Kevin. That's coming out in
Kamen
2024.
Rider Kevin.
Right.
Justice for Kevin.
Yeah.
He's
But
a
no.
Kevin
Kevin Kunai.
Kevin did nothing. Kevin is the villain.
Jesus Christ.
Kevin uses the name changer as his the name
Yeah,
changer.
Job
yeah, he
changer.
changed to Jared.
He's a salary man.
No,
Yeah.
he just uses AI generated art to like come up with
That's
Kamen
it.
Rider designs.
Chat
and-
That- the
GPT.
AI generated
GPT,
art is like
yeah.
pasted all over his suit. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
because I feel like you got to go all out with this special. Like, so I think it'd be kind of cool if Kevin showed up because we have 3 different ninjas. We don't know what the villain is and all sort of stuff. It is, but I don't. I'm in the same boat as Zio. I didn't watch a lot of. I don't watch a lot of the specials. I watch V cinemas, like major, like anything that has to do like maybe canon or this and that, like Trio Deep Sin stuff like that. I don't watch a lot of the specials or in the side stuff and the Tokusatsu fuck off time or whatever it's called.
Oh my
And-
Oh
man.
my
It's the
god.
Toei Tokusatsu Fan Club guy.
Oh, the Fab
You're
Club.
so,
Okay,
Damn.
yeah, you're so excited by it. You're just like, oh,
Wow.
let's go.
is it all Himeno stuff? Never mind. So I don't really
How
have.
many kunais out of kunai? Fuck.
I don't have any hype, so I'm gonna give it like. How many did I have painted on him? 15. So I'm gonna give it 1 kunai
Yes,
out
10.
of like
Damn.
10.
They're like 10 kunas.
Because
on
if
the
I
bottom.
don't
kunai
see it,
are
I'm
way
not gonna
short.
lose sleep. And if I do see it, I'll be like, oh, that was fun. Like, if we look at any of the specials from the Reiwa era so far that haven't been like feature film or this and that, or any of the films like winter movies and that, they haven't been that good. Did anyone see any of the Saber ones? Those were weird.
Yes.
Those were weird.
Oh, the Saber side specials. Yeah.
And the only thing we
Saber was
had that was
hard, but
good
yeah.
was Revice Legacy for Veil, but that was a whole 5-episode thing. So I don't really
And they
care.
dropped the ball at the end, so whatever.
Yes. I don't really care about this special, really. It's not going to do anything for me because I didn't buy into the, oh my God, Shinobi hype. I want to see Shinobi. I'm just like, oh. are
Zach,
we
I'm
just
so
gonna
mad you
forget
got that shit in the background. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Are we going to
like,
forget that season was ass? Like,
What?
I wonder if Zio has a season or Zio was an
Oh
ass
no.
season.
No fight there.
Oh,
like
Lord.
that's part of the reason why I didn't watch any of it. I didn't watch like Zio versus Decade
No,
or
I didn't watch any of that
Decade versus
stuff.
didn't watch Rider Time Ryuki. I didn't watch any of that because I was just like, once this is done, I'm like, that's it. You
That-
ruined enough for me. I don't
Yeah.
need to watch anymore.
That's how I was. So I was like, you know what? I could have been fine if we never got anything related to that season ever again.
Can we all collectively boo Shitical for saying that Dear Gaga was hyped though?
What?
You could get the hell out of here.
Boo this man.
Who invited this guy?
That is a prime example of not to trust any specials that aren't featured movies from the Reiwa era.
Like the Trio Deep Sin movie, best movie.
Well, that's a movie. That's
it's
a
a
movie.
B-side.
No, I know that. That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Like the movies
These are like
from
little
Reiwa
specials,
are actually
like-
pretty good, I would say.
Honestly, I think this will probably be worse than the old Revice Hyper Battle DVD.
Whoa, that's damn.
Oh, the reverse
Whoa.
Hyper Battle DVD was.
Oh, when it
Let's
becomes a
roll
race
our
worker?
roll now.
All that.
The second
Woo.
one Oh God. Oof.
Oh Lord.
I mean, I did like the kangaroo fight with the little kangaroo fight. Like that was funny. But other than that, no,
I only like the kissing jokes they did there. They were funny.
Oh, the married
me.
thing. Oh,
That was funny to me. Like I found it funny.
No, I'm just giving it a 1 because honestly, I don't need this, and it's fan service to people who want to see it, I guess. But
Yeah. All right. Well, then, Cloudy.
I've seen the Rider Time Shinobi several times actually.
Is that good?
It's very good, at least in my opinion. I think it's its own thing. It's like its own little mini condensed Rider season.
I've only seen the intro, which is pretty good.
It's very Izanagi's a very good intro.
It's all downhill from there.
The thing,
Izanagi's
what?
super good.
Okay, it is. The thing is, it's very good. And
Oh no!
Kevin, why?
We knew Kevin was gonna strike for somebody.
Kevin Kunai.
Kevin, no.
Frankie's just like, oh well, I guess I'll have to do auditions for a new.
I have to
co-host."
do it myself.
What am I gonna
Now
do?
I'll make a new
I tried hooking
persona
up
for
with
myself.
Philip to my show. Taro is gone. I am now Kamen Rider Joker. There you go.
Kevin, what the hell? I don't know.
Hold on, I got a driver for you. Here you go.
What are you
Oh
talking
wait,
about?
that's the
I'm
wrong.
a
That's the
Rita
wrong
fan.
one.
No,
Here you go.
Listen, this is a good excuse. Now you can get a wig and be your own co-host.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, while we wait, there's slander in the chat.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, he
Shinico
just said that he
Mark, you
lost
are a Rita
completely-
fan, so I wouldn't trust your opinions. What?
Guys, I'm afraid Kevin got Zach. He's not coming back.
He's not coming back.
Rita
Oh
fan.
no.
He's not
Okay.
coming
Oh,
back,
what happened?
guys.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no, Justin. Yeah, no, he's good. He's
Okay.
good, but he can't come back. That was the
Yeah.
end of
Okay.
Zach.
Oh,
Kevin,
Damn.
Kevin, mark your days.
He
It's on
struck.
site.
He struck hard.
Kevin came back with the
Damn.
vengeance.
Oh,
He was like, "You took my name on accident, and now I'm coming for you."
Mark is texting
Okay, I'll be here in
Kevin
his
right
name.
now for Shittigle. I'm just saying.
I'm not using my Sony Alpha. I'm using my phone as my camera.
Say hi.
Can't
Guys,
text
I'm using
anybody.
my tablet as my camera. Is this a theme? Like we're all just using our like mobile devices?
I'm using an actual webcam, so
I have the webcam over here. I could
Deal with the
switch over
program.
to it, but I hate the angle.
I
of
look
that.
for the first couple of streams for this. I was using my phone, but then I was just like, "Nah, I prefer the angle of like just having the webcam going." So
I have
using
multi
third-party
cameras. I just
software
keep
for
this
the
one
track
because it shows my toys.
I can't use the same camera that I use
My
for
toys.
recording my videos because it gets too hot from recording. So
My toys and my
Oh, yeah.
Nasty Man manga.
I have toys off the background, but like, yeah.
You got the Geats.
That's it.
Jin.
I gotta say.
I have acquired a collection, Frankie, of harem manga.
Oh,
My guilty pleasure is
I need those.
the rom com
Great.
manga.
Do
Yeah,
you
it's
have a collection of every persona that Zio has ever created? And
no?
No.
That I
Those
don't
don't
know
exist
there are
yet.
now.
yeah.
when Fabi gets to it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
3D print them all.
he's gonna completely like do manga of all of my personas. Galaxy
need to see
Blade
a
coming
connected
next
story.
year
Cosmic
Do I
Saber.
have to design all of them too?
for year of Blade. You got to do Galaxy Blade.
Oh my god.
And for those
Right now,
mature
you're-
audiences,
You're kind of over delayed for Space Fize.
True.
Man.
So-
I'm not caught up on my Zio Agito lore.
Lore?
I need
Stop
to
taking
watch some
Phobe's
more.
work from me, okay? I got
Yeah,
it.
when's that lore
He's
video?
my
coming out?
retainer.
Okay. Look, if Zio pays me like $2,000 a month, I'm good.
Lore video. I need
Bro,
to see it.
no, that's like 2/3 of my pay.
No.
Artists need pay. All
Wait,
right, I'm sorry.
we
I
doing
need
a
that pay.
bidding
But
war
this
right
ain't
now?
cheap.
Oh,
Look, I told people I only have a 50K salary. That's it.
damn.
It's my annual salary
All right,
Okay.
2K.
in Georgia. Like it's all right. It's enough to afford
Yeah.
a house.
Reality
I live in
in
Southern
Zio's bank
California. I
account,
can't
it's
live on
$3 and two. Oh my god.
But
Cloudy,
yeah,
so
I
yeah,
could
you
out
were
myself,
talking.
though.
no, it's cool. I was just saying. I recommend watching the Rider Time Shinobi specials because they're their own self-contained thing. I think they're really good. Izanagi's a fine opening. The plot is it's short, it's condensed, it's very simple and straightforward. It gets you in for the show and gets you out like you've just seen the first arc of a Rider show. You know what I mean? And at the end, there's even a cool couple panels of like potential riders if there were to exist in this universe. And I thought that was a really nice touch to this. That being said, based on what I saw from ouch.
Oh my god.
His VTuber models.
No,
became
sorry. No,
Kevin is getting to him.
You have
Oh my
pets.
god. Can you make
Yeah,
that
it's weird
model
hearing
just,
it, and
like,
because you're
disappear
a
from the
VTuber,
background?
I don't see it. I'm just like,
Okay. I have a
Like,
cat.
kinda jumped. It was
I
like
have a pet. Okay, so he gets everywhere.
Oh,
You're
But,
gonna make your VTuber model disappear, and you're gonna blame it on Kevin.
Yep.
I might
a
actually.
shadow VTuber comes out of the corner.
I asked him to come
Oh
back with
my
a sombrero
God.
for
Looks like
Cinco de Mayo,
Organization
but
13 from Kingdom
I
Hearts.
said I tried. I left for a reason. I tried to find one. I couldn't find one in time.
Find one.
no sombrero.
Wouldn't you just need to download a model?
Should just
I
ask
can't,
me.
that's
have
what I
a whole
mean.
bunch of hats
That's
for
what I mean. I was
VTuber
trying to find
models.
a model real quick, but to put it simply, based on what I saw from the trailer and what I've seen from the show, it definitely seems like the Shinobi villains are going to be here, and they're. How much is it okay to tell you about the Shinobi special? Because that scene with his sister in the chapel.
No, we ain't trying to go that in depth, my guy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, point is,
we got money to burn real quick. So
okay then
we spend money on.
My problem is
right.
I think it's gonna be good. It's just I'm never hyped for these things. I'm probably not even gonna forget it's gonna come out. So my hype personally is like at a 2, but I would watch it. I think it's probably gonna be good.
2 shurikens.
Yeah, probably 2 shurikens.
All right, Bobby. How do you feel this special is gonna go?
So when it comes to Shinobi, I only watched like his own 4-episode mini show, like mini series, only 1 episode. So I didn't watch much.
There was only 3 episodes.
I do love his design a lot. Oh, 3. Fair enough. I only watched 1. But yeah, I do love his design. I do love the concept in it. It's great. The opening music is fucking fantastic. Like genuinely, it's bloody amazing. Am I hyped for the special? A tad bit, not too much, since I didn't really watch much of it. I'm more curious on it, so I'll give this more of like.
And you already admitted that you're no longer okay with Stan, so yeah.
No,
that's the
damn.
thing.
We missed you. By the way,
Big fan, boo.
We missed you here on Team Mela.
No, I give this definitely like 6 kunais out of 10 when it comes to like me being like interested.
Bro, if we got a Sarah special, Chad's onto something.
A Sarah
let's go.
But we saw her fight.
Where's that bottle that you?
It's just her going on dates that go nowhere.
Oh,
and then you just feel for her.
I mean,
Bobby the Trader. I'm sorry. Like if you give my boy that shitty design, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Gonna be with Kevin.
So of course, the other tidbit is Punk Jack is back. And it turns out his preferred buckle actually turned out being the beat, which kind of makes sense given how Wynn's
music
like
background.
Yep, that entire portion of it is going in terms of that aspect. But we literally know nothing about this besides the fact that it's going to be a thing.
We don't even know if it's gonna happen like after the whole.
I think it's a prequel almost.
I think it may happen like before.
How many photos do you have, Zio, to show from the announcement? Just this? Is that it?
Just that, because the other one was just him rocking the beat buckle, and I was like,
yeah. They had one where he was on stage with a band.
We need to see it.
Which made me think that it's a prequel to when he was still being a musician, didn't make money, then his grandfather's just like, you're gonna go to the DGP.
I think so too, because if you look at the like art for him with the buckle, it looks like he's in DGP, like
on the
waiting area.
Yeah.
And
like this has potential to be like that thing that kind of gives us some more inner workings of who his grandfather is in connection to DGP, because he hasn't been in there since that one flashback where he was called basically a broke loser and in debt, and his grandfather's like, all right, we're gonna work it off then. And I want to know, because this is someone who is either a sponsor or some higher up with the DGP, kind of like Time Daddy is. So I'm like, well, what the hell? Why hasn't he been around in the show?
Right. Why hasn't that been explored yet?
That seems like a throwaway plot hole. And I'm like, well, he's getting a special. So hopefully it's not going to be a plot hole anymore, because it seems like, Time Daddy basically is controlling like the police and everything else, like in not having panic. So what is he controlling from that aspect of the DGP in their current time? Sure. So I'm hoping it's more about that and less about Punk Jack, because I'm pretty sure his music's mid.
Wow. Damn.
Wow.
He didn't make any money. He was in debt, so obviously he wasn't.
There's a lot of good musicians.
That doesn't mean that his music is.
They just haven't been discovered yet.
Yeah. There's plenty of good musicians that go undiscovered.
Listen. It's probably bad. Okay.
Mark
No.
hates musicians.
Have you heard his new? Have you
I
heard the
was a
new?
musician. I know what it's like to go broke.
Mark,
It's not
have you
fun.
heard his opening? A lot of people like it. Apparently, like his new theme. A lot of people like it.
Yeah, but he didn't make the theme. That's not his thing. He didn't do a theme.
I thought he was
Well, how do
singing.
you
it.
know?
Didn't he
Come
sing
on.
it? Because everyone sings their own theme.
No, it's auto tune. It's all post production stuff. It's a like
Mark,
Fruity Loops,
what do you got
stuff like
against
that.
Punk Jack?
I don't
Damn.
actually like
He
Punk
does
Jack.
not
Actually
want
like
him to
Punk Jack.
shine.
Actually,
Mark
like
hates
Jack.
Punk
When he
Jack.
died
yeah.
on the show, he's like,
I thought I was ruthless towards Kayla, but no, you're
Damn.
ruthless.
I'm actually a Punk Jack
like
fan.
that.
no, you're
Shit.
not. No, you're
Mark
not.
clearly
Mark,
hates
you've
Punk
been
Jack.
hating.
Clearly,
You've been
he does.
hating. My goodness, let Punk.
Oh
Jack
my god,
live.
he's pulling out the
Dude.
soda.
He's
He's
gonna pull out
pulling out the
Monster.
soda.
Oh my god, he's
Yeah, but he
pulling
buys every Soto, so that's not an excuse.
That is
This
true.
is
He has.
One
Look,
of 4 Punk Jack little sodas I have.
but that doesn't count. You buy every Soto.
That's a
You
good
also
point.
have a
Him
double.
Yeah,
of-
so-
He
We're
have his
supposed to
own
be quiet
shelf?
part out loud.
Oh my god.
You have 2 seekers
Mm-mm.
for some reason.
I know because they gave me duplicates in the box. I'm gonna sell one for 35 because people are stupid enough to buy it for 35.
Alright, fair enough.
I'll buy it for 35.
The thing is, it's just like they went into a whole thing in Geats talking about like DGP staff and stuff like that, but we don't really see any of it. Like it now became a throwaway plot point, like the disaster and everything like that as well. So if this ends up just
Yeah, we
being
never
a
did anything with
prequel
the
portion
disaster.
of things, and then we just don't get anything else from this, like we don't get Punk Jack coming back or anything like that, I'm still like, it's Geats has so many plot points that they have just tossed to the side.
And this is what I was worried about. Literally, we were talking about this on the podcast, with my co-host who is no longer here anymore.
Kevin.
We said that, right? Kevin?
He did it.
Is Kevin in the room with us?
Oh no.
The long pause. We talked about how Geats was doing amazing. Geats is neats. Because of all the things that it's like talking about and all the like the arcs that it's like, not the arcs, but like the storylines that it's like starting. But what my biggest worry was is that it would do all this stuff and then not go anywhere with them, or not close them, not give a good explanation to them. And we're at the point in the series now where it's like, all right, we're starting to be introduced to like this whole other thing and like this whole new like era of these characters and where the game is going. But we still got some stuff from like the last like games that we haven't even touched on. And I know it's because we've been like pulled away from other stuff and like more dire stuff has been going on. But I hope that they do revisit it and give it the closure that we're all looking for.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue that I have with Geats is so many introduced plot points and then they just go nowhere. Like
Nowhere.
Remember Jamato's evolving? Oh no, but reset everything. It's like stop it. Like there's so much room for growth in a lot of these aspects, and then they go nowhere. So
Wait,
we could have got so much more information, like DGP, like more producers and this and that, instead of the stupid disaster arc.
Yep. Well, even like with a couple episodes ago of Geats, when we saw all those other like game masters around like Sueru.
Where are they? What are they doing?
Yeah.
Who even?
Especially since we know Sueru's still alive, because I had assumed that he was gone after that because it's all been run by Niram, but then he's back. But then it's just like, where are these other game masters
the
at?
executive producer. Oh my.
Are they just like in the shadows? Like, did they lose their memory? Did they do something?
Yeah.
There are more. Wait, were those other game masters like? Did they also have vision drivers, or was it?
No,
just, like,
because they've always said that there was only like the two, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Sueru had one, and then the game master at the time had the other one. But of course, with the movie of the Battle Royale film, we saw that the other game master that was there was a retired game master. So you mean to tell me like 7 guys had already retired before we got to
like what's going on here?
Yeah. Wait, do you guys think that if Sudo uses the vision driver, he's got his own form in there, or he got his own driver?
I think they just
I can't go into spoilers of episode 34, so
I haven't seen the episode. I'm just gonna say he has his own driver. It's gonna be Premium Bandai. It's gonna have LED screens on it, and I'm gonna pre-order it.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
damn.
It's gonna be
I don't know what it
$500.
looks like. It's a hypothetical driver, and I'm already pre-ordering it in my head on Premium Bandai.
Pre-ordering in your head. AI.
He has the money saved. He's like saving
Yes.
600 just in case.
Money
He
set
has the
aside.
money
just
saved
for
in his
this.
brain.
That's why I got the.
all right. So anyone
We all
else
have money saved in our brain.
have anything else to say about Kamen Rider Punk Jack Special before we move on to the next topic?
It should have been on Halloween.
Hope it's good.
I wanna know.
Well, you don't know. It could end up releasing in Halloween,
Could
like
be.
after the show's
That's
over,
a long while
and then
from now.
It's just weird we're having two
Yeah.
specials. We're getting one for Kayla and one for
Three.
Jack.
Neon as well.
That's right, Nan's
Yeah.
special. That's
Oh,
funny.
what's your special again? I forgot.
No idea because I didn't care.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was like
right.
no images that I saw
No, there
regarding
wasn't.
any of that.
Buffa doesn't get one.
So
I mean, he does. Remember the boys special? We're getting that.
yeah.
That's Hyper Battle video, my guy. We talked about that last week.
Yeah, I know.
I need a Geats
Okay.
legacy.
I need to see all reincarnations of Geats
Uh
in the special.
Okay. All right.
I-
So before getting into what dropped earlier today, they pulled my fucking money on me.
What happened?
So they announced for Fize, in terms of celebration for the 20th, 5 CSMs.
And
5
you got-
CSMs
I've
back to
seen
back.
That's a lot.
a
That's a
250
fucking lot.
minimum.
My God.
And
The first
30.
one, yeah, is the complete selection modification Fize Edge. So his sword,
I want
his
that.
fucking like lightsaber blade, they pulls out of
need that.
Auto Vision. The one
Yeah.
with the great English here, the 5 Braster.
Braster.
I thought it said something else, so I'm not gonna say it.
So yeah, the Fize Blaster. The thing is, we knew about the Fize Blaster like ages ago when they originally like had the toy catalogs for the actual CSM. Thing is, I'm still confused. We have the whole like CSG line
Mm-hmm.
that are weapons. These are 2 weapons under the CSM line. I'm Toei, Bandai, get your shit together when it comes to brand.
Yeah,
put
that-
anything CSG.
No,
until
this is
they're
the
double
Braster,
Hugo
and then they're
ones.
gonna release the Blaster.
And they're
Under
gonna use the
CSG?
Fize Brazzers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the Brazzers. Yeah, let's go.
It's just
my
a CSM washcloth.
Hey,
Oh my
at least when they
God.
take the money out of my account, it'll just be like non-disclosed.
No,
Hey!
no one will know how much he spent on that washcloth.
That'll
Not
be-
even him.
So then the next one is the complete selection modification Saiga driver.
I want that.
Oh my god.
So that's getting a CSM.
I'm getting that.
The complete selection modification Orga driver.
Jesus.
Oh,
So
man.
we already got,
We just want
Super
everyone to
Bowl.
go bankrupt at
you
this
can
point.
you can
and
hear
then the
Zio's
complete
wallet
selection
crying.
modification smart buckle, which is what the Riot Troopers use to transform in Fize. Which it's literally nothing. It's literally just a belt that you just push down on,
Yeah.
and it's just like a
Hey,
CSM of that.
CSM.
We're gonna buy it.
What is
Do they have the
Zio's
briefcases
wallet
right
right
now
now?
or no?
We know you're gonna buy him.
God.
Zio's wallet is crying right now. At
No,
the
that
moment-
legit. When I saw all this, I was just like, "There's no way. I
Did you
cannot."
just feel the damage to your bank account?
Yeah,
I
you
did-
can literally
did.
feel the damage in his
I
wallet.
did.
That's
I so much, and the Saiga driver is like the first one up,
Yeah, I
and
know.
they're like, "Here it is."
I'm getting
Here it
that.
is, guys.
is.
Yep, there it is.
Get
There
them
it
while
is.
they're hot.
I was so sad.
I did look at the release date. What are
Fresh
they coming
out the factory, guys.
Five,
I need the
five.
release date.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's no proper release.
No
We
one
just
has
know
the
that this one's the
pre-order yet.
first one out the bunch.
Yeah, I'm buying.
When it comes to it.
that one. I definitely would get
Oh,
the sword and
boy.
the blaster though.
Wait, how big is the Braster gonna be?
It probably
Because
like
CSM.
actual show accurate
scale.
size,
If
meaning
it's
it's
show
that's gonna be
accurate
big as
size, I
fuck.
need to get that because it's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Massive
imagine if they did a
goddamn
CSM in the
marker
phone, you
thing.
could put your SIM card in it.
Oh my
I'm
god.
crying.
I'd be walking around
It's
making
an
phone calls out of it,
actual
put it on the
phone.
belt.
Oh, Graf said something special. It needs the English voice lines. Definitely, 100%. I wish they
Coming
would
back.
include them.
Oh
in.
yeah, if they do.
Mhm.
Good to see you guys. Taking care
Listen,
of all of you.
Chest of
Just
Greatness.
happens to be my
perfect
job.
English is just
I
so good.
Listen, just of greatness. I tweeted about Blade's 20th for next year already multiple times because
Yeah, Mark, this is gonna be this is gonna be you next year.
Dude,
Yeah.
I already was like premium Bandai Park Bench.
Park bench. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Premium Bandai
Not
park bench. It's gonna be
the only
full
park
size
bench.
park bench.
Yep.
Look, they're gonna release like metal plated of all of the Rouse cards.
I already have the
boy.
premium
Oh,
Bandai
man.
whole entire board briefcase with all the cards.
Oh god.
Oh
that
well,
shot-
second up, you're gonna buy more.
Oh,
and
man.
gonna
I have
have
the
to get
Blade
that.
complete CSM and the Garen complete CSM.
That's how it's gonna
already.
be. Like, oh, God, I'm like,
Yo,
like
Kevin's gonna
so-
go to your door. He's gonna
Holy
ask
shit.
for your wallet.
So if these release
then
this
the
year,
fucking-
Garrett,
it's already dead. It's
if they
already
release
dead.
these this year, you
So,
win the.
I
Toku
can't wait for
data.
the skit of Zio. Just he's gonna be like they're just coming in.
No, you know they're not gonna release this. The fucking like Fize CSM doesn't end up releasing until the end of the year. So this is all next year shit.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Kevin
already
Kunai
talking about
/
it now.
Mattel just coming into
Yeah.
Zio's room asking
What
what
if
Well,
they
next
all-
year's Toku
No.
Dead, I'll probably be like the winner and in a ditch somewhere.
He's got
Yeah.
he's got a baseball bat.
No.
And
I'll be outside in a cardboard box
God.
filming, but you'll see my cool ass belts in the background.
Hey, you got some cool belts.
I don't want to
At
be
least he got the toys.
that guy. But what if they release they all release 1 week, like every Friday, one of those releases?
a
Oh
week
my
after each other, you're
God.
doomed.
I'm gonna be so mad because that's how I missed out on the Death Stream like driver because they released it on a week I did not get paid. That in between paycheck period.
Mm.
Oh, dude.
man.
And I was like,
That
no, the
sucks.
money's been spent.
They're coming for
That
your kneecap,
sucks,
Zio.
man.
I hope it's a monthly release, please.
Yeah.
So bad.
Bi-weekly.
So bad. Like I just saw
Bi-weekly.
this and like I was excited and my heart sunk at the same time. Like you can't imagine the conflict I had in my soul.
You're probably
when they
like,
announced this.
yes, but then
I'm
you were
gonna
like,
say right
"Oh."
now, you better hope the next season of Kamen Rider does not hook you in, so you don't buy any of that merch from that.
You
'cause-
better hope-
Look,
next season
it,
of
it
Rider
was like
4.
that episode of Futurama where they were like death by snooze where I was like, like it's
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel
They
that.
still didn't even announce their CSM auto vagine yet either.
oh, you know what's gonna be worse is once we get to the next portion. Let me just cue that up.
oh yeah, that's right. There's one more thing for you to buy.
Yes,
One
there
more
is.
thing,
There's
final
another
one
thing.
thing.
that I know is gonna be so bad. It's gonna
$500 minimum.
Oh hell yeah!
As someone who got the
500
CSM
generous.
for Black Sun and Shadow Moon, like, listen, you could do it. I believe in you.
So of course, like the major thing that we ended up getting this morning, I woke up to it, and the thing is, I just saw the poster, and at first I was like, "Is this just Kamen Rider G?" Like I was confused because I literally I was still in bed. I was just scrolling through Twitter, and I was like, "Is that G? Did he get an upgrade?" And it was like, "Oh shit, it's Fize! Oh my god! Oh my Jesus!" I was like, it was a moment. I had
Your
breakfast,
wallet-
lunch, and dinner, like all at the same
I'm
time.
so full right
In
now.
that one moment.
In that one time.
I'm assuming your wallet felt that hit afterwards. Your excitement.
So of course we got this tease, and I was just like, I was already like, I just can't
was
stop.
beautiful.
It's too good.
That luxurious hair.
I love
Right
I
there.
love yeah, I love everything about it. Like the just
That
him
helmet.
saying
Just-
Henshin.
Wait, what? Wait, just go back real quick on that driver.
Oh,
I go back on the driver.
look, hold on. First we like helmet, additional visor portion on there already. It's just like,
It looks good. It looks good.
oh, you doing something here.
I know who I'm hitting up.
It's
Stichosaurus.
That chest
Ah.
piece, and then I was just like, "Ooh, there's a hidden gimmick in that shit." You already know. If you've
No,
seen
you
Fize,
already
there's
know.
a hidden gimmick in that shit.
You
There
know.
needs to be.
Oh, that driver though. That driver
There.
though. That
Look at that
fucking-
beat
Right.
right
You
there.
thought that Black Sun driver was
Yeah, from-
was expensive,
You went from a Nokia phone to a freaking iPhone.
Damn.
bro.
Right.
No iPhone. That's Samsung.
That's Samsung.
That's Samsung.
That's Samsung.
No, it's gonna blow up in his pocket.
I had the
Samsung.
same
Ah.
feeling I had with
Allegedly.
gonna pull the CeeLo
Those
green.
bezels, ew. This is from the future. Where's the notch?
I'm just telling you guys right now, I'm buying that. I don't care the price. I'm getting that.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah.
When I saw this once again, the conflict because I was like, I know they're gonna sell this. I know they're gonna sell this.
You gotta
Yeah,
sell
of
this for
course.
$500.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Bare
fine.
minimum, bare minimum, you
minimum,
would expect it to be
no,
500. I'm
Yeah,
expecting
exactly.
700 from this shit.
I said.
Oh yeah,
And that's
base
just for the
price,
buckle alone.
500.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's just.
And then when they
paying
sell you
upfront.
the bike on top of it, you know.
Dude, I'll buy
Oh
the
my
bike.
god. How
The
much was
life-size
the
bike?
Like 10 trillion bucks.
Like Fize went from being current year with the flip phones to being like 20 years from now phones.
The
Yep.
smartphone. You can see the microphone part at the top of it. If you like
Yep.
look.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
literally a touch phone. A
You
touch
can
phone.
see
phone.
all of that aspect
It's got the
directly on
front-facing
there.
camera next to the mic
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
Do we
How are
also
you
get?
Yeah, how he henshins. He's just
I,
like,
I
he opens
really
an
want to
app.
know too how he does it. That'd be so cool.
It's
Yeah,
probably
he
going to end up being the
strikes
same gimmick. They can't get rid of the same
Yeah.
like motion
gotta be.
for him. They can't change up the pose for him.
But
It's
it's
too
a-
iconic.
Like it's
But
a
the
flat
way, but the
phone,
way
you
it
know
like
what I
lights
mean?
up, but the way it lights up probably is like completely different in everything.
Well, the thing is like the
It's
screen probably completely changes in terms of
Exactly,
interface
yeah.
on it. So they will
It's
have
gonna
the
be a
keypad side.
actual LED screen, like not like the LED like the Demon's Driver. No, this is
Yeah.
gonna be like
Yeah.
an LED from like a.
I'm
Like
gonna
a
laugh if we
cheap
just get a
phone you
cheap
would
ass
give your
DX version
kids
and they
because
don't
they
release
love
it.
Oh my
TikTok.
god! Like Shin Kamen Rider did it.
Oh,
No,
we're
this
gonna
this will
we're
be
gonna-
LED with touchscreen functionality, the whole thing. Like they tried
It's gonna
doing with
have
the
a
K-Touch
camera.
21 and stuff, but actually do it right.
So Zio,
Oh, yeah.
what are you thinking? You saving your money for this, or you going broke?
I'm
I think we know
probably
what's inevitable.
the thing is, it's like they're out of the CSM line that they had already announced. There was like the thing is like Saiga and Orga were like part of my dream setup that I really wanted those as well because those were part of the original like CS line back when it was like the complete selection line.
Mhm.
So I never got my hands on those because of course when that released I was still like a teenager in high school and stuff like that. Like obviously I wasn't going to be able to get that, and the markup on those in the aftermarket retail was terrible, like over like $1.50 for trying to get those. It was bad. So yeah, no, nothing came of it. So now knowing that Saiga and Orga are coming out, gotta get that. The thing is, like, the Fize Blaster, I already knew about that one, so I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll get that one. And then they're like, but Fize Edge though, and I'm like, oh, you
And
bitch!
you
All
can
of this
get-
is like bitch move. I hate you.
And Zio, guess what? You have a
Graphics, like they
spot.
just told you about it all at once,
True.
and now you
Graphics-
don't know how to save the money.
No,
Zio.
Graph actually has a good idea how you can save money, Zio. Just start an OnlyFans, easy.
True. Only henshins for you.
Exactly.
That's true. I can do that.
Yeah, and guess
He
what the best part
henshins
is?
are
That
looking at
Fize
those.
Edge has like a great spot on your door that he could just replace really easy.
Oh yeah, that sword right there that just
You can sell
needs
it.
to go away.
I see empty space. What are you
Yeah.
talking
That-
about?
that
Empty
Empty
space.
space you can sell.
Just needs to go away.
Yeah, the thing that you were gonna throw in the fire, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
that.
just sell it. That's it.
So the thing is, I'm gonna put a poll up in terms of what price range people think this is gonna like.
Bare
end up-
minimum $500.
Bare minimum $500.
Bare minimum 500.
You know,
Probably
Most 800.
yeah, we're leaving
800
like
for me.
because I remember like if you the blade stuff, I think it's at the most it's like 610. I think 610.
That's cute.
610. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
For some of
The
it.
Garen one was like 480. Blade, after shipping, taxes, and that, the first digit was 8.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I'm still married. I don't know how I do it.
Oh,
Honestly, I don't know how.
Not
Miracle Man. Right here.
miraculously.
Miracle
Yeah.
Man.
All right,
My-
so I'm putting up on here over 1K, 500 to 900, or under 500.
Under 500, that's
Yeah,
never
like
going to be
10.
that case. Like,
I
ever.
can't
Zero
imagine it costing you-
votes.
I would say that the biggest differentiator between this and the actual like Fize CSM is the fact that for how sleek this form is, it is missing all of the additional components that we normally see with the Fize gear.
Right.
So it is really just a solitary belt with the phone.
True.
The
Yes.
question
The thing
is,
This was
Smart
called the
brain
Fize
phone.
Phone X in ZO. So what are they calling that sumbitch?
Neo
The smart brain phone.
smartphone.
The Fize Phone Mark II,
So when
obviously.
you think about the pricing point of CSMs, like honestly, the Fize Gear version 2 was a 400, and then we had the Typhoon 50th anniversary, but that's 50th, so it's different. Memorial set was 500 also, like 500. The Century King was anywhere from 4 to 450, depending on who you bought it from. If there's a markup, so I couldn't see it going. Because, like, the thing is, like, when I bring up the Blade one and this and that for the price of that, like, technically speaking, when that came out, it was 600. But that came with a lot of stuff. That came with the Blade Rouser, the Absorber, everything else.
Mhm.
But that was also a long time ago. The CSM line wasn't really as fleshed out as it is now, and not as much bells and whistles. So
555. Oh my god.
that was
$555. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
man.
That
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
perfect.
They'll do it.
It's just cheeky enough. They would probably do it. But I
You
don't
know,
know.
I will say this. People were confused in my Discord call earlier when I explained why it was Fize Day, and they were like, well, why it's not 555? And I was like, Kamen Rider Fize is a pun on fives,
Yeah.
plural fives. And they were like, Oh my god! I was just like, did y'all really just find this out? Like,
In 32 years, it's going to be all fives.
Crazy.
Mhm. Oh my god, that's true.
True.
Will I be alive? We'll see.
No,
Doing math in
I
my
won't.
head.
I definitely
But yeah,
won't.
Cut it
we
close.
got it.
Close. Gotta make some lifestyle changes.
Coming next year.
2024.
We've got this. And let me pull up the proper poster here for.
It's a beautiful poster.
It is. I was almost tempted to go ahead and get a poster made for this to just replace one of my Don Brothers one in the back real quick because I was just like, this is just too good.
Honestly, why wouldn't you?
That
'Cause-
looks really good.
Because
actually.
this right here is
that.
sexy.
That is
That
beautiful.
is-
Right here.
Look at the
Hot.
shadow too. Look at
Mm.
what. Oh my
I'm
god!
putting that on a shirt and selling it.
Like this is
You got the
amazing.
wolf in the
Look
background.
who's behind him. Do you know who's
Like, they
behind
got-
him?
Him.
Now the thing is, it's just like I don't know. Like this might be a placeholder because the thing is, I feel like we haven't seen this suit in so long that they might remake his Orphanog form. Like,
Because he was the wolf Orcanon, right?
yeah, yep.
Oh,
And that's
a
the
little
entire
bit
thing.
Switch Marvel style, where they'll switch it up for when the special comes out, and it's actually something else instead.
Yeah, it's possible because considering that, like, it just got done with Don Brothers, like in terms of that portion of it. So he's probably working on the script and all that currently, which is why this is not coming out until next year. They made the suit and all that stuff just so they can go ahead and get that out of the way.
Promote
He's
it,
just
talk
cooking up that
about
script.
it,
Yep.
Get hyped for it.
How do we feel about that visor in front, like that little visor in front of the
I like
lens
it.
eyes?
It's cool.
Intriguing.
It's grown on me recently.
The thing is like the design of it was literally like this is a head strap holding the visor in
Yeah. place
for it, and I was just like that's a cool little aesthetic, especially since like the base helmet is literally there in terms of the aesthetic. They did change up like the mouthpiece and things like that, but for the most part, it's generally just still Fize in terms of that aspect. There's the shoulder pads that I know, Fabi, you have an issue with the shoulder pads in terms of that. I know a lot of people had an issue with the chest piece. But the thing is, for me, I'm just like, that chest piece looks like it does things. Like knowing Fize, knowing that his chest piece opens up for Excel form, I'm thinking this thing opens up in some way, shape, or form, probably comes out. It might be the braster of this form that he just pulls out and just uses it as a weapon. Not only that, but the light up portions of it now being just more integrated, more natural with the suit as opposed to just being lines.
Sex appeal.
They completely was just like, oh yeah, let's just let the suit designer cook. If you can make this now, it's just like, I'm thinking a motherboard aesthetic for all these light up components and all this stuff on here. And I'm just like,
Got some LEDs on this, dude.
And of course, he's posing in the classic.
in the classic pose, he's got that Fize edge, which of course we know is getting a CSM now as well. So all that is there. They did streamline the suit dramatically. So the thing is, it's just like there's no need for all the other components that goes into the Fize suit that you would normally see, like the knuckle, the pointer, or anything like that, because you can already see
all integrated.
Yeah, based on how they have this shoulder, like this arm piece here, like I'm thinking this might shoot like thrusters, something from here, like some sort of exhaust, like cooling mechanism on there. God, if they add like the steam effects coming out of him after he transforms, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna nut instantly. Like it's too good. It's too good.
Well, their video's gonna be like Randy Marsh from the South Park episode. You're just covered in
yeah, just there. It's ectoplasm. Oh my god, it's just ectoplasm, guys.
Like, what are you talking about?
Like it's too good. And then of course,
a little too much.
Auto Vigen's still there. Space Auto Vigen and all things like that. And the thing is, it's like the ruined world. So before we start getting into the details that we do know about this, rank the fit. Like for me, I love this fit. Like complete form sucked ass for me. I'm as much as a Fize fan as I am. Complete form sucked. Excel was better. But I'm also a big fan of the SIC of Fize. And this gives me like a good in-between counterbalance between SIC Fize and like regular show Fize. So for that, it's getting the Sononi S plus maximum thirst. that's it. That's good for me.
All right. Wow.
All right. So I know Fabi's got some counteracting points. So Fabi, rank the fit.
Look, chess piece, like if they do something with it, I would be all right with it if they do something with it. If the movie comes out and they do jack shit diddly did with that, then I hate it. But like it depends on how practical they're gonna use it. Now the shoulder pads, right? No, it's just way too big, way too bloody big. If they would have made them a tad bit smaller, it could work. Like the way I like the original design of Fize is because of how sleek it looked. It looked very much like kind of how you would imagine like a kind of military tech based armor to essentially look like. And with this, it just looks like something akin to, I'm a straight up say, RoboCop, which, don't get me wrong, can look good. It just depends on how you do it. I mean, literally Kaiser, same kind of design philosophy, works perfectly with him. Now, the visor on the other hand, front view looks amazing. Side view, kind of iffy on it, but I can get used to it. Overall, the undersuit though, perfect. I love it. It's like a beautiful 8 out of 10 for me.
See if I can get this thing back here.
I see there's no S ranking on your poll.
Because I can only do 4.
Oh.
That's the issue of it.
It's like front view looks amazing. Like genuinely looks amazing. Like
That's
you can the silhouette is still there and everything. You can kind of actually see more of the shark resemblance that the original design took reference in, which I liked a lot.
Yeah, I mean the centerpiece really is just a trash can lid for all the people that hated on Fize over the years and now are starting to walk back their words. Because I feel like Fize has gotten a bad rep for several years, but now all of a sudden it's just like, man, maybe I should start getting into Fize. Come on now. Come on now.
You should have been opening your eyes the whole time.
Yep. For me personally, it was just on my bucket list the whole time, and Zio got me finally to watch it now. So watch the whole thing, movies included, and I bloody love the show. It's pretty good.
I have seen the stage show, the stage presentation where they did show the full suit and the back portion of it. On there, I just didn't have it queued up for the stream, so I might pull that up while Cloudy gives his thoughts.
I'll get my ranking out of the way immediately. I'll just say A tier, like high A tier. But as for my reasons why it took me a while for like the helmet / visor to grow on me, because I didn't really like the fact that it was like separated from the helmet itself, because that just seemed a little weird, especially when I saw the side profile first. But over just watching the suit, it's grown on me. And unlike Fabi, I don't really have a problem with the size of the shoulders. And I know like the chest piece, everyone thinks is going to open up. But even if it doesn't, it looks pretty good, especially in that poster. You got to admit, that is like a pretty good shot of that suit and the pose and stuff.
It really is.
Like, that sold it for me right there, because like I was like, this looks like a natural evolution of what the base suit would go next to if they decided to add on to it and obviously upgrade it over the years. So I think for me personally, it's a solid A. The reason I'm not going S yet is because there might be more to this suit. So I'm leaving room for some growth potentially. You know what I mean? There might be, better suit underneath as well. So yeah, that's what you got for me. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it.
All right, Mark.
I would say Fize is one of the seasons I haven't finished yet. Out of the 2 Kamen Rider seasons I have not seen or finished. Just being shallow aesthetically speaking, I give the suit an S tier. Like, I like the red on it. I was kind of distracted when you were going over some of like the stuff you've seen, because I just realized now if all this stuff is coming out next year, you're going to win the TokuTonic. So I need to step my game up this year. So now I have a couple tabs open for CSMs that
you'll win Blade Year. You'll win Blade Year.
Yeah, you'll win Blade Year, hands down.
Oh no, yeah, well that's next year too.
Yeah, but they'll probably pull the same thing that they did with Fize, where it's just like, even though it's this year, all the stuff comes out next year. Yeah.
I know, but no, looking like the suit, like instantly, I was like, "Oh, this is good." And I saw your video, and I was like, because I saw all the announcements, but because of time zone difference, I was like, "He's already up. He's already seen these." And I was like, "Oh yeah, nope, he's making a video." Everything about like that suit, like I love the red on it. Like I like that it's like going through the legs, everything else. It's more because I already liked Fize's suit to begin with. I have a couple figures over there for Fize, and it seems like from what I've just seen of the action figures or what I've watched of the show, this is a natural step forward in the next like upgrade for it. But I was like, it's too good. And I like the little like the forearm like gauntlet things right there. I was like, oh, this just looks. I do agree with Cloudy though. The whole like front piece thing looking kind of protruding out caught me off guard at first, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. But then looking at it as a whole, I'm like, no, this works.
It does.
I like this, and I'm a sucker for like that. I call it tech red. Because it's just like when I built my first computer, I had those like LED SATA cables that everyone was buying, and then we realized those are not good for your computer, but we bought them anyways because it's light up red. It's a good suit. It's a damn good suit.
The thing is, it's like with the protruding portion on there, I feel like it makes sense with the tech aspect of it, because if they're gonna go with like the base helmet is like your typical like Kamen Rider compound eyes, then the visor works somewhat similar to like augmented reality, like something like that would actually tell you like stats and anything like that in terms of like who you're fighting. So it has the potential to possibly have a holographic overlay in the actual visor portion if the actual belt is any indication. So that's what I got away from that.
That belt.
I just realized this now. The chest piece looks like one of those knobs for like your radio.
Oh my god, it does.
Volume.
I was gonna say that it kind of looks like a bowl, a little bit.
Oh my god,
like a really big bowl, and it's just like taped
He's gonna take it off. He's gonna take it off and start cooking hot pot for everybody.
Oh my god!
I mean, the thing that gets me is just the fact that like
since literally gonna cook.
Since these are under these components, I'm thinking that they slide
like, is everything
in.
Gonna, like
the Captain America shield style where like they fold it.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yep.
Yeah, they slide in to reveal something. So like I can see
do something. So Frankie, rank
this Kamehameha wave out of his chest.
Frankie, rank the suit.
Oh boy, complete 180 from how I felt about Shinobi's tycoon suit. Like I am in love with the suit, and this is coming from someone who hasn't even watched Fize. I'm sorry.
Watch it,
but it's
watch.
I do need to watch it. I have been a fan of Fize though. I have seen clips of Fize. I have seen suits from Fize. I don't know the storyline too well or really the characters, but everything from the aesthetic of Fize to the weapons that they use and like the finishers and stuff, like I've seen and I've always been a fan of it. So to see this natural evolution of that suit into like a more modern suit with all the integrated like cannon, lasers, and also with like the new belt. The belt's my favorite part. Like shocker. But it's really cool to see the fact that this went from a flip phone now to a touchscreen smartphone. And I'm curious to see like how he's going to use it in battle along with his other weapons as well. Similar to what Mark and Cloudy said, like I really love the whole design of it. It's really cool and streamlined. I will say that I do see what Phoebe means by the chest plate. It's a bit big. It is a bit big, especially with that stage show screenshot that you had up a minute ago. Like when you look at it there, yeah, it's a little bit too big, but I do like the photo of the poster. That makes it seem a little bit smaller, and in my opinion, makes the suit looks a lot better. So to give my official ranking, I'm gonna have to give it an S. It's definitely an S for me, and I do hope that we're right with the whole chest plate opening up. Because come on, if you're gonna do a Fize suit, it needs to open up in some way, shape, or form anything.
It needs to have something practical because that's the kind of a staple thing.
It's a little bit too big to not have a purpose. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like I had some people when I posted up my video this morning speculate that it might be like him fusing with Auto Vigen, but the thing is, Auto Vigen's in the shot, and it looks like classic Auto Vigen.
Yeah, so he's like standing.
Now the thing that I'm kind of assuming in terms of an aspect, because Auto Vigen is a sentient motorcycle that transforms into a robot. The thing that I was thinking was similar to like a Beat Buster situation from Go Busters, where it might be possible that the components of the extra armor that we see here, because of course we see that he's got additional shoulder pad portions here, very similar to the original Fize suit there. might come off and either form a weapon or go to Auto Vision to give Auto Vision a leg up to be able to stand up to things.
Like personally, for me, if that's the case, this suit goes from 8 to a goddamn 11. For me personally,
That would be really cool. I agree.
yeah.
Yep.
I concur.
So the thing is, the really interesting part about this reveal is the name of this film. It's Paradise Regained.
I see
Now,
what they did there.
the thing with that is the Fize film was Paradise Lost. And the Fize film, no, spoiler alert, you don't have to watch the series to watch the film. The film is completely alternate reality.
Oh shit.
I
So
might
the
go ahead
thing-
and watch that first before the series.
Yeah, so there's that entire aspect. And the thing is, for me, I actually watched the film before the series myself, and that's what was my gateway into Kamen Rider. It was the first Kamen Rider media that I ever consumed was the Fize film. And that film hit on like so many different cylinders, from the character drama to the acting to the action and everything leading up to it, that when I watched the show at the time, because of course this was like 2003, 2004, like I was just like, why is the show nothing like this film? It's completely different. Because the film is set in kind of like a semi-post-apocalyptic world in which the villains did technically win, take over society and things like that. And almost everything about this poster screams that this is a continuity to that film and not the actual show.
And the name basically confirms it.
That would make
Yeah.
sense too, from the standpoint of Fize being as old as it is. It's easier for someone to watch Paradise Lost and then watch this than it is to watch the whole entire show
Correct.
and then go to
Digestible
the film.
content. You don't have to watch the entire show. Watch the movie, and then that's all you need to go into this.
It
only one
is a
sad
very
part.
I'm looking
smart.
forward to watching it. This is a movie I would watch 100%.
Yep.
Sadly,
It is a very,
Both movies.
whoa, sideways.
Oh, man.
oh no, my camera.
Sideways floppy.
What
Oh,
happened?
oh.
Oh, no.
Kevin finally
Kevin.
got him. Look,
Oh,
he's
my God.
he's come after almost everybody.
Wow.
Literally.
No, my phone
He-
died.
He flipped.
No
How'd your
way.
phone die? Why didn't you plug it in? I
My
had mine
phone
plugged in.
died. No.
No.
Damn, Kevin got
Kevin
him.
give you
Rookie
a
mistakes.
charger, no
I
worries.
even
My
taught you
Kevin
how to use
destroyed
the
my phone.
software.
It's funny. We did joke about Kevin coming after everybody in the beginning of the stream, and somebody had some sort of thing.
Cloudy's next.
Damn.
Okay,
no,
Rowdy. Oh my God. No, don't make your model disappear.
Nah, we good. We
Model's gonna suddenly come back with
It's
a
gonna turn into a
sombrero and a
PNG
mustache.
tuber instead of a
Oh,
VTuber.
Oh no.
Oh, I have a PNG tuber, but no.
My
But,
phone sadly died.
I was gonna
He's
say-
gonna
So I'm
turn
only in F
2D.
now.
Yeah. There's one thing you gotta remember that you gotta admit this is gonna be kind of lost on this season, or at least the tragic that we won't have.
Well, the thing is, it's like, so the thing is, like, Kiba Yuji is a very integral part of the Fize series in general, as well as the film. But the thing is, like, it still works in a way because that character
Is dead.
is dead.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's just like we got the casting for it, and of course, Kiba Yuji. Like, spoiler alert for real life, Kiba Yuji's actor did pass away
Oh man.
ages ago, and so that's the thing. It's like when they keep bringing Fize back in other subsequent specials and things like that, it never worked for me because the entire dynamic was between Takumi and Kiba. But they keep now making it like Takumi and Kusaka, and it's if you watch the series, like, no, that entire dynamic shouldn't be a thing. But the thing is, in the film, there is no dynamic between Kusaka and Takumi because his role is very minimalized in terms of that aspect. It's once again a very Kiba, like, Takumi centric thing. And I will tell for anybody who has watched my Dom Brothers reviews in general and know how much I love Dom Brothers, this is just serious Dom Brothers. Fize is just serious Dom Brothers.
Dom Bros, but serious.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you'll see a lot of similarities and parallels between the show and what happens in Dom Brothers. So there's a lot of those dynamics on there because, of course, the head writer is Toshiki Inoue, which, fun fact, the head writer for this film is Toshiki Inoue. Inoue is back to cook once again.
Let's go.
Well,
So yeah. So it's like it's not just him, but also the director is the same director of Don Brothers and Fize. We are getting a return of the production crew for this 20 years later.
So you know it's gonna be good.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta tell you now that thing's so you know that one guy who does who's the Japanese guy who does all the toku like stuff and like as they air in Japan and like he does the English subs to his own videos in the US and stuff like that.
Taka?
Yeah, Taka.
Mm-hmm.
He did like a reaction to getting the news of this, and guess what his first thought was?
The O's 10th. I saw it. I saw it.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Because that's exactly what I was thinking too until I heard Inoue was writing it.
That's what a lot of people in my comment section was saying. It's just like, yeah, hopefully they don't drop the ball like, you know, the O's 10th where they kill off Takumi. And I'm just like,
it's like instant PTSD.
But in my mind, I'm just like, you didn't watch the show? So
man, for me, it's like the thing that pissed me off about that O's movie was more of how they treated the king. It's just like, you set it up so good in a novel, and then you do this shit in the movie. Like, why?
Well, the thing is, if this does end up taking place within the context of the movie universe and not the show universe, then there won't be the baggage of like the whole Orphan Out King thing that they end up doing in the series, and all of those aspects, because the lore of the movie itself is so compacted that it's nice. You can work with that. You have so much to play with in terms of that. So I really hope that they go the movie route for it, because once again, it's easier for consumption. You don't have to like, it's not like say Fudo PI that we got last year, where people technically, if they wanted to really enjoy Fudo PI, they had to watch all of Double to get into Fudo PI. Sadly. For this technically, if it is a sequel to Paradise Lost, you just have to watch one film. That's it. And you can
even watch them both back to back once this releases.
Yeah, and you can catch those references and all that and be like, oh, these are the callbacks that you're going to have here.
Sounds like a great idea to do on Discord. I got you.
Because another thing that I noticed about the cast listing of this is that they show, of course, Takumi's actor is coming back. Mari's actor is coming back. Kaido's actor is coming back, which I'm still like, they technically have two characters that technically should not be around in this, but I don't know if it's going to be like flashback or some sort of shenanigans type deal that they have in the cast listing. But then one character that was not named is the character that plays Delta in the series. But the thing is, if you watch the movie, Delta doesn't exist in the films. So it's more fuel for that fire that this is more in the movie continuity than it is the series continuity.
Maybe we'll get surprise Delta.
I'm probably gonna check the movie out.
I hope
on my hard
that'd
drive.
be sick.
It's a good film. It's a good film.
Yeah.
Got to make a Toku rewind on Twitch. Just watching that again.
You could.
I do want to finish the series at some point, anyways. Like that's not because I got to finish that in Kabuto, and then I've seen every Kamen Rider season.
God,
I would need to rewatch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, I would.
I've had a lot of time. I started watching Toku in 2004, so I've had enough time where I didn't need to.
Before I was born. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, both me and Mark were watching Toku before you were born. So.
What do you mean, both you and Mark? Both you, Mark, and Cloudy.
Okay, Cloudy.
Like,
oh yeah, Cloudy, you're like 27, right?
28. All right, cool.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Shit. Wow. Well, I'm only 20. I'm the youngest here in the group.
It's just like I remember when Stronger was.
You're the youngest here in the group.
Frankie out here got that look.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think you got it.
I got that one.
Like we know why this man sympathizes with Gene now. The age.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Oh my God.
True. No, you're not wrong. Yeah. I'm not gonna pretend like you're wrong.
Am I technically the oldest Toku content creator?
Huh?
I think I might be one of the oldest Toku content creators.
Maybe.
Perhaps. Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know. We'll put out a star search. Oldest Toku content creator off.
Oh my God! Even Graph is getting in on this game.
Oh my God!
Oh, wow. Well.
Yeah, he's like, I've been watching Toku since 2005. It's like,
No,
yeah,
I mean,
2005.
I guess technically
2005.
I've been watching Toku since 2009, but that's
Okay,
like, it doesn't really count.
if you're gonna start pulling the Power Rangers card and shit over here, then 93.
No.
I'm sorry.
I watched,
That is
no,
what
I
I'm
watched
gonna use
like
now as
clips
my
of Kamen Rider
catchphrase.
Decade when I was a little kid. That doesn't really count.
Now, as an adult,
But it technically
was-
does.
I was
in a way,
already
like
18
you're watching.
in 2004, started to watch it. So
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds.
I don't want to think about that really quick. I don't
Not
really
the
don't wanna think
comment.
about how old I am.
I'm old.
Oh my god.
Not this comment.
Y'all
That's
are
the
look. The
grandfather
thing is,
Toku
it's like, look, the
Who's y'all?
convenience,
Who's y'all?
the convenience,
old
of, the convenience of us that have actually been watching this stuff for so long is that we don't have to like
Rewatch it.
sit through so much of it, like in a binge model, to the point that we can actually
Yeah.
easily digest all this stuff because
Which is
we had the
why-
time.
I've been able to see all the Kamen Rider
I have
shows, but at the
time.
same time, it's like I have to go back and rewatch them because there are ones that I watched like 2007,
Yep.
and they were bad for 80p, not even quality.
Yep.
Wow.
And I would say that
Yeah.
one of the issues that I've seen with several people in the community nowadays is that they're watching like 2 or 3 shows at the same time.
I don't know how anyone does
Yeah,
that.
I'm just-
all right, I'm
how
just
do you
gonna
not
say
have burnout?
everyone in the chat, stop saying your age. Shut up. Stop it.
Like,
I'm currently like having slight burnout, but it's only because like I'm working on a bloody
Like,
comic.
you
45
guys have
fucking
had 'em
bloody
on-
pages.
on homies.
Look, I
and
turned 34 in
mention,
like
and homies.
the end of this month.
Yeah, because like
So-
Brokusatsu,
Really?
I've had him on my
Yeah.
podcast.
Wow.
You guys have done
Oh.
episodes with him. He is binging like a show every week.
How does he
Oh,
do it?
God.
Like, he's,
And I was
How
he's
do you
like,
have
dude,
that
how are you
kind
not
of
burnt
time?
out?
Honestly,
he can't
I
absorb all that. He can't
I
properly.
can't.
my
I can't
God.
do that.
No.
I binged Don Brothers in a week, and I finally finished it, by the way. And I was just like, no, I cannot like binge
No.
a show in a week. I
Especially
need
like
to
Don
just-
Brothers. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't take all of that.
You gotta
all at
ferment.
once.
Like there's not
No.
enough drugs in the
Oh,
world.
Freaky, you didn't know? Okay, so I binged it the same week Cocaine Bear came out.
Cocaine shark.
Oh,
That
Oh
that
my
is a
God.
film.
That
It
is
is coming
That is
out.
a film.
Yeah,
That is a
coming
film.
out.
Oh, man.
That is a film. But like I binged it that week, and then it's like I saw that movie, and I was like, "This is the most batshit crazy week of me watching any form of media."
Oh my god. Yeah.
Someone come pick up on Mark.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I was like,
Oh,
"Wellness
man.
check."
He's like shaking in his bed at night.
It was.
Christ.
He's having
Like, it was
nightmares.
bad. But
Someone
yeah,
save him.
I can't binge like that. Like if I'm gonna watch a show, like Lupat took me like a month to watch because I'm also watching current stuff too.
True.
No, yeah, true.
And
Guys,
like right
at some
now,
point,
right now, because I'm watching King-Ohger and Geats, I'm not really binging anything because I started Die Ranger and I was like, I'm watching too many different shows right now. I can't binge a
yeah,
third
it's hard.
show.
It's hard to keep up.
It's easier when
is.
I'm not watching Super Sentai every week.
Sometimes they do blur together sometimes, and that's the issue with binging some of it. So
Yeah, it
Yeah,
happened when I was
not really absorbing
binging
it as well.
O's again because I didn't before the film came out. Because I watched that in pieces, so like I watched it over a span of like 6 months when it was like after it was done airing, and I was like, let me sit down and actually watch it in a row. And
I did not know this. Did y'all know this? That Keiwa's resume in Geats episode 1 was listed that the year was 2024.
2024.
Oh, I
I did not.
Oh,
see
Run
that.
it back.
It was probably in Japanese, and I didn't read it. So.
Are you
Damn.
sure it was like the 24th day of the month and
This
not was it
shit.
the
Let
year?
me go to my hard drive here real fast. Pull up
I was
episode
gonna check.
1.
My
Yeah, I
god.
Oh, yeah, the
Pull up
binge.
hard drive.
I can't
Oh
binge
shoot, that
stuff.
was a feet pick folder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Oh, you got that folder too?
Man.
I'm just
Google Drive?
surprised. I didn't think that this stream was going to go that long because there wasn't really that. I didn't think there was like insane.
I do with the
stuff.
Fize stuff because like all the
The five stuff was that we had
True.
to sit down and talk
Yeah.
about that.
But
Yeah,
even
and when you
before
have
the
5 to
Fize,
6 people with talking each opinion, like but like the Fize stuff I do, we're gonna talk about because we have to talk about Zio's finances.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
Plus, like
That was
like
the
I
fun
said, I
topic.
thought it was going to be a slow news week, so we had all these questions. I'll save them for a rainy day, guys. I know that there were several of y'all that asked some pretty good questions, but yeah, Fize suddenly happened, and I was like, shit, not
This is happening
Listen,
today.
if you want
Dream
any
Direct.
advice on selling out so you can get some Fize merch next year, just
Fize happened and every neuron in Zio's body was instantly activated.
he was
Look, I woke up and the first thing I was just like, I gotta make a video on this. Like, I
Man,
need to
Literally,
get-
you said you woke up an hour later when
Yeah.
you were filming that.
Yep. And I was like, I got a conference call at 10:30, and I was like, I gotta film this and cut it. And Cloudy was just like, oh, I bet Morphin Black's gonna be in there. Man, fuck you. Well, I got stock footage, so I did sneak in like some Morphin Black stock footage in there.
I was just like, if anything was nostalgia Morphin Black worthy, this was gonna be it. I thought
This is
yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, oh wait, I got stock footage of Morphin Black. I can just shoe him in there.
Yeah.
The key to having multiple
all these clips, you could just like put them anywhere.
Yeah, the key to having multiple personas, film some stock footage.
Can we get some Vogue Hans Hasbro?
That's
then?
why you have that green screen with the long hair, just like you doing like those poses.
Maybe for
So
a
you just,
Twitch
like-
live stream, I can delete afterwards. Maybe you can get some Vogue Hans Hasbro.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Damn, spicy.
So-
I'll bet on it.
So overall, like I feel like Fize is being treated right for once, like as a major Fize stand for like the longest time. And just when I came back to the community, I was like, man, like two of my favorite shows just get shit on by everybody. It's like Agito gets shit on by everybody, which is weird because Agito used to be like the holy grail of
It
Kamen
used to be
Rider.
like number one for a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
And then like people's perceptions started like changing regarding it. I wonder what happened. I'm not gonna go into it.
I blame an individual that I cannot speak of.
Kevin.
Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth.
Yeah, let's blame Kevin's.
Blame Kevin.
We blame Kevin.
And then Fize was another season that also got like equally like hated on, and I was just like, man, like two of my favorite shows.
You know what's
Like,
funny?
what's going on?
Out of all the shows for merch wise, other than Ghost, and I don't count gimmicks for any of like the belts because it doesn't count because Reiwa was so gimmick heavy, and same with like Gaim and the Snap. But like from a non gimmick standpoint, I have the most Fize merch from any other season of the other seasons I'm a fan of. Like, because I have both of the Soto Chronicles, I have the premium Bandai for the Auto Bajin and the side Bashar and stuff like that, and it's like. And I have the sick figures. I have the model kit, and I'm like, why do I have so much Fize stuff for one of the only shows I haven't finished? It looks good. That's why I like it. It looks good. Everything about Fize.
I'm literally saying like I haven't even seen Fize, and again, I love the aesthetic of it.
Yeah,
you don't even need to like watch the series in full to really appreciate.
I wish I watched that instead of Deno, honestly.
Damn.
Because I was at that point, I was like, what do I watch, Deno or Fize? I'm like, I'll watch Deno, trains, yay. And I'm like,
Deno's pretty boring, honestly.
I mean, the funny thing is, I hate phone changers in Sentai, but when Kamen Rider did it, that shit was just great. Like,
in my defense,
that's the gun and all the whole thing is just nice.
That's amazing.
I think it's just it works with Fize since it's the accessibility with like a different usage out of it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I have a Fize SH figure also graph. Like I don't have a lot of SH figures, but I have a Fize one. I don't Fize and Kiva, the most merch I have, more than Blade stuff.
So the thing is, it's like, so Ryuki didn't really have much for its 20th anniversary. Sure, it got featured in the Geats movie and whatnot, but they didn't go to like this extent. Like, do you think they'll go to this extent with, say, Blade next year, Mark?
It depends, because look at how much, like okay, it's this tinfoil hat, not this nice, awesome hat.
Hey, Mark, nice hat.
If you haven't seen Outsiders, Tachibana is back.
Yep.
So that's kind of keeping my experience. Blade.
Tachibana's got some fuck shit going on in that background screen, because I don't know how Decade like cards work with like Rouse card, but they apparently give power ups to Forze.
I don't know. I don't know how any Blade stuff works because the season of Zeo happened, which retconned the ending of that, but also at the same time, the light novel was just so messed up. I was wondering a joke if they made the light novel into the special movie, and I was like, that is gonna be the most depressing movie ever. But I Blade was so heavily featured. They brought back the actor who played Kenzaki just to do the henshin with Kamen Rider Blades, Senkin Sword Driver to promote Saber. Like he's not invoking anyone's name negative, but let's face it, for a long time, Kenzaki was basically the Tommy Oliver for Kamen Rider for a bit there. He showed up at Fize, like he beat the brakes off a Decade. That's canon. Beat the crap out of Decade. I don't care what anyone says. So it's like Blade was so popular of a season. And I don't know, because of how long it's been and how old the actors have kind of got, I don't know if we're going to get that same treatment from a show or special standpoint. they may go the Ryuki route and be like, oh, what's this current season of Kamen Rider? Let's just interject Blade in that somehow.
But real quick, we got it.
Yeah, it's all right.
I tried to watch Kamen Rider Fize years ago, but I found it boring. And thinking of giving it a chance because of the Dombros writer. Do I have a whole video saying Zio Agito recommends you watch Fize?
I feel, Zio, I
Watch
think,
that video.
Zio, give him some credit. I think he meant to word that last part a little differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do I recommend it? Fuck no. Okay, there you go.
Guys, clip that.
Clip that right now.
Oh
it out
my
of context.
god.
But yeah,
No.
I don't know.
No.
Given the track record of how their anniversaries have kind of gone, like Ryuki just had like you brought Ryuki with Geats, how they treated O's. I don't know if we count Fudo PI as. I don't think that was an anniversary for the but like that was just
No.
It was
mid
more of
It
a
was
sequel.
a sequel.
yeah, it was a
Yeah.
sequel. But I don't know. It just depends. It's like I feel like some shows are getting the treatment of hey, it's 10, 20 years, and other ones are kind of like push away. So Wizard didn't get anything for its 10th anniversary.
No, 20th,
I'm like,
baby.
Really? No.
Ghost, I don't think got anything either.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't count the Saber crossover episodes. Okay, we do not count those. Those were
It does
awkward.
end up,
and they didn't lead with anything either for those specials.
yeah.
Mm.
It does seem to end up just basically being the popularity like in Japan how the show does it, because I definitely know Fize, the Japanese fan base loves it a lot.
People
I
like
mean, we keep
Master
getting
Hero-
voices of this.
Master Hero in chat
This is
say
one
Fudo PI
series.
was a sequel to the series, and I love it. Yes, you love it. It's good, but think about it. It was released on Crunchyroll here in the US
Yeah.
with subtitles. No one could watch double.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly.
No one.
That's the issue.
No one
So
It's a
yeah,
sequel
no one knows
series to
about
something no one was aware of in the
And-
mainstream audience.
I had
And-
anime
Yeah.
friends who don't watch Toku that checked it out and they're like, "This isn't that good. Should I watch the show?" I'm like, "Yes, that definitely helps." They're like, "Yeah," but they kind of gave me a recap. But even then, I'm like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "I can't explain it to you honestly."
Worst
Ghost
part
hasn't been. I didn't know Ghost hasn't been 10. Listen, I'm old.
But even then, like thinking back to Fize, if they were to try and release this stateside, if it is a sequel to Paradise Lost, all they got to do is release Paradise Lost once again. That's it.
And the
Does
thing
have a
is,
Blu-ray release?
Just do
No,
a bundle
I don't think
between
so.
like Paradise Lost and Regained.
yeah.
We haven't
Yeah.
had any new announcements for any new seasons being released here,
No.
except for like Black RX, because the other Hawaiian company that had V3 and everything else has now shut down.
All
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
So we just have Discotech Media, which is doing Black RX, and I do believe Shout Factory has not announced anything else after Ryuki, so we don't know what else they're going to be releasing.
Maybe Shell Factory was waiting for this Fize announcement, and that's like their
The excuse.
publicity. Yeah, like the way that they're going to promote it.
Maybe
Yeah.
they're gonna try.
I think the next
and get
announcement is going to be
Fize-
Shin Kamen Rider Blu-ray. is gonna
Shin
be the next
Kamen Rider,
announcement.
or
I think Shin
Yeah.
Kamen Rider, if it gets a Blu-ray release, is not going to be Shout Factory.
No, it's going to be through
Toei directly.
Funimation. It's going to be through
Yeah.
Funimation. Because that's what
Considering
they were
that
shitting
is
Godzilla.
getting official theatrical release, which
Tickets are on sale now.
yeah, the issue for me is I got to drive out to like the outskirts of Atlanta to do, so I got to do like a cool hour 30-minute drive just to watch the
man.
film.
Just,
Oh, man.
just drive
And
out
then-
here. There's only one ticket.
Drive
bought
out
for the-
there. Drive out. That's
Oh my
On the
god!
side of the-
36-hour drive, Mark.
We have Book Off and all these other cool Toku stores out here, and there's only one ticket purchased.
If anybody lives in the Georgia area and wants to do a meetup outside of a Shin Kamen Rider, like I might actually do
hit 'em up.
a random meetup.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, let's go.
But let's go watch
Yeah.
Shin Kamen Rider together, guys.
you're gonna show up and
I'm
like, I
gonna buy a
expect Galaxy
plane
Blade.
ticket,
Why
let's
is Zio
go.
here?
I'll invite Kevin too. He'd love to go.
Oh, Kevin's gonna be my shadow.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I see it was missed opportunity, like with O's anniversary, not releasing O's on Blu-ray. Now in Ryuki, timing wise, I mean, we can count it, but I'm just like, you have Fize coming up, you have Blade, you had all these other like they're jumping around so much with the releasing schedule of stuff that I'm like, I can't even predict what's the next, but it would make sense to give us Fize or Blade. Well, the anniversary isn't being hyped up because I don't know if you guys, I know Zio doesn't do social media. Kamen Rider has been trending on Twitter every day for like the last month and a half. and it's been announcements.
Isn't that like more
This,
like a curated thing on Twitter? Like they just show you that.
I checked without logging in, and you could pull up, and it still is in the top 50. Because if you're not logged in, you could see up to like 50 things. That's still a lot to be in the top 50 in the country trending.
I'll tell you this much, like how much it's actually reaching is that my friend who barely knows about Toku actually had a tweet on his timeline and showed it to me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like it's that reaching at this point.
Yeah. Plus,
That's good.
Like, plus, we could use some good releases. Like I've been adamant in saying, Subaraya has been killing it with their Ultraman releases, and it's like they're giving us simulcast with Blazer next month, and it's like, tell me.
Subaraya has not only just been killing it with their releases, they have been killing it in the bank. Trigger has made Trigger. It made twice as much as any other next gen Ultra in that one season, and they've only been on the upscale. And Decker, the last season, made twice that.
You act like I haven't contributed to that. You
So,
act like I haven't contributed.
Yeah, I know you've
reason why
contributed
they
to
have
that.
all
What I'm
these
saying is like they've made so much. Super has made so much.
Look,
money
Raph,
that-
they're 5 fans loaded.
Yeah,
Loaded.
Their 5 fans are running out of
crying.
content to watch.
They've
and
got the
easily
kind
have
of credit
access
score
to.
I wish I got.
Yeah, me, Mark, and Sai.
Yeah.
If I change my name to Kevin, I'll probably get a higher credit
Oh my
score. So
God.
maybe there it is.
Most likely, yeah.
But yeah,
Ultra Kevin.
it's what it's
Ultra
it's def-
Kev.
It's definitely the reason why I think like they're definitely going a little less hands-on with the staff. It's because they just made so much fucking money.
Yeah,
off
and
Ultraman.
this is the it's like looping it back to Kamen Rider. It's like, do you know how easy it would be, Zio, when you're like, oh, they're releasing all this merch also in the US. We have Fize and Kabuto, like we have stuff releasing on Amazon this year, but it's like people are gonna buy it, but it's like, would it be nice to have the show to maybe be like, hey, drum up some more interest and sell even more units? It's like, I would love to nothing more than to be like, oh, I gotta plug my hard drive in and watch Fize on my computer, or I can go to my couch over there, my nice big Samsung Crystal TV, and put the Blu-ray in. I would rather do that.
What
Yeah, but my TV reads USBs.
The Crystal UHD 4K.
Look, I've got the Sony
open
OLED. I can just plug my USB in there, watch it on my TV. I'm fine.
I can. It's just sometimes the subtitles don't line up, and it makes me angry.
It works for me over here, so I'm good. Android TV for the win.
You don't got a problem.
Fine, I will go my 2 miles to go to the theater to see Shin Kamen Rider.
Oh my god,
Got him.
he's being
Got
sassy.
him.
I apologize.
Get there.
That was my inner Kevin coming out.
It's been 3.5 hours. You don't have those.
Look, we don't even have 40X over here, Mark.
Really?
I'm dealing with peasantries.
Peasantries. Oh my
He's
god.
We're in the land of
guys. He's
Coca-Cola. We
fighting.
can't even afford 40X.
Damn.
That's a bummer.
You might as well be watching things at 360i.
I'm just gonna use Nintendo Labo VR to watch this film,
Oh my
Mark.
god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Nintendo
god.
Lab. Do
Just
you
watching
still
a
have the
Virtual Boy.
cardboard?
I do still have that cardboard.
You
So-
still have
The Google cardboard.
Labo.
I got it for $20 new.
All right, so looking at the rankings, just catching up on some of the polls real fast.
Polls, plural.
Yeah, there was several polls. There was a lot of dancing on those polls.
Oh my god.
I can't even pull up the old polls. No. Well, price on the belt. 66% thought it was go between $500 and $900, with 30% going over 1K and 2% under $500. What's wrong?
Or
with
the
you?
2%, like, damn.
Y'all really thinking very optimistic in that point. If that's the case, then I'm fine. But
You thinking-
no?
We
Gio,
thinking
in
it's
chat
less
really
than
quick.
5. Whew.
Gio, Shin Kamen Rider in the US for a very limited time is bound to fail. It's one showing for one day, and that's
It is
That's
because
great.
all
That's
of the
great.
showings that I saw like outside Atlanta
7
was all
p.m.
like 7 p.m.
7
That's it.
p.m. the 31st of May. That's it. So it's
You
not even
can't
a
make
limited
it.
showing.
That's your problem.
Ultraman had one showing or 2 showings for 2 days, but it still made close to $700,000+, which is a lot for Ultraman.
Wait, what's the date on
Godzilla
that?
it's a Friday, the 31st.
31st.
It's like the
Or no, it's not,
lack
it's a
of
Wednesday.
commitment
It's
and
a
the
Wednesday,
fact
not
that
a
they have
Friday.
that film reel makes me think a certain screener is probably
Yeah.
going to leak early.
Yeah, and Shin Godzilla was in theaters for like a week. And Shin Evangelion was Amazon Prime.
And then looking at the new Fize suit ranking, the majority of folks, 74%, went with an A ranking, 22% B, 3% F, no one with a C.
Wow.
That's
So-
Orb.
No in between.
That's
Shut
actually
your
not
mouth.
Orb. I guarantee you that's not Orb.
That's definitely
Interesting.
The
Orb.
3% is
probably
Kevin.
Yeah,
Orb, that better not be
definitely
you with those
Kevin.
7 accounts, I swear.
Now,
Yeah.
real quick speculation, since we were talking about the Fize and the potential for a Blade anniversary next year. Mark, would I say that you're probably in agreement with me if they made a sequel to Missing Ace versus the series?
I would 100% be okay with that.
Because you can't touch the series ending.
No, you can't. And Missing Ace actually changed the ending of the series because Missing Ace actually takes place during episode 48.
Yep.
With that awesome rain fight. It retconned the park bench.
Oh,
It's an alternate ending.
Yeah. And it
For those that
works,
don't
too.
know.
It works really
It's a
good
good
too.
ending.
Yes,
No
it was a really good
TSM.
ending.
no CSM Park Bench.
No, but like the Blade regular show ending was like emotional.
It's good. That's the thing. It's like it's
Whereas
one of those endings you don't want to change.
And Missing Ace
Yeah.
was good because it kind of had like a whodunit murder in it at one point, but then just kind of almost like one of those like bait and switch, like let's introduce a new wave of Kamen Riders in the Blade universe, and it's like now they're gonna fight the old guard, and I was like, that's pretty cool and unique at the time. I made the joke on Twitter. I was like, if it's gonna be a sequel to Missing Ace, we're gonna call it Joker's Wild,
Oh my god.
and I'm putting that in the universe if that's what it ends up being titled.
ZO did retcon so many things, which is why I prefer just the fact that if these films do end up taking place after their movie continuities, then I'm fine with it, because that's the thing. It's like a lot of these shows had pretty good bittersweet endings. That's what Heisei Phase 1 was very known for.
They did
But it's just
really
like,
good with that.
don't touch those endings. Like, if you just go with the alternate path that those movies took, you might be. I don't know how they're going to tackle that with Kabuto, because
Oh, Kabuto is just. Oh god.
Kabuto's movie ties into the show.
Can we
It
just
does.
say? Can we just do a tread of the ending of Kabuto? Starting. at
Let's
episode
just start
47?
at like episode 46 and be like,
Yeah,
you go.
I mean, if we start at
with,
46,
how-
I'll be fine with it.
With like how time travel works at Kabuto,
it's going to be a
they could do,
Kagami
like,
story.
time
You already know the
paradox.
entire
exactly.
deal with.
Give me my
God.
Hibiki
Actor.
anniversary. Hibiki anniversary.
Well,
Habiki.
I still haven't watched Hibiki.
ooh.
So
It's the best
Hibiki?
non-Kamen Rider show.
that's the thing. I can't disassociate it from Kamen Rider, which is what's hard for me to get into it.
The suit is
Not a
kind of
fan,
glossy,
personally.
and that's what kind of appeals
So-
to me. Which is why I have a lot of Hibiki figures.
I
So-
think, do you think
Yeah.
they just won't touch certain shows because of either like the ending, is perfectly fine enough, or do you think they won't touch them because just like burn bridges with actors and stuff like that?
I mean, they're not touching Wizard.
They didn't
Oh,
touch
yeah.
Wizard. They didn't touch Fize.
Even
Or
they
Forza,
gave us
not
a,
Fize.
they gave us a slight logo, a slight insinuation with Wizard.
Yeah.
Where's my CSM donut? Where's my
donut
CSM
eye.
plain sugar donut?
Yeah,
Oh my
they're
God.
not.
With
we're not
sprinkles
getting-
on it this time. That's how they remix it up.
If
Where's
you
my
could
keto
honest-
donut?
No, the sprinkles are inside Zio.
Oh, you got to bite into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
but
like
into
they're
the-
only going to do
Filled with
seasons
mayonnaise.
that are popular.
Oh.
So like Gaim will definitely get something.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, I see I'm getting something.
Also, Fruit
Fize.
Jesus is always coming back. You know he's coming back.
Dude, if we get a Zio one, I'm going to be mad. It's like, what are you going to ruin now? Ruin Reiwa era for us?
Oh, man.
Well, they wouldn't have to try that hard.
Hey,
Look, Sogo's going to appear in Reiwa 10, and he's going to play like the Tsukasa role. He's just going to show up with a shitty wig because his actor bleached his hair a different color.
off
Oh
the
my
bar,
God.
I have to go. Do you think we're going to get a Reiwa 5th anniversary season for next year already? Or are you gonna wait
Already,
till Reiwa 10?
Reiwa 5.
Yeah,
Here we
no,
go.
Reiwa.
Five-year anniversary.
Or they're
Hero
gonna
one
do, like,
5-year
every
anniversary.
10,
No,
'cause I was thinking
Don't you
about
think
that.
it's weird? Reiwa 10 is next year, yet the Fize anniversary is going to be celebrated next year.
Mhm.
Fives,
Reiwa 5.
Reiwa 5.
Would you like to borrow my tinfoil hat?
Oh my god, there's so many
What if
goddamn
it
fives.
spins off into a series and
This
then
year is-
that's Reiwa 5?
This
Oh
year
my
is
God.
2023. 2
Wow.
plus 3 is 5.
Maybe on something.
If I do that, you know I better
And
write
then
more
turns
fives
out
on
the
it now,
new
or
show
four
Inoue
fives?
writes.
Oh god.
extra 5s. 5 squared. That's it.
High
There we go.
five.
Doesn't know he turned 50 or something.
You know, he's like what 60 something. Like that man's old.
I know he's old.
Thank you, Fang.
That man's old, but he won't quit.
No,
Get his daughter to write it or something.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
like, do it.
Oh, right. That reminds me. There was
Oh,
this
man.
question asked earlier. I just so that this person gets your opinion on it, because I know they'll ask you later. So you think there's going to be a 20th anniversary special of Kiva?
There better be.
There better be.
Bears are in
Yeah.
again.
I
The
we-
Bears
we-
are in again.
I
We-
genuinely hope because
We need the
I-
UFO fangars. We
I
need the
want
space
it,
fangars.
but my thing is,
Exactly.
just to spite this person, I'm saying no.
Wow.
Just to give them a little Kevin.
Just to give it
Look, if Inoe's still cooking by then you know he's got to come back.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, yeah, 100%. Like the ending for the show was so open ended. I definitely want to see like a 20th anniversary movie out of it.
Be down for it. I want to see how these space fangars look.
We'll get the
Exactly.
5th anniversary for
I
this.
wonder
Just
how
amazing
they
saucer
gonna-
heads for everybody.
Love you, John.
I wonder. Little spoiler. I wonder how they're gonna do Wataru's son then for that
Oh,
movie.
that's
Like,
true.
are they just gonna bring in the same actor?
You mean
Oh,
Otoya?
Otoya,
Otoya again?
Yeah.
Otoya in his 30s?
He's gonna play the
Yeah.
dad, the grandpa, and the son. All of them.
I don't know. Did any of these actors have kids yet? Like, when are we gonna have our like real? Nah, actually, we already got our first nepo baby in Kamen Rider with Ichigo's son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When are we gonna get our second nepo baby? There we go.
Oh no! Did,
On the right,
did
on the
Nigo ever
horizon.
have a
Don't
son?
worry.
So if like Otoya's actor gets a nepo baby, there we go. That's it. Maybe a
Oh, yeah.
No, Otoya's actor
Oh.
is the nepo baby. He's actually pretty young. He's not that old.
He's my age, but then again, my kid's 4, so
Yeah.
Still
So, yeah.
old.
all right, Mark. We'll see you when you have kids when you're 50.
Little
my
hands touching those things. I don't think so.
Oh,
I'm
out there.
Don't worry, I'll come over.
Those are collectibles, damn it.
All right. So on that note, like we are already at the 3:30 mark. We need to end this thing. So we're just gonna cut it at that. Cloudy, you got anything to plug, Mr.
Yeah,
Guy?
actually, I do, because so me and Fize, me and Sai had our first Toku Ultra Power Hour today. So we're continue doing that. Tomorrow is going to be the next one, and then we're going to continue the week after that. But the main thing is we have a new project coming along where Sai is going to introduce me and some people to a very obscure Toku show at random. We're not going to know anything about it. He's going to force us to watch it against
Waku
our
Saver?
will. A couple.
Oh my god.
There's a couple involved, okay? And we're gonna be I'm gonna edit those into some videos that are gonna be coming on the channel pretty soon. So if you like Sai and you like the weird things he comes up with and painstakingly makes me watch, then yes, we'll be
I'm
doing
to
something.
edit stuff now.
You're
Amazing.
gonna Waka Waku Saver in the
Wow.
movie, aren't you? Yeah.
No.
You are. Nasty
Wow.
boy.
I don't wanna.
That's rude.
All right, Fabi, what you got to promote with your no camera having self?
Yeah. If anybody's curious on like the art I do, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram too, but currently not having anything there, but definitely Twitter. All my other socials are on there as well. Just go in the bio and description link there as well. Just be careful on the red Twitter icon. That's spicy content.
Oh,
If anybody's curious on that.
Oh, okay.
man, draw some R34 guys. There.
He
There.
defines R34.
Oh my
He's just
God.
like,
He's
Oh, yeah.
the definition.
If you
This
like
man
buns and
is-
thighs, he's your guy.
He literally is the man for buns and thighs.
So,
So go ahead and check him out, guys.
yep.
Yes.
And just know,
Absolutely.
comms cost money. Comms aren't free.
and he'll upcharge you if they
Say it
interfere
again.
with mine.
Say it again.
Yes.
Mhm.
Comms
Yes.
cost money. Comms aren't free. If you are going up to an artist, nothing is free
Never.
unless they say so. If they say commissions are open, money or something of value needs to be gained on their aspect. So
you
keep that in
come
mind.
If you come in me, DM me about a free art request. I'm a fucking blocker.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I can get a free block. Oh my gosh.
all right, Mr. 1K Mark.
Ah, man. Oh, that's never
1K.
good. No day mark on everything. Do hit up Phoebe for some commissions. He designed the Nago Beat shirt that is on my onlyhensions.com store. It's amazing. We're working on more stuff. We're cooking. You got to spend money to make money. His commissions are amazing. Channel stuff. I'm doing comic book stuff. If you haven't already, I'm not getting paid for this legally, not for this comic book series, anyways. But Radiant Black 24 just came out from Kyle Higgins. The last page has a QR code to scan. You actually get to make a choice that's going to affect the next issue.
Oh,
That's
So he's-
cool. Has that
He's
ever been
going
done
old
before?
school. It hasn't been done in over like 10 years. They did it back in a Batman run, I believe.
Yeah, wasn't it like the whole Jason Todd, whether he lives or dies?
So that was well over a decade ago. So they haven't done anything like this since. And legitimately, Kyle Higgins said, I have not, like, it depends on what you pick is what's going to happen. And I'm like, and it's big.
Ooh.
And so everything with the Radiant, like Massive Versus coming out at the end of this month. And also tomorrow is Free Comic Book Day. Please go check out your local comic book shop. There is a Power Rangers Academy comic that comes out that day that's free. That's actually, from what I've seen, really cool. And yeah, it's free. And then you get to, support your local comic book shop. So that's, I'd rather plug all that stuff instead of my channel because, yeah.
Love that. Love that.
Just
we-
stop with that Girls Remix 2 Baroba's Game Night.
And Power Rangers
Oh,
Return
God.
Teen Mutant Ninja Turtles ended, and it's amazing.
Oh
Oh.
wow! Look at that cover art. Amazing. Wow.
All right, Frankie, since your cohort has disappeared by
Where's Kevin?
by
I'll
Kevin.
I'll speak for him. So again, thank you so much for having Zach and I on this amazing stream. I'm so
Even I didn't
grateful
have
to
Kevin on.
have a part of. It was so great to have Kevin
Zach
join
Kevin.
us today. Yeah. All right, Kevin, what do you think?
Mm.
I will never get over that. If you want to find me, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter on Toku Twitter. Frankie, what? Toku
Toku
Frankie,
Twitter.
Right here, guys. Toku Twitter, Toku Frankie, right here, guys. That is my username. Of course, you can go ahead and subscribe to the Henches and Homies podcast, where Zach and I talk about all things Toku, like we mentioned before. You can also go ahead and follow Zach, Sergeant Hooked on Heroes, on YouTube, and also follow his Twitter, Reasel Rider Red. And honestly, upcoming projects with Pronghorn Heroes. You should go ahead and check out his channel. He makes amazing content. 3 more videos coming out soon. So just keep an eye out for that. That's all I have to say.
Great. On that note, well, it's now no longer Fize Day because it's no longer Cinco de Mayo. So sorry for my Spanish brethren.
Speak
but
for yourself. It's 9 o'clock here.
Right here.
So I dropped the tequila and went back to the seltzers. So yeah. No, next week I don't even know what's gonna happen. It might be like questionnaires because no idea on the news, but also a certain particular game that I requested off a week off of work comes out next Friday. So a certain Zelda game comes out.
Leaked.
We ain't talking about that. I don't need Nintendo Soji up and around.
Kevin can't even get to their level with how it will.
So on that note, we'll catch you all next time. Until then, bye.